fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, though, everybody? We are here. It is time. Playoff basketball. We are here, man. I am Chris Platte, a.k.a. Platte Pods, with a talented crew. I got my dog, KG.
What up, what up?
The two-man, the Flash in the building. We got Damon. We got my boy, Money Murr. We got Gordo holding down the TV booth. We got Chris here. We got a whole pack building. We got more people on the way. We got Kool-Aid that will be checking in from the game throughout periods of this watch party, so make sure you are tapped in. This is the best way to consume the Pistons playoffs. We are finally here. Waited 9 long months. Shout out to Supreme Lending, our sponsor for this.
Shout out, Chad and Chris.
97% close on time rate. So if you don't know, get to them. Customer satisfaction score off the chain too, so you know what it is. But KG, look, I'm a company man through and through.
I know you are, bro.
Because look, I got here. Solo cam me for a second.
Did my boy pull up with the?
Gordo?
He pulled up with the Sam Adams.
I pulled up with the
cherries.
Sam Adams, little cherry wheat here. Cherry wheat.
We popping some cherries in the studio,
course,
man. It's appropriate. It's appropriate, man.
It's respect. The Magic got no chance in this, but hold on. To open it, I got my Sun Cruiser opener.
This guy right here.
I got my WoodwardSports little koozie right here.
Oh my God.
Sponsored by Mad Pack.
Are you the white Shaq?
I'm a company that, for real. Go to the general, say some time. No.
Right, pretty much. And Gold Bond. You know, I'm kind of ashy, so I need some Gold Bond, man.
We're here, man. We're here. We're live. So we got a couple minutes before tip off. We're gonna be obviously broadcasting as the game is going. But before that, I wanna pass it off to you real quick. Get me your biggest X factor for this series that you're watching out for the Pistons.
Oh, that's a good question. We had a good discussion about it last night on the Pistons live stream that we did.
That was dope.
Yeah. Shout out to Kool-Aid, man. Shout out to Anthony from Pistons Talk, man.
Yeah.
That was dope. Hefe, everybody that was a part. Sean Murphy, can't forget him as well. But this was one of my Swisher big questions, man. And I was kind of looking at Duncan Robinson at first, but I think I got to go Asar Thompson, man. And we all know defensively what he's going to be able to do in this game. He's guarding the other team's best player every series. We expect that out of him, but I think he also needs to give you a little something on the offensive end. Now, I'm not calling for the guy to go out there and shoot the lights out. I'm not calling for 20 points every game in this series, but he's going to have a lot of opportunities throughout the game, and I feel like point swings in this game are going to be absolutely crucial, man, because I expect the Magic to come in and shoot volume from the three-point line. So he has to get out and run. He has to be able to, be efficient when getting to the basket. He has to be able to, if you can't get to the basket, see the drive and kick opportunities, or just, take that mid-range floater and just be assertive out there, because that's something throughout the season that we have kind of criticized Asar for. Like, he's great. We know he's a dog when it comes to defending, but sometimes offensively he can get a little bit timid, man, or just unsure of himself. I need him to dominate, because that's going to add a whole nother dynamic to this Pistons offense if he's able to do that on top of what he can do defensively.
And I think Asar is absolutely an X factor, so I love that you brought that up for everything. If I have to point to somebody else on this roster, I'm looking at Jalen Duren, because if Jalen Duren is the number 2 player in this series, then there is no chance that this series is going beyond 5 games. Like, Jalen Duren, we all know Cade is going to be the guy, averaging 32, 10, and 7 against this team this season. So we know Cade, he is the guy that nobody on the Magic can stop. Not Suggs, not their whole damn team. But if Jalen Duren can be the second best guy, if he can outduel Paolo, Franz, some of those other people that are going to be key contributors for Orlando, and if the Pistons have the 1 and 2 in this series, then there is not a chance that this is a long series. And I know some people are worried about that. So are you worried this is going to be a long series?
It has the potential to be. I feel like if the Pistons can't make anything happen from three-point land, then it could be a very, very tough series for them. And we know the Pistons to be an okay three-point shooting team. It's not like they can't hit them. And we've seen moments where they shoot the lights out. But if they fall behind from 3, man, and let's say like Cade's being inefficient and you're just not being as good defensively as you want them to be, this can very easily turn into a murky series, because make no mistake, the Orlando Orlando Magic should not be slept on in any way, shape, or form. I know they're young. I know they have a lot of inexperience as well, but it's a lot of dogs on that team, and they have a lot of shooters that are capable of getting hot on any night. We already know Desmond Bane has been the bane of the Pistons' existence for quite some time. He's over there with Paolo, with Franz, Jalen Suggs as well, somebody that can hit big shots in big moments. So you have to be careful with this Magic starting five. Depth-wise, I'm not really worried about that, and I'm really looking forward to what the Pistons bench can bring us. But if they come in here and sleep and are not aggressive, this could be something that they have trouble with, and I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I want to toss it to the boost real quick before we get into it. But before that, real quick, it is a different Paolo in the playoffs. Paolo steps his game up in the playoffs. As bad as he is, shooting 17% in the clutch and all that garbage, he does turn it up in the playoffs. You do have Desmond Bane. You do have some problems to worry about. So what are you guys looking forward to? Gordon, I'll start with you in the booth there. What are you looking forward to in this series, and particularly in Game 1?
I'm looking forward to seeing that little bit of a rivalry between Tobias Harris and our guy Paolo spark up
Talk
again.
about it. Talk about it.
When you guys were talking about who you think is going to be the most important player for the Pistons, I think Tobias Harris has a huge role on this team. In the starting five, being that bridge between the front court and the back court, and the amount of time that he's going to be playing against Paolo Banchero, that matchup's going to be huge. If he can put Paolo Banchero in jail, like you said, it's going to be a short series.
Yeah, he's going to have some help from Asar a little bit, but just a tad. But I like that a lot because Tobias is the most important veteran for this Pistons team. We already know what Unca's capable of. He's not the scorer that he once was, and that's okay, but he's going to be absolutely crucial in terms of, back to the basket game, being able to go out there and create space for others on the perimeter. So I'm really looking forward to what Tobias gonna bring.
Real quick before I toss it to David, we got XRP plumbing in the chat. Look, fellas, I'm a bandwagon jumper from the Pistons because of my boy Duncan. Hopefully Duncan Robinson makes a shitload of threes for y'all. F Orlando. Shout out to you, man.
Shout out, man.
We're welcoming, and it's gonna be a long ride. Trust me, I'm feeling good about this postseason. You see what jersey I got on?
Yes, sir.
That's a statement right there. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. But Damon, what are you looking forward to before we start this Game 1? What is your kind of expectation, and what is your X factor for them?
My X factor is the Pistons are suffocating on defense, led by Asar Thompson, I feel like an underrated player in our league. I love him. I feel like our game is inside the arc. We're shooting 47% from the arc, or from inside the arc, I should say.
Yeah.
Magic are at 43.8. So if we can suffocate them in the paint and play our game inside the arc, I think we're going to look, pretty good going forward.
I like that.
In this series.
Hell yeah. All right. Look, I'm ready for it. We got about probably 15 minutes before tip off. They're a little bit behind as always, but I think that like I said, this is Cade Cunningham's series. Are you worried about Cade Cunningham coming back from the injury? He had that week off, so we don't know kind of how he got to ramp, but he did have a week's worth of games. So are you confident and comfortable that Cade is going to be able to handle high workload in a very physical series in the Orlando Magic?
Yeah, I have no worries at all. And I feel like, I know collapsed lung sounds like the end of the world, but it's not something that's super rare in the NBA, and it's also something that, can be recovered from. So I feel like it was maybe a tad overblown. When we first got the news, of course, you want to make sure he's okay. But I think a lot of that time was just spent making sure he gets his rest because they knew the stretch ahead that he had, and you want him to be as rested as possible. He was able to get in at the end of the regular season, and he kind of looked like the Cade of old. I think because of his play style being very low impact, you're not really worried about the conditioning aspect of things. And, people like Dennis Jenkins is going to be very, very important in this series as well because he's that secondary ball handler that has to take the pressure off of Cade if we want to get that second half Cade Cunningham that we all want to take over, games in the end. So I'm not worried at all. I feel like Cade will be just fine. I don't want Cade to, play more than what he's used to playing. Go out there, give your normal workload, set up teammates, get to the basket. You'll have your opportunities, and hopefully later in the game you get more off-ball action with him and just let him go crazy. But I'm really looking forward to what Cade's going to bring. I'm
not worried about Cade Cunningham at all in this series because of this particular matchup. I know that I brought up the physicality of it, and you could, look at that being taxing, but I'm looking at it from a pure, simple perspective. I just don't think Orlando has the firepower. You have guys like Desmond Bane that go for 37 points, but then he also goes for 15. He's extremely volatile. Mm-hmm. For him to be able to do that over the course of a whole series against this Detroit defense is very unlikely. I just don't think they have the firepower to match us offensively, which I know sounds crazy because we're not an offensive team. But that's partly because of how great our defense is. And Orlando has a good defense, but their defense has fallen off. So I don't think that Cade is going to be put in too many positions where at the end of games he's going to have to carry us over the hill. I think he's going to be able to play from a standpoint of protecting the lead, which I think will be a lot easier on him, less taxing. I am worried about the turnovers though, because with the fatigue, that's when you see the turnovers rise. And the difference in this Piston team is turnovers. They average 15 turnovers per game in the regular season. In their 22 losses, they average 20 turnovers per game. So it's just about handling the ball, and that happens when the team gets a little tired, a little fatigued, and this Orlando defense definitely has the ability to force turnovers. They're not as good as they were last year, but that's where I would worry about Cade Cunningham. But again, I don't think that they're going to have enough firepower to keep up with the Pistons on offense to where that's going to be an issue, and Cade's going to have to really dig deep. I think Cade's going to be able to, for lack of a better effort, kind of cruise in this series. And I think this is a good warm-up to get him ready with the physicality that he's about to see in this series, to get him ready for what I believe is the next series. So that's where I'm at.
Real quick, y'all just wanted to follow up on that. No, you're making a great point. And Cade has to know that his weakness, or one of his weaknesses, is when teams blitz him, most of the time at the top of the key, in the pick and roll play, they're going to try to stop that, and they're going to blitz Cade a lot. They're going to try to get him tired very, very early on. So he has to be very, very smart in terms of decision making, knowing when to split that double team, knowing when to get that ball out of his hands, because a lot of teams look at that as an exploit for how to get the Pistons to make mistakes, and Cade has to be very, very mindful of that. But I'm sure him and JB have a pretty good game plan for that. But just wanted to piggyback off.
Yeah, absolutely. I think another key stat when I was doing my research for the Pistons is when you look at it, the Magic are first in free throw attempts in the NBA. The Pistons are third. So this is going to be a series that's going to be very physical. That's going to have a lot of action and aggression between the two teams. And with that physicality, look, there's going to be some moments where it doesn't look, peachy and rosy. Despite my series prediction, which I'll get to in a second here,
all right.
I feel like this Piston team, there's going to be moments where it looks a little rough. Like maybe Duren gets in foul trouble early. Maybe Cade gets in foul trouble early in one of these games here, and it looks dicey for a bit because this Orlando team is very good at drawing foul. Franz, Paolo, Desmond Bane, Suggs, they're all very, very good at it. So I think that this is going to be a series, but the Pistons are good at it too. So it's going to be one of those things where foul trouble, I think, will dictate a lot in this series because it will limit them, going to your point with the bench and the lack of depth that Orlando has. I think, again, that kind of plays in the Pistons' favor if they can be the ones to get Orlando in foul trouble, and then all of a sudden you're putting some people in some lights they're just quite not ready for.
No, I absolutely agree with that. We got the brother Kool-Aid on right now, so let's not waste this time, man. He's a busy man down there at LCA. I know it's a madhouse already. We got my boy Kool-Aid on now. Kool-Aid, what's up, man? Tell us what the vibes are down there at LCA and what you expect from the Pistons tonight.
Epic, absolutely epic, man. The players took the court about 7-8 minutes ago, and LCA lit up. Everybody's not even in their seats yet, but this arena is already on 100. And that's what I'd be the biggest takeaway tonight is how the fans show out and give that little bit of extra energy to a Pistons team who's been waiting for whoever they were going to play. Hey, shout out to the legend there, Jennifer Hammond behind me.
Shout out to Hammer.
Yeah. But it's epic already. Look, I got a little bit of time left.
Oh man. What a beautiful sight.
Oh.
And that ain't even what it's gonna be yet, man. I'm excited.
And Kool-Aid, you know that last season you were there for all of them. I was there for 2 of them, those playoff losses. The Detroit Pistons have not won a playoff game since being in LCA. So I think they're going to come out with a different type of hunger and intensity. Do you get that feeling being close to the team, being in the building?
Absolutely. It's something that matters to them. This is something they were talking about at media day, and this is something they talked about right after. The fact that they wanted to get a whole playoff win, not just for what it meant for them, because they want to win first, because they know that that's what fans want more than anything, and they want to move on in the series. But they did want the fans to have something to be able to celebrate, new memories to be able to have. Talking to Jeff, Walker El Jefe, as well as, my dog Jeff Ifredi, who started some of the Woodward Pistons stuff. These people have not seen the basketball we've seen with the 04 teams. So for them to be able to see a playoff win, and we hope that's today. You know what? It's going to be today. This starts the 4-2 Detroit Pistons over the Orlando Magic in this series for me.
Kool-Aid, look, I think from what you're describing, I think the Pistons are going to handle business just like you. Look at how business ready you are. I think the Pistons are going to be just as ready for that. We got my boy Birdie in the chat saying sweep. Saying sweep. I feel confident about this team, but we went to the X Factors, and I wanted to kind of give you a chance to kind of get your X Factor before we kick off here. What's the thing you're looking for? Maybe it could be specifically game 1, but overall the series, however you want to approach it. What is the thing you're looking for right now?
For me, just how they attack this game right out the gate. Dog, LCA is lit right now.
I hear booing in the background.
This thing right out the gate. Yeah, they were talking about some Orlando players and stuff.
Of course.
Let me give him some shine. He out there on the screen getting LCA lit right now. But for me, it's how this team attacks and honestly take advantage of this energy right now, right out the gate. Put your foot down and be the better team in this series. Be the better team. I know this. Franz missed a whole lot of games this year. So this Orlando team did want to mosey this way through the regular season. But this Detroit Pistons team is just a class above, and I expect them to look like it right out the gate. I think that's one of the biggest keys. But you guys, ball knowers as yourselves, has broken this thing down quite well. Limiting the turnovers. Cade being Cade. He doesn't have to be Superman because he's already that. He doesn't have to do anything extra. The way that he played, that he's going to absorb, and the way that his teammates have picked him up this year, that to me is going to be your second key. How these role players do things. You remember last year, the role players were hot. They contributed a lot to what the Pistons had in 44 wins going from 14. But when you got to the playoffs, it looked a little bit bleak. This year, I expect that supporting cast to be there. And third, my dog, Dennis Jenkins. And KG, you talked about it today. We talked about it last night as well. Dennis Jenkins being a guy who can take a lot of the pressure off of Cade, Cunningham, and continue to be not just a guy who can facilitate, but a guy that can depend on the score and to be able to play effectively in big-time moments. That's what we've seen from Dennis Jenkins, especially at the end of quarters and at the end of halves. They've been able to trust him both offensively and defensively. But obviously, this all starts, if I have to give like the one, key, that's without question, and that's defense. That defense and that tonight is what they've made their calling card. Number 1 in steals, number 1 in blocks all year long. And they've controlled that paint from a rebounding standpoint and a rim protection standpoint. This Pistons team, as long as they play to their identity, they're going to find themselves not just victorious today, but in this series. Might even be 4-1. So shout out.
That's kind of how I'm feeling, Kool-Aid. But you talked about the defense. I want to ask you real quick. This has been the thing I've been thinking about in my head, because Orlando does have some Piston killers. They have a lot of people that they can kind of use to lead their offense. We normally like a star to do that. So to handle that, wow.
All right. We got to get it off now.
That boy filling up quick.
Yeah.
Got it now. I can check back here at halftime.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you still.
Yep, we got you.
I got to check back in at halftime now.
All right. Do your thing.
Man. Appreciate you. Hey, crush it. KG and Platte, man. For real.
Shout out.
Absolutely,
out to you, Kool-Aid,
bro.
Man.
Shout out.
All business today, man. I love to see it.
Hey,
love
man.
to feel it.
If anybody deserves it, it's that man right
Absolutely,
there, bro.
man.
He done been through the trenches with this team. He never wavered, man. He was always positive, always the first to tell you what the Pistons can improve on and how he felt the future would play out. But now we here, man, in 2 short years. Can you believe it, bro? Can you believe it?
I can't. I can't. And that's going to be even more atrocious if there's no coach of the year or executive of the year to go with that.
Don't get me started.
Because look,
don't get me started.
Hey, look, there seemed to be a lot of momentum for Joe Mazzulla here to be coach of the year over JB Bickerstaff, which again, I don't get the disrespect when it comes to the Pistons should be looked at by far for coach of the year and executive of the year for the way that you talk about this 2-season turnaround. If you don't get it in one of these 2 damn seasons, what do we got to do? 82-0?
Thank you.
What do we got to do?
Coach of the year always seemed like an award, that they give out to the young, hungry coach that gets a losing franchise, back to prominence. And that's what JB Bickerstaff was able to do last year in tripling the Pistons win total from 14 to 44. Somehow he didn't win it last year. Okay, cool. He comes out this year and gets this team to a 60-win margin. And not only that, the last month of the season, down the home stretch, you lose your best player. And this team did not have any drop-off, any fall-off whatsoever, man. They look like a well-oiled unit, pause. And I really don't understand what the thinking is behind skipping over JB to give it to somebody like Joe Mazzulla, former NBA champion coach Joe Mazzulla, who is a great coach. I understand why he's in the consideration. This is no slack against him. I just feel like JB Bickerstaff's case is way stronger than Joe Mazzulla's at this point. But it's up to it's a narrative award, so it's up to what the NBA writers and media people are gonna do.
Exactly. That's what it is. I mean, we already saw. Shout out to Kool-Aid. He posted it that the coach of the year became coach of the year from the coaches was JB Bickerstaff, so he's getting that respect amongst his peers.
Absolutely.
But now it's about let's see what the NBA thinks and feels. Real quick, Jeff just popped in, so before this kicked off, my boy Jeff is in the building. Ball knower too. I know he was on the stream last night. Jeff, I want to get quickly. What are you looking for in this game 1? And then afterwards, I'm going to go around the room and kind of give everybody series predictions real quick before we start.
Yeah, so I talked about it last night. What I'm looking for in this series is, for one, I need Franz Wagner to be introduced to Asar Island. The whole series, I want Franz to be introduced to Alcatraz Island with Asar on it.
Alcatraz Island.
I want Asar to put him through an amount of hell that he has never discovered before in his life.
Yeah.
And then I want Jalen Duren to go out there and be dominant.
Yes.
Be the player that you have been since the All-Star break. I mean, you look at it, almost 24 points per game, still around 11 rebounds, pumping out 3 assists almost. Like, that's elite stuff from a guy whose efficiency did not go down at all, even with, a higher load being put on him. So I want him to go out there and be dominant against a Celtics team, a Magic team that absolutely cannot have, they don't have anyone that can hang with him in the strength department down there in the paint.
That's a fact.
And then Cade, take it. Just
Absolutely.
literally just rip their heart out. Rip their heart out from the get-go. Like, I want, the first play, just go ahead. Go at whoever it is, go at him. And just absolutely let them know, there's no chance you have in the series at all. Take their heart out.
I hear it.
I think they will. Let's go around the room. I'm going to keep mine short and sweet like this series I think is going to be. I think it's going to be a sweep. I really don't think that the Orlando Magic have what it takes to go against the Pistons. And look, I'm just going to say, I don't think Orlando's that hard of a place to win either.
Talk about it, Chris.
I know what that building is like. I see what that building is, so I know what it's going to be to get that win there. And I know after losing 3 of them last year, they're going for every single one there. So I know Orlando ain't getting one in Detroit. And when I go to Orlando, I think it's sweet. I don't think
it's not the same.
Yeah, I don't think it's
but it's Orlando versus everybody though. So it's
Orlando versus
Universal
everybody.
Studios versus everybody.
My fault. We tried to take that. My fault, OG. But no, I think it's gonna be a short and sweet series, man. I think it can go 5. Don't get me wrong, but I think that they have the ability to sweep this team, and I think they will.
Yeah, I'm kind of in line with you. I'm going to be a gentleman and give them a gentleman sweep. I think it's 5 games. I think you might have one game going back the other way to Orlando that they just get hot from the perimeter, and the Pistons can't do much about it. But besides that, the Pistons are going to dictate the pace of this whole series. They're going to make it murky. They're going to make it dirty. And hopefully the officiating is able to keep up because – and that's one thing that I do worry about is how will the Pistons be officiated throughout the playoffs. But they need to be able to keep up, man, because this Pistons team is going to go out there. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the paint. You're not going to get anything in the paint. Their best hope is to hit a lot of shots from the perimeter and hope for the best. But I am not worried at all. I think Cade is going to shine in this series just being Cade. He's not going to have to go above and beyond, but he'll go out there and give us our 25. He'll go out there and give us our 11 assists, and he's going to play hella good defense on the other end, man. I'm not worried about it at all, man. Shout out.
Listen,
5 games for the Pistons.
I can't hear that introduction of Cade Cunningham right there, but I felt it just watching it.
Ah, man,
like the goosebumps start to form on my arm. Like, come on, man.
They better be playing Final Countdown.
I know that place is rocking.
Before we get to the game, because we're about to get tip-off here, where are you at with it? What are you thinking, your series prediction? And then we'll get to Damon, and then we'll have everybody kind of fill the watch party and set that all up.
Yeah,
that
I give them 5, man. They get one. They get one at home.
They get one. That's it.
One at home in Disney World and Universal Studios.
Everybody gets one.
They're so suppressed over there. We got to give them one.
All right.
It's Orlando versus everybody. They got to get one.
Disney World versus everybody, man.
Disney World versus everybody. Hey, Disney World's not something you want to go against.
No, that's a fact.
Damon.
Screw that. Game 5, no way.
Talk it down.
Right?
Yeah. If Cade stays within himself, controls that ball, we play suffocating defense. We're looking at a 4-0 sweep.
All right,
We need to make a
bet.
statement. Yep.
Carrot Cake Damon standing on business, man. Fuck y'all talking about.
Let's go.
I love it, man.
I'm feeling good. All right, gentlemen. We could have everybody kind of fill out. We have a couple kind of sets to bounce back and forth between camera wise, but we'll have people filling out in the back there, watch party, and
yes, sir.
We're gonna be rock and rolling. We got a packed building, and I think the Pistons are gonna pack out the magic. So I'm ready to rock and roll here, man. We are moments away from tip off from this journey that it's been a magical season.
Wow,
like you said, ever since that loss against New York, man, I was there in that building in Game 6. I've been just waiting for this moment. Like, this whole season was great. Don't get me wrong. 60 wins, cool, had some fun.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm ready to get active. I'm ready to get rock and roll. And this is what they're playing for. It wasn't those 82 games. It's about these 16.
No, it was heartbreaking last year, man, because you knew that the inexperience may have cost the Pistons because they had a lot of opportunities to win that series, even being devoid of Beef Stew, who they do have this year. So they got the full complement, man. And you look this year, you pop up with 60 wins. I remember beginning the season, we thought that the best case scenario might have been, okay, they get to a top 3 seed, 3 or 4 seed, a little bit of improvement from last year. But no, they jumped up to 60 wins and ran the Eastern Conference all year long, man. Yeah. So you have to prove it, man, because the media doesn't believe in you. And to a degree, I understand it because you haven't proven it yet. But you have to go out there and show people why you're the number 1 seed. Like,
agreed.
There's no excuses. You have everybody healthy, ready to go, and you are that team. You are defensively the best team in the league, and you have to go show people why. So I'm looking forward to the Pistons going out there and beating some narratives, man.
Absolutely, man. We are getting ready for tip-off. Real quick, I ain't say that with the super chat. You boys went from being shut down on the heavies talking Stones to number 1 seed NBA Finals prospect. Let's get this win. Tragic magic. I don't care. Stones in 4. Let's rock. Let's roll.
Stones in 4,
the
baby.
The thing I wanted to ask Kool-Aid real quick is we're about to do the tip-off.
Kool-Aid had a sweep too.
Yeah.
On the low, he kind of admitted it last night on the stream.
Yeah, I think he's just, he's in the suit. He's professional.
Yeah, he tried to be professional, but I know the truth. I know
Pistons win the tip. I can't wait to see what I was going to ask him before he had to lock in was what Asar is going to be defensively. Cade attacks the basket, does not get there, but gets to the rim. Suggs bringing it up. He's going to be a big X factor, his playmaking. Paolo right on Tobias.
Trying to be physical, yeah.
He was trying to be physical, and Tobias absolutely stuffed him, let him know that, no, sir, you're not going to be doing that, young one.
And that matchup that Gordon talked about early on playing itself out, man, Tobias versus Paolo, I do still think Unc going to need a little bit of help, throughout the course of a game, but we shall see. Good way to start.
And it looks like Asar is starting on Paolo. That's what I want to see. Cade on Franz. Bane just got switched on to or Duren got switched on to Bane.
Yep.
But Suggs a deep three. He hits it, but
that's a nasty contested three.
If that's what they're going with all series, I feel very, very good. Orlando, you see it on the screen there, 34% from three, 27th in the NBA.
Yeah.
Neither of these two teams are going to be able to shoot the three ball well. We're going to be able to score on them. Asar with the lob to Duren, can't quite connect.
Oh, wait, a foul call?
Looks like there's a foul call, and the Pistons will have the ball back. Again, the Pistons trail 3-0. Orlando is first on the board.
And I know, at stat-wise, the Orlando Magic aren't a good three-point shooting team, but I just don't want to get some of these guys into a rhythm because I know what they're capable of. They have good shooters, just the stats don't necessarily tell that story.
Right, exactly. And there's a shooter right there, Duncan
Off
Robinson.
the inbound! Yeah!
Just like that, we are tied 3-3.
White boy buckets early on in this game, man. You love to see it.
You love to see it, man. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. But we have with Duncan Robinson, somebody that struggled against Orlando in the regular season matchup. I don't know if that was quite Orlando, if that was Jalen Suggs with another three. He's off to a hot start.
Ball head nut out here. Yeah. All right, man.
But we got Duncan Robinson, man. He's been down against the Orlando Magic, but right there, a start for him from three is good.
Yeah,
he gets fouled on the screen.
You talk about players that have to deliver this series, it has to be Duncan Robinson, man. And, I think about last year, the way it went down with Malik Beasley, who was a good shooter all year, arguably the best shooter in all of the NBA last year. And then in the playoffs, he just did not have it. So it's going to be up to Duncan because he is their best shooter. He's damn near their only shooter. He has to perform.
Tobias, look, if you told me that the Orlando Magic and Pistons series was going to start with 3 threes, I'd have told you you're on crack.
Hey, but no, I know Orlando wants to come out and shoot volume. As Paolo
gets one over Tobias. He didn't really contest that enough.
Yeah, fade in the mid-range, though. Good shot by Paolo. 8-3.
Hey, we live with Paolo shooting jump shots. I know statistically that's a good thing.
Yeah, but you don't want him hitting in the mid-range, though.
He
can't kill you from there. Here we go. Cade, top of the key. Trying to break down his defender. Looks for the outlet pass. Duncan. Set up, floater, and missed.
Suggs gets to it, and it looks like it's out of bounds. Pistons will retain it. But I think the Pistons are starting off. It seems like they're getting good looks. They're just not hitting them. So I don't feel too worried. I don't feel too worried about the execution. Plus, I don't think that Suggs is going to continue shooting 100% from three.
Right. No, of course. They're a little tight to start out. But I think for the Pistons, you have to be able to get to those loose balls, man. You want to be able. You want to be able to corral as many rebounds as you can.
Yep.
You don't want to see the Orlando Magic getting a whole bunch of offensive rebounds. And conversely, you don't want to see them cleaning the glass, whenever the Pistons get a shot up.
I agree. I can't wait to see what – look, Duncan Robinson
is off the inbound again. Just can't fall.
Good. Looked good. Good with that shot. As long as he's getting good looks this series, I think that him being a pro, I think it'll work out in the Pistons' favor.
Good defense. Turnover from Franz.
Off the turnover to Duncan. Duncan looks like he loses it.
Oh, yeah. I thought he got fouled. Yep. Out of bounds. Another turnover for the Pistons.
Can't be having that again. We talked about that being a key in losses for the Pistons, averaging 20 turnovers. They can't do that in this series. That is a way to get Orlando involved and going. This is a team that Orlando has struggled to score in the half court, especially against a good defense like the Pistons. So you can't give them easy ones.
Suggs
again from three.
But misses.
It's off. Duren missed his assignment there and just completely lost track of Wendell Carter.
Franz got nothing. Good
Absolutely
defense.
Nothing. Cade bringing it up.
There
Tobias.
There you go. Foul. There we go.
Tobias get into a free throw line, and it's the Pistons that draw first blood when it comes to free throws. I'm feeling good. That's Desmond Bane's second, by the way. That is a great thing. Remember I talked about the foul trouble and how you're going to see it. I love that it's on Orlando's end and not Detroit's to start.
And because Detroit is the home team in this series, I need them to push the issue. You have to make it hard on the refs to blow that whistle, man, and to give you calls, because you're at home. The calls are going to go in your favor for the majority of the series, I feel like, but it's not going to happen if you're not out there trying to make things happen. So that's what I want to see more out of the Pistons. Just force the issue.
Absolutely.
You get one of their better scorers out of the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Early.
I agree. You want to hand Murder the mic too, so you can get what? There's the handhelds right
Yep,
next to you.
pass that over. But here we
That
go.
way we can
Tobias
split
makes
up.
both shots at the line. 8-5 Pistons. 8:47 left in the first quarter. As Jalen Suggs brings the ball up slowly.
Dave, if we're all good in the booth, you're good to fill in a spot there if you like.
Go ahead,
Whatever
bro.
you're
Enjoy
comfortable
yourself.
with.
Who was that for 3? Another 3. Paolo for 3 for the Orlando Magic. 11-5.
Do you think a little bit of it is that Detroit? Sloppy turnover from Tobias,
that
and
is
Suggs
not what
dunks
you
it.
wanna see.
I would like the timeout, and
Yep,
JB
and there you
goes
go.
for it. 13-5, Orlando comes out strong. How much of this do you think is the Pistons' nerves of talk about wanting to get one at home? We know they want to get one at home and get that off their back, but also Orlando played on Friday. Detroit hasn't played since last Sunday.
That's a
do you
fact.
think it's a little bit of that, or it's the nerves, or it's both? Where are you at with it?
I think it's a little bit of both. You can tell that they're a little tight coming out. And like you said, the opportunities have been there. They've had good looks. It's not like they're taking bad shots. It's just a lid on the basket right now, and that's something that you're going to have to weather the storm early in a playoff game. Let the Orlando Magic have that early confidence now, but we know the Pistons to be a team very, very capable of coming back from smaller deficits, man. So I'm not worried at all, but offensively, you got to start making some things happen, man. You got to get some good shots up. And like I said, force the issue. Try to get to the line. If you can't make baskets, getting to the line is your next best option. Go ahead, Gordon.
Yeah, I think Cade needs to get some sets going. I think he needs to slow down this offense. Just get these guys to take a breath of fresh air. I'm glad that we got this timeout called and really run our offense. It'll take the Pistons, like you guys are saying, it'll take them a minute to kind of figure out what the Magic likes to do. We haven't seen too much this season in the regular season. Both teams play each other with full strength.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of unfamiliarity. With both these rosters being healthy. So
Chat losing it already.
Yeah, I know.
I love our chat,
They
man.
are. Phoenix Stardust said, Phoenix Sundust, said a little bit of rust. And he said there's only one microwave. That's true. Shout out.
Yes, sir. On the set,
Microwave
Phoenix
Nick.
Sundust on the set.
I say that said we got to slow down. We're playing jittery. Danny G saying, holy crap, settle down, chat. Chat is shook. Listen, man. This is Detroit, man. This is all we got.
Yeah, we all or nothing, man.
Yeah, we're all or nothing around here. We don't got that beautiful weather that Orlando's got. We're cooped up all winter, and summer's breaking, and it's time for the Pistons to get active. I think this is a team that continuously makes adjustments as the series goes on. So I'm not worried about it at all. Game to game, series to series, I think this Piston team is going to make the right adjustments, and I think a lot of it is just getting that first little run in, and then I think they'll be straight. So I'm looking for though Cade to take the next shot. Like, Cade, you are the best player. You are the offense. Come out and score. And we talked about that before, Kool-Aid and I, on a Pistons stream. We said that it was the Orlando game. Remember that first time where Cade popped off against Orlando this season? And that game was a great game because Cade Cunningham, instead of looking to get others going first, which is what it seems like he's done so far, he needs to attack. He took the first shot. That was a layup. But after that, he's been kind of trying to get everybody going. And I'm not hating because we've gotten some good looks, but clearly the offense is not cooking at the level that you need it to, and you are the superstar. So I think you have to be the one to go in and kind of right the ship.
I'm not mad at that. I do need him to be aggressive, but I also need him to be smart, and I need him to be efficient. I feel like a more efficient Cade is a more efficient Pistons team, and he opens up so much more for everybody else when he is hitting on all cylinders. So absolutely, you definitely want the ball in Cade's hands. This is going to be his series to win or lose. So you absolutely want to see him go out there, but I don't think it's panic mode just yet. If you can still get it within the flow of the offense, then I also think that's okay too.
I think so too. They're talking about Cade's 11 games missed, and since coming back, he's been on a minute restriction, but he was already averaging a double-double. It shows that Cade is I don't think Cade looks tired or anything.
For three. Corner.
Yeah.
Can't get it.
Cannot get it. Franz gives it to Suggs, who brings it up. And again, Suggs is an X factor for them. If he's playing well, that's a big plus in their book.
2 threes already for him in this game, man. Yep. He's looking for the ball now, going against Duncan Robinson.
2 threes, a steal and a dunk. He has been very active. He has had his fingerprints over it. But
Asar almost gets the steal. Good contested shot, but makes it anyway. Desmond Bane.
Wow.
From the post.
What a shot.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Orlando up 15-5, and I know that Detroit crowd is getting a little stunned.
There we go. Man.
Cade can't find it.
Short-armed on the lob.
Another turnover. Finds Franz, who goes up against Duncan for the easy 2 and 1. 17-5. Orlando looks like the team that played basketball recently. They look like they're in stride, in rhythm. This is a team that a couple days ago we were talking about it's over for their coach. They don't got anything to play for, and now here they are coming out, being aggressive, attacking. They are playing great. 14-2 run in the last 3 minutes here.
Yeah.
The Pistons got to get it going. I think it starts with defense, and I think that's where you get yourself easy looks on offense. Plus, you eliminate their easy looks too.
And I said it before, like, this is going to be a game in which point swings are going to be absolutely crucial. You see the Magic getting a big point swing there. So I just need the Pistons to hang in there, man. Defensively, you're going to get your opportunities to create offense in transition, but just stay the course in the half court as Cade goes for 3 and makes it, baby. Here we go. 8 points for the Pistons, 10-point ball game, 18-8, 7-13 left in the first.
That's what you need to see from Cade Cunningham, absolutely.
Suggs
tries to fire back. That's fine. We can go bar for bar, Suggs and Cade. I feel good about that.
Push Asar. I want to see Asar push. Get aggressive.
Going to.
There you go. Go up. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. See, that's the stuff I'm talking about with Asar.
He didn't really want to go up. He talked himself into it.
Yeah. But it's just the indecisiveness, especially when you have the body style that you have of Asar Thompson. You should be yakking on people, to be honest with you. But no, it's no shade against Asar. He'll be better. But in those instances where you see him, out with the ball, you get a one-on-one matchup going toward the basket in transition, attack, man. Get to the bucket or at least get the foul.
Wow, look who is in. We talked about if he's going to make the playoff rotation. Kevin Huerter is in. Red Velvet.
Boy, stand up. Red Velvet.
Red Velvet.
In the building.
We're here.
Hey, and Jalen Suggs wide open, though. Y'all got to get that rotation going. Here we go.
Cade fires it down to Asar.
Asar, there we go.
There we go.
That's
Don't
what
lay
I
that
want
up.
to see.
Dunk that shit.
Yeah right. You got to dunk that shit. Oh, man. Shout out, though.
See, we were at a rough, patchy start, but honestly, the Pistons always end up coming back somehow, man.
Yeah, no, it's a fact.
Always.
It's a fact.
Man.
But it's a game of runs, man. You got to be patient.
You have to.
Yeah.
Here we
go.
go.
We know Orlando's going to go on a dry spell at some point offensively.
Paolo with the ISO ball here trying to back down Cade. Shoots the fadeaway and gets it over Cade. Tough shot, but he makes it.
Playoff Paolo's a little different, man.
Yes, he is, man. Yes, he is. But here we go. 10-point ball game still. 6:05 left in the first. Tobias passing the ball to Cade, top of the key. Cade with another 3-point shot and just front rims it.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. He made the first one, so.
Yep, absolutely. Continue to attack.
But Unc is going to have to play good defense on Paolo. Here we go. Paolo goes up, gets the foul. Eesh.
Really good at drawing fouls. That's his game. That's Orlando's game. Again, first in free throw attempts. That's going to be a big stat to watch in this series.
Yeah.
Pistons, if you're going to lose a three-point battle, which you shouldn't to Orlando, but you are currently, then you got it. Oh, that was a travel.
It damn near, yeah. Like,
that was a travel.
I swear it looked like that. Not going to get that call, though, probably, but it's all good, man.
I just don't know why Paolo's getting superstar calls, but
hey, it's all good. It's still early in the game.
No,
we're going to see how but pay attention to the officiating, though. I'm telling y'all, man, because with Pistons having home court advantage, I expect a different officiating for this team, but we know the story on that, man, and not to cry, woe is me, for Detroit sports, but it's just something to pay attention to.
We know it's a theme.
It's a trend. It's a trend.
Absolutely.
Yo, Paolo at the line. He made the first one, 11-point game.
These cherry wheats are good.
Oh, fucking
Chris,
phenomenal.
you got any more of those?
Shout out.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Sam Adams for sponsoring, our watch party.
I mean,
and
no,
Sun
I'm trying
Cruiser.
to keep these for myself. No, I got you.
And Sun Cruiser as well. No love lost for Sun Cruiser. You know that. So here we go. Cade pass to Duren. Down low. Duren gets damn near blocked right there. Can't get the layup. Magic in transition. Pass to Suggs. Suggs fakes the step back. Passes off. Back to Suggs. Suggs for 3 again.
Jeez.
Back rim.
This guy's like 2 for 8 already.
Yep. Nice board for Kevin Huerter right there. Passes to Asar. Back to Huerter. Huerter for 3. Oh! Okay.
Let's go.
Hey, man. Somebody I was very critical of at the time of the trade, Kevin Huerter. But down the stretch of the season, he had to be racist. But down the stretch of the season, very instrumental for the Pistons, bro.
Absolutely, man. No, he had a down shooting season and still ended with the down shooting season. But
great board by Duren there.
He has a history and a track record of shooting.
But the turnover.
Huerter, you got to be first to the floor there.
Yes, sir.
That was a great hustle play by Suggs. But
yeah,
Huerter, if he's going to be able to hit shots, he does everything well. He's sneaky good at distributing, at handling the ball, something this Pistons defense needs.
Wide open 3.
Wide open 3, but no good.
Sir.
I do want to say I do want to see a little bit more from Jalen Duren. I feel like he's not playing his best as of right now. But
yeah, I would utilize that pick and roll a lot more. I don't know why JB's not going to that pick and roll.
They tried to go to Orlando.
Lost the ball once, and I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Playing a little choppy,
I mean, I wouldn't go away from it. Is my point.
Yeah,
though.
I agree.
Yeah, because that's your bread and butter. You know, that drives a lot of things for this team.
Absolutely.
But Duren just a bad turnover there. Don't want to see that.
And again, Suggs, man, what a hell of a dive.
Yeah.
Guy's got so much hustle.
All right, beef stew on the floor for the Pistons, man.
Beef stew and Duren.
He makes his second playoff appearance. You know, I think he only played 1 game last year before he was out. So
yeah, it was 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I can't
more like
recall.
2 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like that. It really felt like that. But here we go. Stew for 3. Corner by himself. Can't get it. Oh, my God. He was all alone in the corner. Just can't hit.
I like this, though. I like the physicality they're going with. They're matching size with size. I think that they're going to be able to kind of now be able to play that bully ball that they want to play against. Just
nice
great read.
lob there.
Just a great read. Bad rotation. Is that Karis LeVert? Oh, my.
Yeah,
Stu definitely reminds me more of like Ben Wallace back in the day with his aggression on the ball and all the stuff like that.
Absolutely, man. Cade, all the way to the basket for 2. Cade, that looked very easy. Do that again.
That's all right. Get back on defense, though. Get back on defense and an easy bucket there for the Orlando Magic.
And another foul, man. These guys are not only are they getting to the rack, but they're getting fouls too. Something the Pistons haven't done as much in this game. And again, Orlando playing like Orlando.
And that one's kind of on the Pistons, man. Not getting back fast enough after the bucket. And Jalen Suggs getting downhill, man. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be aggressive, man. So you cannot allow the easy stuff. That's what's going to irritate me in this playoff series, giving up the easy stuff. But go ahead, Gordon.
Yeah, I think you got Beef Stew and Duren on the court. I think Detroit's going to do more to force the issue down low. And, you're just saying that's what Orlando's doing right now, and they're clearly getting these calls. These whistles are going pretty frequently tonight. So, I think Detroit needs to force the issue inside.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's the key. They cannot be the team that's not setting the tone physically, and so far Orlando is.
Yeah. Also, Pistons shooting 35% from the field right now. Karis LeVert from 3 from the corner. And it goes.
There we go.
And it goes.
Hey, y'all were talking shit.
Hey, I know, right? Well, it's still early, but it's still early.
Could never be me.
Hey, but I'm somebody that was defending Karis, man. Throughout the year, I'm like, just wait for it, y'all. He gonna be beneficial.
Oh my goodness! What a block from Stu.
Oh,
and
man.
The Pistons running the break. Cade Cunningham with the block. 27-20. The Pistons on a run. Timeout, Orlando. Just like that. Stu letting the crowd know.
There you go.
Wow. What an absolute block. We're going to see it again on this replay here.
Man.
That was sensational. He met him at the apex. That is Paolo, and absolutely stuffed it
that
clean.
Bullshit out of here.
Clean.
That's a nasty block.
Jalen Suggs is definitely going to be a little bit of a problem tonight. The guy already has like 13 field goals.
Yeah, you're right. It feels like that for sure. So, but no, that's a good stretch of play by the Pistons. Another big point swing. Like I said, you back in this game, 7 points. I think the defense is going to have to create some offense for this Pistons team going forward. 100%. But what are you seeing right now, Chris?
Yeah, I'm seeing that defense needs to be the focal tone, because right now, I think Detroit will score more efficiently than they are right now.
Yeah.
But I do think that a lot of it is just like Orlando is getting these easy looks and this momentum off of turnovers. I think the Pistons have to be doing what Orlando is doing because that's been their bread and butter. They don't win by the 3-ball typically. Again, they can in this series, but they don't. How they win is points in the paint, points off of turnovers, limiting their own turnovers, and stocks. And that is their blueprint, and you just saw it right there. You just saw a stock transition to 2 points. That's a 4-point swing right there. And the Pistons, another one, and that's a one-possession game. So I think that, like you said, this is going to be a game of runs. Neither of these teams are that efficient in the half court, so there's going to be dry spells. You need to be able to capitalize off of your defense, and you're seeing Detroit start to pick up, start to do that. I love that they went with the double big lineup. I think they got to do that more, especially in this series. I don't think Orlando has what it takes to make you pay with the double big lineup. So I think Stu and Duren playing together is a really, really good thing. But I do need to see more out of Jalen Duren.
And Beef Stu coming in, giving you some early energy with that block. You love to see him out there doing that. Jeff, I want to hear from you. But, Gordon, did you have anything else? I saw you looking.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I think it's really interesting. Jalen Suggs going into this game has been playing out of his mind. So, I think Detroit's game plan going into this game was to key in on Paolo, defensively make his life hell, and force the other guys to beat you. Well, right now, Jalen Suggs is beating you. So I'll be very curious to see how JB Bickerstaff and some of the other coaches will scheme around that and start to pick up Suggs as well.
Agreed. Hefe, man, what you seeing right now for the Pistons?
I'm seeing a lack of presence. Like you're not setting the tone, and I think that's primarily to do with Jalen Duren. Like I haven't seen him do anything physical in this game, like at all yet, and that's a problem because you're the strongest guy in the court. You're the biggest guy in the court. Make your presence felt. Like you got to do that early. You got to set the tone and let them know, like this my area, this painted area here. This is where I live. You can't come in here, and so far I haven't really seen him do that. And then of course, we've seen this all season from the Detroit Pistons where it takes them a quarter to kind of get going. It takes them a quarter for that defense to truly lock in. So I'm not worried at all. I just think that we got to start to make our presence felt, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and it has to be the hustle plays. It has to be you giving your all on the glass. You cannot let the Orlando Magic get the little stuff, man, because those things can pile up. As we look at Ben Wallace and Rip Hamilton sitting front row and center, Detroit royalty out for the Pistons playoff series, man. You love to see it, man. Man, Ben is so clean, dog. Yeah, he got so much aura, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. But here we go. Game started back up. 7-point ball game. 2:55 left in the first quarter.
Man.
Right now, you have the rotation as the first three off the bench for the Pistons. We talked a lot about what that bench is going to be.
Get the board.
Recovery 3 off.
Thank
Pistons
God. There we go,
get the board. But the first three off the bench, Isaiah Stewart, Karis LeVert, Kevin Huerter.
Your veterans.
No Ron Holland, no Dennis Jenkins yet. I do think those guys are coming.
Cade gets the foul there.
Cade
is he all right? Oh, okay, yeah, got hit in the head.
Yeah, just got hit in the head. He'll be good.
Like the ear, but he got hit in the ear.
Who are you expected to see JB go to in this bench so far? You got names like Ron Holland, Javonte Green, Dennis Jenkins, Paul Reed, who have not played yet.
Yeah.
Are you expecting any of them?
Dennis for sure, because he needs to be that backup point guard off of the bench. But a very interesting decision early on to go with your veteran-led lineup. We knew Beef Stew was going to be involved, but you sent Kevin Huerter out there. You sent Karis LeVert out there. And good things have happened with them on the floor, man. So I think that's a very strategic move by JB Bickerstaff early. You can bring your youth in later in this game. It's kind of like a change of pace, to bring energy to the guys, once some of your starters are getting tired. But I'm not mad at the strategy early on as Cade hits the free throws.
Yep. Yeah, I think too.
7-0 run for the Pistons.
It would have been a disadvantage to put these young guys in a position where you're down and you got to go uphill.
Right.
Let the veterans kind of steady the ship, and because Ron Holland is a great energy builder, so I think that he'll be a good guy to throw in at some point in the second quarter to kind of swing momentum for a few minutes.
I was going to say Ron Holland.
Good defense, Karis.
Look who walks to the scoring table.
Yeah.
Is that Ron?
That's my boy.
Ryan.
Cade.
Crash out Ryan.
Cade, that was
bad
you, man.
turnover.
Go up with that.
Bad turnover from Cade leads to a layup from Desmond Bane on the other end.
Cade.
29-22.
Yeah, Ron always brings in the energy as soon as he steps on the court.
Tobias! Oh, my God.
Let's go,
not an and one.
Let's go, Unc.
How is that not an and one?
And yeah, did they get Orlando Magic Day
They
points?
did not.
Okay, I'm like, it's supposed to be 29. I swear it's supposed to be 29.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There we go. Right, for real. Here we go. So far, a 3-point ball game.
Yeah.
Some sloppy shooting from the Magic. Pistons get the rebound.
Let's go.
All
right,
and this is exactly that Pistons
nice
comeback
pass
I'm
from Cade, and Beef Stew gets the foul. There we go. 1:26 left. Allegedly a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, allegedly a 3-point ball game.
I swear they had to, but we will take it.
We ain't going to talk about it.
Right, we ain't going to talk about it, man. We will take that.
Hey, man, who'd have thought the rest were on our side?
Yeah, I know, right? They got it updated on ESPN, though. 29.
Yeah,
actually, ESPN is a little bit ahead, so I won't spoil it.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Spoil it.
Dennis Jenkins and Ron Holland checking into the game in for Cade Cunningham and Devin Herter.
That makes sense.
You got to give Cade a blow every now and then, especially.
Got to. Dennis for 3. Hey! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh,
tie ball game, allegedly.
Look at it.
Shout out the Peacock corner over here.
Yeah. Right, the Peacock corner. I love it.
At least.
Yeah. Are y'all?
Oh, man. So when we're hearing, hey, we're just looking out for it at this point.
My bad, Joe.
We'll be able to kind of, maybe next commercial break or something, we'll be able to.
Yeah, I'm going to try to switch it around and see if I can.
Yeah. And it's funny because ESPN is ahead of me. I'm watching the game cast. This is ahead of me right
now.
I'm
way ahead of all of y'all. I got Real Sports app.
Right. I can see the future. But
I was going to say, I'm just keeping track on ESPN as of right now.
Hey, but no, good play by the Pistons, though, man. A gigantic point swing there. Dennis coming in, bringing the energy. Big 3 from him. But, man.
And this is that comeback that I was talking about.
Score.
Yeah, finally they fixed the score.
Yeah.
30-27 as it sits right now on the broadcast. 1 minute and 3 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they did. They finished the job.
Shout out to Tigers.
Hey, Dylan Dingler lost his fucking mind today, man. Big shout out to the Pistons. I see you, Hefe. I see you over there, man. But no, man. Shout out to the Tigers.
Do we have the best catcher in baseball?
It's starting to look that way.
Someone told me that.
We need to start having some convos for real. But here we go. Tobias. Working the low post turnaround jumper, but can't get it.
I think he should have committed to that first spin.
Yeah, he should have.
I think he rocked his momentum there.
Yep. Franz passes to Desmond Bane and nasty shot.
Oh, Ron,
get that board.
Come on, Ron.
That's what I mean. The second chance points, man, is going to be a problem.
Karis LeVert,
33-27. Dennis, bad shot there.
Yeah.
Rushed a little bit.
Absolutely, I do not like that.
Unfortunately, we're still waiting for Duren to show up something, just a little bit.
And that's a fact for sure.
Just a little bit. First quarter was very sloppy for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next time he comes in, he has to set the tone.
Yeah, agreed.
He has to. Especially this series is personal to him, dog. He's
Franz,
got locked in.
Franz one-on-one with Karis misses, but the cleanup by the Orlando Magic. Dunk right there.
Orlando with a run here as we're winding down the final seconds of the first quarter. Dennis brings it up. Dennis attacks the basket, cannot get it to go.
Anthony Black with the board, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So
35-27, Orlando in the lead. Detroit doesn't give up 35-point quarters that often. 27 is about what they score in a quarter, so it feels like, honestly, it's as simple as do what you need to do defensively, and I think that this tide turns a lot for the Pistons. You saw it there, and then they give up a little run by Orlando right at the end of the quarter. That's the type of thing that you hate to see because it sucks the momentum that you were building.
No, absolutely. And I give the Pistons credit for kind of cleaning up their shooting a little bit. You're shooting 43% as of right now, 45% from 3, 5 of 11 from there. So it's not that you're lacking offense at all. It's just you have to be opportunistic out there. Defensively, you got to clean the glass. You can't allow the Orlando Magic to just get these second chance buckets because those will add up over the course of a ball game. And offensively, I need to see more of them pressing the issue. Like you brought up Jalen Duren. I need to see him be a little more aggressive. I want to see that pick and roll tandem be utilized a little bit more. And just be more aggressive in the paint. Like you said, that's your bread and butter all season. You don't want to get out what got you to the dance in the first place. But that's all I need to see from them right now.
I definitely feel like our defense was just as bad on the side as the offense. We had a lot of opportunities in the beginning, but we missed a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I feel like they need to tighten down on both aspects as well.
Jeff, how you feeling about this first quarter?
Like I said, this is a typical Detroit Pistons start where the defense just looks kind of lackadaisical until they turn it up into the second quarter, and then you really see them start to snuff teams out in that second half. They beat you down over a course of a game. It's never going to be an explosive, punch where they kind of are up by 30 or 20 in the first quarter. They're going to beat you down gradually over the game progresses.
Yeah, shout out to Marvin Strong in the chat. Stop the fucking turnovers and force shots when there's still time left on the shot clock. You saw a little bit of that toward the end of the quarter as well.
Absolutely. You left the kind of momentum. You guys can you can pass a handheld mic back and forth.
Yeah. If anybody else want to get in here, we got to get Damon, got to get my boy Chris Vogel over there.
Why are you shouting out my government name like that?
I'm sorry, man. Do you have an alias you want to go by? I'm sorry.
That guy from bowling.
All right,
we'll just go
you're right.
Maz's friend,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You are that guy from bowling for anybody wondering from the chat. So, my bad. My apologies.
You're okay.
Yeah, my bad, big dog.
Right.
But what you seeing from the Pistons right now?
Right now, what I'm seeing is them being very tentative right now. Especially when it comes back to the ball, when they take those shots, they're not on their end.
Agreed,
they're not trying to contest for a rebound.
Yes.
They take the shot and then they back off and they try to go back into playing some type of man-to-man defense, and you can't do that. You're going to have to get the ball. You're going to have to score.
Yeah.
Because if it's going to be a back-and-forth game, which is what it's looking like right now, just based off the first quarter, there are going to be points where the Pistons aren't going to, we've already seen, where they're not going to be able to score. So
I agree.
I agree. You want to pass the mic to Damon? I want to get Damon his thoughts real quick on this first quarter here. There you go.
Yes, sir. But shout out to everybody tapped in with us right now. 322 strong in the live watch party. We absolutely appreciate y'all. Smash that like button for the boys. We working hard in here on the Sunday. Got work tomorrow, but it don't matter. We in here to celebrate our team. But Damon, what you seeing from the Pistons right now, Brody?
We seem uneasy. And that's expected. It's the playoffs. You got the jitters. So I think once everything starts to get more deeper into the game, we'll start settling down.
Yep.
I would like to see more shots taken from inside the arc. We're trying to play the Magic's game, and I don't think that that's a smart strategy. So just try to find your identity and just stick to that, and I think we'll be fine.
I like that a lot, Damon. It is all about sticking to the identity for the Pistons right now. Don't go above and beyond. Just stick with what got you here. You're not down by that many points as well. Orlando Magic at the line, blow a free throw there. They get the foul opening the second quarter. So,
yeah, I think you guys are right. I think it's just Pistons got to play a Pistons brand of basketball, and then we're in a good position. I think we can get back in the driver's seat very easily.
And I think that's Anthony Black that blew both of the free throws for the Orlando Magic. Pistons still in it. What's 8-point ball game here. Here we go. Dennis to the bucket. Pass to Ron to Duncan. Back rim and
Duren fighting for that board. Could not get it.
Yep.
Could not get it. Gordo, you raised your hand. Did you want to say something? What's up?
Yeah, I was just saying Orlando's doing a really good job of getting downhill.
Tobias in transition. Sorry. All right, he gets the foul.
There you go. And that block, like what we just saw, is what we need more of from Detroit. These guys, like I keep saying, they're forcing the issue inside. We got to match that physicality. And if you got Duren and Stu out there, I like our odds.
Yeah,
I like that.
Absolutely. I think that this Piston team can impose their will and should impose their will, especially Duren, man. I know this got to be personal.
For real, man. For real.
I keep saying it, man. Duren, you got to lock in, brother.
Yeah, man. Is X at the game, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I hope not. But, yeah, you just need to see Duren just be the Jalen Duren that you know he can be, man. Just be a menace, man. You're so strong, bro. Arguably unguardable when you just decide, hey, I'm going to tear the basket down. So you want to see more of that. But I like him trying to fight for boards as well, because Pistons need to absolutely get better in the rebounding aspect.
And after 2 free throws, it is 35-29. The Pistons are down 6. Orlando
Dan is picking
up
full court, too, as well. So pay attention to that. JB switching up the defensive tactics a little bit.
I love the confidence he's playing with, but I need him to
be smart out there.
Shots.
There we go. Nasty shot there. Bricks And can't get the board. Ron Holland
There we
with the
go,
hustle.
Ron. Yep, back.
To Tobias.
Hey! Let's go, Unk.
Let's go, Unk.
Show me something. Didn't pass that shit back. You said, I got it.
Yes, sir.
I got
4-point ball game, 35-31. Orlando Magic up, 10:40 left in the second quarter.
Man, you love to see it, man. I don't know what it is with this Piston team, but they are not grabbing rebounds right now.
Yeah,
They're letting
man.
these rebounds get long. Franz tries to attack. Oh, Tobias wants to challenge that. I don't know.
Are they gonna challenge
I don't know if
it?
he's gonna get that one.
Yeah, probably not.
You kind of want to save that if you're the Pistons.
Yeah. Great hustle from
Great
Ron
hustle,
right there.
Ron. And that's why he's on the court right there.
Yes, sir.
Those
man.
plays. And a couple of those, KG, that swings the game.
Oh, absolutely, man.
So
And-
that's all you need.
And you're looking for somebody like Ron to create those type of moments as well. That's when Ron is in his bag, he is out there, hustling for the loose balls, creating turnovers, and, doing things in transition, bro. And that's what we want to see from young crash out Ron Holland, man. You damn right. I'm going to get me some of this chicken, man. Y'all making this chicken look good as fuck. Sure, for sure, man. Just some chicken and some sauce if you got it. Appreciate you. Shout out to Chris, man.
Oh, yeah.
Franz.
I got you all. Don't worry.
Yep, Franz gets the bucket there, gets the foul shot.
Dennis bringing the ball up. Come on, let's see it.
37-31.
Duncan
to Duren. Duren looking for outlet, or is he going to back down? Nope. Looks for Tobias. Tobias, top of the key. Back to Dennis. Looking for a pick there. Doesn't get it.
Oh, he is.
Dennis, the stutter step in three and in and out. Oh, that's a tough one there.
I could tell he was settled. He was gonna settle for that jump shot there.
I mean, that's not a bad shot. Just went in and out. Franz going in on Unk and doesn't get it.
Dennis, run this.
Yes, there we go.
There we go.
Run in transition with the dunk.
That's
Let's
what
go.
you need to see.
Yes, sir. Your young boys got to get out and run in transition, man. What a turn of events for the Pistons right here. 37-33.
Once again, shout out our sponsors, Supreme Lending, for this watch party here. Man, tap it with Chad and Chris. $500 off your appraisal. All you have to do is mention Woodward Sports. There are eligibility requirements. They also have 0% down payments.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chad and Chris, and a big three there from the Orlando Magic, 40-33 as the Pistons. Dennis's defender falls.
Yeah.
It's a foul, looks like.
Yeah, he tripped him up.
Yeah.
Tripped him up. All right, you're buying time till Cade gets – if you could cut this deficit while Cade is on the bench, you feel really, really good about this.
Absolutely. You try not to
What a
panic too
pass,
much. Your team very much still in this ball game, man.
Oh,
so
of course.
you're trying to let your bench guys do a little work here. They're doing a good job of keeping pace. And they are starting to bring some energy plays and creating some turnovers, man. And that's what you want to see, turnovers and points off of turnovers for the Pistons.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ron triggering the inbound to Dennis. Dennis finds Duncan. Duncan.
Tries to go
the
inside, gets
aggression.
blocked. He's looking for the foul. Not going to get it. Just out of bounds, it looks like.
Pistons get the ball left with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Down 7, 9-10 left in the first half here. Oof. Paolo denies the pass, so it is 8 seconds still on the clock for the Pistons. JB is fired up about something.
Losing it on the coach. I mean, on the ref.
Those pullovers are tough.
Yeah, I love them for sure.
They got the championships on the side.
JB looking like he ready to
Like
stole
right
on the
here.
ref. Gotta love it, man.
What are they doing, man? They're on the floor every 5 seconds.
I swear, man. I don't know what this is about now. What is?
Better be going to the line at this point.
JD in the building with 3 rebounds and a personal foul.
Gotta see
Need him to
play
step
from him.
up.
He needs to step up big time.
For sure. You're the number 2 option on this team, man. Absolutely. But here we go. I think we did get a foul there. Tobias going to the line.
There we go.
Let's see. Man, we quiet like we're in the arena trying to help
I
them
know,
out.
right? For real.
Seriously.
For real, man.
Rick Mahorn and
Shout
George
out.
Blaha. Shout
The
out.
legends.
Yes.
Absolute legends, man. Shout out my boy Kool-Aid. I know he down there losing it as well, man.
That's still one of the biggest crimes in history that Rick Mahorn got drafted in the expansion draft and couldn't be on that 90 championship team.
Man, tell me about it, but it's all good.
So I was told. I wasn't there.
Yeah, but his legacy still cemented, though.
Absolutely.
As a Piston.
Dennis.
Yep.
Come on, man. All
He
right,
gets the foul, though. Yep. That's what you want to see.
He still should have finished that.
Get to the line, force the issue, man. Get some of these Orlando Magic players in foul trouble.
Absolutely.
Yep, Dennis with a nice drive there.
Finish that, though.
He just has to play in control, man. I like what Dennis is doing right now, but I just need him to play in control because at times I know he's trying to make stuff happen, but you don't want to rush shots. You don't want to take dumb shots. Yes. But, yeah, just play within the offense, and I think Dennis will be able to deliver.
I agree.
Cade Cunningham's not doing bad as of right now with, 11 minutes played, 9 points. 2 rebounds and an assist. I think he's doing pretty good as of right now.
Yes, sir.
I like seeing this from Cade.
For sure. Just got to cut down the turnovers, man. Just cut down the turnovers, and I think we're in a good position here. He's only got 2, but, I mean, the turnovers are pretty spread out. The team in general has to cut down on those.
Yep. Orlando 40, Pistons 34.
Wait, did he sell both of those free throws?
I think he did. Yeah, I think he did because we had 32 before that. So, yep, 8:49 left in the second. Here we go. Top of the key. Paolo drives on Tobias. Nice pass. And the easy layup there for the Orlando Magic.
Who is that?
I have no clue. That's what I'm trying to look at.
I legit. That looks like that 2K creative player.
You're right, for real.
Duren to the basket. Absolutely bodies.
Is that
Wendell.
Jamal Cain? Oh, no, that's not Jamal Cain. Oh,
says something too, I imagine. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right?
Talk shit.
Duren finally on the board, man.
Hey. Listen, man, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. This Pistons team has shown us that all year.
Yes, sir.
Down 6, 8:20 left in the first half. Cade looking to come back in here. Who is that? I tried to see the name.
I think it's Cain. I think it's Jamal Cain, number 8.
Shout out.
Jamal Cain. Yeah, shout out to Jamal Cain, man. 2 points.
Looks like Cade coming back
hot ass 2 points in 4 minutes for Jamal Cain,
bro,
man.
I'm telling you, no sleeve, no armband, nothing.
You're
bro.
right.
That's a 2K created character, bro.
For
You
real.
can't.
With the 2K shoes on and shit?
Bro, you might as well
my
have a brown
God.
shirt out there.
Right, for real.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Judging by the points that Cade's at right now, do you guys think he'll hit over 25 points?
I do still feel that way.
Yeah.
He's a closer.
Yeah, because you're going to need more of those points down the stretch in the ball game.
I was going to say, he usually shows out fourth quarter for sure.
Absolutely, man. I look for a big second half scoring-wise from
Absolutely.
Cade. But here we go. Pick and roll, high pick and roll with Javonte Green. And the floater from Cade can't get it to go. Cade a little inefficient to start this game.
He knows he blew that one.
Yeah.
Anthony Black bringing the ball up the court. Asar Thompson on him. Asar's another person. We need to see that defensive impact.
Yeah, Javonte on Paolo now. I like that matchup. Here we go. You don't want to give Jalen Suggs the 3, and, he almost walked into it. Can't get it to fall, but we got a foul.
I think they're going to call it against Dennis.
Yep, loose ball foul.
I don't know how they call Dennis.
I think they said he pushed.
Yeah. Man, he can't foul nobody. He's small.
I think they said he pushed.
That's great.
Yeah, that's
great cut.
Basketball turn into soccer?
That's what they aiming for, though. Like,
yep, that's exactly
the mid-season tournament, the play-in. Like, that's what they trying to create.
That's fine. Like the mid-season and stuff. Mid-season and stuff like that is fine, but the flopping.
Yeah, there's a lot of that for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like.
I don't know who started between soccer and basketball, but it's soccer probably started first. But
soccer has always started first.
Yeah,
they always act like they get sniped from like Call of Duty halfway across the map.
Yeah,
stuff.
A lot of flopping though between those two.
Once they're out here start playing like Neymar Jr., that's how you know they're flopping. Man.
That's right. Shout out Neymar, but he was a flopper though. He was a bad flopper.
All right, Pistons down 8. Paolo at the line for 2. Misses the first.
Hey, and if they're not going to clean up from the free throw line, that's going to keep the Pistons in this ball game, man.
Thank you all for tapping in at Woodward Sports. Again, I'm Chris Platte, a.k.a. Platte. Pause to do a quick reset here with my guys, KG. We got Damon. We got Jeff. We got Money Murr. We got Chris. We got Gordo. We got a whole packed building giving you the best way to watch the Detroit Pistons in their playoff run. And we'll be here every single time, pre-game, watch party, post game. We are going to be here giving you all of the content you need for the Pistons.
Pistons down 9. Cade misses the mid-range
great hustle
jumper
from Dennis.
Yes, great hustle there. Looked like it was going out of bounds. Dennis with the rush shot and gets the foul, though. Gets the defender in the air. I think that's on Paolo, and that is his second, I want to say.
You've been on it, KG. The aggression from Dennis, you love to see. It's just be a little bit smarter.
That's his first, yeah.
Just be a little bit smarter, and you're starting to see him do that right now.
No, absolutely, man. He needs to play a little more methodical, and I know that he's used to playing with a lot of pace, but everything slows down in the playoffs,
That's insane.
man. But he made a smart play there, corralling that miss before it went out of bounds and getting the foul there. So going to the line for 2.
3 fouls on Dunk Robinson, though. He's got to be careful, man.
Yeah, he's your best shooter. You need him on the floor.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. We need him for the threes.
Yep. We got Red Velvet. We're good.
Right. For real, man.
Yeah, I don't really like Cade Cunningham taking that long, too, there. When you're down like this, it's not the best to be taking really low percentage shots. But shout out to Dennis for cleaning that up.
Yes, sir. Sinks both free throws. There we go. Got a 7-point ball game here, 45-38. 7-11 left in the second quarter.
Shout out 7-Eleven, man. Came in clutch so many times.
Man, I could use a slushy right now. Here we go. Anthony Black passes to Kane. Jamal Kane. Jamal Kane with a stupid turnover there.
Cade just stiff-armed him.
Yep, there we go. Asar to the basket. It
Duren.
doesn't get the Duren. Let's go.
There we go.
That's what I need to see.
That's what we need to see from him.
Are you guys synced up with us now?
No, I'm keeping up on ESPN.
Yeah, but I love that play from Asar going up aggressively. Luckily, Jalen Duren is able to come down with it
seen the Duren
and
dunk.
yak that bitch. But yeah, great play there. But they follow it up with a 2-point shot. Paolo from the post.
Cade.
Paolo with 12 points, 3
Run that
rebounds,
pick and
2
roll.
assists.
Yep.
Cade for 3.
Asar, great hustle. Duren, man. Look to
Duren
shoot
with
that.
the board.
Oh.
Bad pass, though. I see what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
But trying to hit Dennis.
He just picked up his dribble too early, made it too predictable.
Yeah, Dennis filled the lane there. Would have been a good pass if he could have got it, but.
Yep.
Oh, man.
What a monster dunk by Duren.
That's a big one right there, man. And you're looking for energy sources at this point,
Yep.
man. A lot of lulls in this game, but if you can get excitement plays like that, it gives you some momentum, and that's what I want to see. I want to see them, like I said, forcing the issue. I think they have gotten to the line a little bit more this quarter, but that's just what you want to see, man. Asar goes up crazy aggressive, can't get the dunk, but Duren comes down with it, able to get the board and the big dunk there and put the Pistons in a prime position. Single-digit game, 7 points.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think that the Pistons are in a position where they've been several times this season.
Yeah.
And that is down single digits in a game you should be winning. And the Pistons, historically this year, have been able to overcome that. So I'm not worried because I know that Orlando's offense can completely stall out at any point, as can the Pistons. But the differential is Cade Cunningham. I'm expecting him to get going. And then Jalen Duren as well. We've seen it with the dunk. We've seen him kind of getting aggressive here more offensively. You need that in this series because, like I said, there is no chance in hell that Orlando wins a game, let alone the series, if Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren are the two best players on the floor. So far, that is not happening right now, and you need that. You need that to step up. So I like what the Pistons are doing in terms of their energy. They picked it up. Javonte Green providing some valuable minutes off of the bench with the stocks. You need that.
Yeah.
And I think that they're setting up to really make a run at this team. This team also makes great second half adjustments. They've done that a lot in the regular season, so I expect that here. So I'm still not too worried about the Pistons. I don't know. Let's see. How's the chat?
They hanging in there, man. They kind of hanging in there. We got Trez, the Don in there. Paolo is overrated. Spinmo Chins, F Orlando. We got Thomas Roro in there. Shout out to you. Cade settling for outside shots. He just looks lazy and unmotivated. I won't say unmotivated, but you do want to see Cade be just a little bit more efficient. I do agree with that.
That's just Cade Cunningham being strategic, man. Like you cannot say, of all things about Cade Cunningham, you cannot say that he is unmotivated.
I'm not going there for sure.
What he does is he is like a quarterback. He dissects the game. He makes the reads, and he is choosing when to be aggressive and when not to be. So you could say, Cade, I would like you to turn up the aggression, but he is not playing unmotivated. He is just as locked in as anybody on that basketball court.
Speaking of aggression, I would love to see Robinson a little bit more aggressive, but I would say smart aggressive because the guy has same amount of points as he does personal fouls right now. So I feel like if you could play that smart aggression and not get the fouls and start getting them shots up, I think you'll be solid.
And 3 fouls for him early in this ball game is definitely hampering the Pistons to this point. You got to have your best source of 3-point scoring out there.
I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it though, KG. it's that pick and roll between Cade and Duren isn't there.
No.
If you told me that the pick and roll was going to be completely absent, I would say that, this is not going to be a good game for the Pistons. They're probably losing. And right now, that is how this game is tracking. So I do think that will pick up. But Orlando did a good job with it. They overhelped at the beginning, and the Pistons just did not make the right reads. I think they need to come out of halftime here and make the right adjustments in terms of that pick and roll offense. They still got some time before the first half closes, but they need to get that going, because if they don't have that going, it is going to be very tough for them to score in the half court.
Yep.
That is their bread and butter offensively in the half court. They're already not a good team in half court, so you take that away, and then it's a very struggling offense.
That is a fact. Here we go. Cade passed the ball to – oh, wait, he got it back.
Hey.
Oh, nice layup there from Cade. Contested layup there, but –
over the 2K player.
Right. 5-point game, 6 minutes left in the second. Cade with 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field and 2 boards. Want to see him get some more assists too, man. That's part of the game as well. So Javonte Green at the top of the key, and guarding Suggs.
Even this three-point percentage for both teams, man. I mean, Pistons with 36% and Magic with 27 is just absolutely.
Oh, nice pass, Asar. Javonte can't get the dunk, but Beef Stew with the cleanup. They probably not gonna give it to him. Yeah, they're not gonna give him the continuation. But that's a good play there.
What a pass!
Yeah.
Look at this.
And Asar with a nice board, nice pass in transition as well. Nice. Oh, I love Javonte. He gonna go up and yam that bitch every chance he get,
did try to dunk that for no reason
at all, bro. He gonna try.
You had no business dunking. He tried to Blake Griffin throw that bitch in there. Like, what are you doing?
Hey,
bro?
I love it though. I'm with that, man. I want to see that every time.
Oh, hey, shout out Sean Don in the building.
Hey,
and
shout out.
A quick shout out to Asar Thompson, who is a finalist for the Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yes, sir.
As he should be.
Yes, sir.
As he should be.
Well
Shout
deserved.
out to Asar Thompson.
Well deserved.
Hey, man, if they ever do a wing DPOY,
yeah, right, for real.
Can we get one? Because going against Webby for 10, 15 years is gonna be tough.
Man, that shit.
Hey, anything though to take off Rudy Gobert from that record book. That is disgraceful.
Rudy Gobert, man.
Rudy Gobert should not be. I seen somebody put him third on their defensive ballot.
Are you fucking kidding
I said,
me?
we're fucking doing this again?
Yeah, I swear, bro. That's
COVID boy.
How many times do we have to do it? Yeah.
He literally started COVID. Like COVID started after him.
We gotta hit our free throws. Like this,
bro, grab the damn ball. Thank you.
Yeah, the free throws are terrible.
Yep.
Our free throws are terrible as much as the 3-point range.
Here we go. Oh, Beef Stew looking for a top of the key 3 instead.
I ain't
passes.
mad at that. Give it to Cade in the
Suggs from the post. Cade was on Suggs, tried to hit the post, turn around, doesn't get it. Oh, good steal.
Hey, that's us. That's us.
Hey, there we go. No challenge. We good? No challenge. Let's go. Asar Thompson creating a turnover there.
Asar hit it and then bounced off Paolo's hand.
Yeah, but Asar being active hands.
Look at that. Right
yep.
there.
Good job by Asar there, just making the hustle
Absolutely.
play.
Man, get this power ball on my screen, man. I'm gonna this shit.
Cade pick and roll to Beef Stew. Beef Stew
to dunk again.
To Javonte, and Javonte can't get the bucket, man.
Can't get the dunk.
Hey, but I'll take it. 4-point game for the Pistons. They're going to the line now. Yes. This game is still tight, man. Anyone's ball game.
It's gonna be. Look. I said sweep, and I'm standing by it. Obviously, I'm not gonna abandon my pick like that, but. This is what I expected. Maybe not this. I did expect Detroit to kind of blow them out game 1. Yeah. But I did expect there to be tense moments in this series.
Sure.
Like, this Piston team, look, how many times has this Piston team in the regular season gone against a team that you know we should beat, and it's closer than you think, and we're all here in the chat crashing out, and guess what? They win anyways. And it's like, yeah, but we got to be better next time. And it's like, bro, the win is all that matters. And the Pistons have shown that they are going to do that more than the Orlando Magic.
But, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm a little upset that I haven't seen Pistons with even like a 1-point lead yet. I mean, it's kind of just been Magic showing off the whole time as of right now.
As long as you get a lead in the fourth quarter.
As long as.
That's where I'm at.
Here we go. 47-45. Javonte Green does nail one free throw there.
Let's go.
Yep.
Red Velvet in.
Oh, Red Velvet checking back in the game. Good steal there from Javonte Green. Cade with the ball. 2 men on him, and he turns it over. Suggs was right behind him and picked his pocket. And here we go. Desmond Bane wide open transition 3 and misses. Beef Stew knocks it back to the perimeter, but Paolo gets it, goes up, and gets the foul.
I might want to contest it. I'm not going to lie. That was
that was a little cheap. It was a little cheap.
That was a great contest by Isaiah Stewart.
I thought he went straight up, man.
I
but
thought so too.
Yeah,
that was just a great read by Suggs, man.
It's a bang play, but yeah, Cade. Man, you hate that he lost it right there. Jalen Suggs, good defense.
So good, man.
Yeah, he's been a problem, man, this whole game.
Him.
Hey, you guys talked about the best 2 players on the court right now. Cade probably one of them, but Jalen Suggs is definitely one of them.
Jalen Suggs and Paolo
He's been the best
Banchero.
Magic.
Yeah,
him and Paolo. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, him and Paolo holding it down right now, man. 2-man show for them right now.
See, I like that foul that Beef took.
Yeah.
That you need to take a foul like that.
No, I like the aggression. I actually thought it might not have been a foul. I thought he went up kind of clean.
I thought so too, man. That's a bang call right there. But we'll let you have it, man. It's fine. But
we're used to it.
Yeah, here we go. 49-45, 4:15 left in the second quarter as our broadcast stands. Cade with the pass to Stu. Stu looking for an outlet. Back to Cade.
Great cut.
Yes, sir. Cade gets blocked but gets the ball back. I think he was looking for a pass there. Javonte Green. For 3, misses. Asar with the putback. Can't get it.
Come on, man.
You got to be efficient by the basket.
That's dunk it.
Yeah, man.
That's dunk it territory.
I'm not mad at the effort from Asar, but you got to be efficient right there. Got to put that in.
I just don't understand when your head's above the rim.
I was going to say, since Cade came back, I haven't really seen too much from him as of yet.
There we go.
Oh, nice transition play here. Red Velvet. Oh, gets blocked, but Asar with the putback. Or was that Javonte?
That was Asar.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say Javonte came flying in there, too. It was hard to tell, but here we go. 2-point ball game. 3:34 left in the second quarter. Your Detroit Pistons only down 2.
And to speak to Money Murr's point there, like, the Pistons would have the lead if they didn't blow all these damn bunnies.
Yeah.
But they do that all season, man.
You do feel like if they get into a good run of offense, man, it's going to be kind of hard for the Magic to overcome that, man. If the Pistons can get out to like a 8-0, 10-0 run, maybe in the second half, I think that, a little bit of separation would do the Pistons a lot of good. But they're hanging in there. Although they aren't being the most efficient right now, they are hanging in there offensively. The Magic, besides 2 players, have really been kind of cold, man. So it's a 2-man show over there right now. And as long as the Pistons can kind of limit their mistakes, they're going to be in this ball game.
Yeah, I agree. And I see someone in the chat here, Marked Royal, saying missing free throws. That's a key.
Shout out Marked Royal.
To be honest with you, Orlando's doing that. Orlando's doing that too. But yes, the Pistons do have to take advantage of that. Yeah. That puts them into
Chris, just because the Orlando Magic are missing free throws don't mean it's okay for the Pistons.
No, absolutely not. And that's
you capitalize on yours.
And that's been a problem for us a little bit throughout the season, man. Just capitalizing at the free throw line when we do get the opportunities. We always complain about the whistle, but when you get that whistle and get to the line, you got to make your bunnies.
Absolutely.
You got to make your shots.
You got to make him deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, absolutely.
This Piston team, I like the aggressiveness. I think the offensive execution has been better in the second half or the second quarter, and I think the defense has as well.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to get a rhythm. I think they just got to. I'm going to keep hammering it home. That pick and roll game with Cade and Duren, if they get that unlocked, it's just going to be hell for the Orlando Magic. Not only this game, but the entire series. And so far, Orlando's done a good job with it. And the Pistons, I think they need to go back to it more.
Yeah,
Orlando's playing great, but we could play better, man.
Yeah.
We could do way better than this.
I agree.
Absolutely.
These K turnovers are killing me, man.
Yeah, Hefe, go ahead.
You're getting the best version of Orlando Magic, but you're not getting the best version of the Detroit Pistons.
Yep.
Like that's my takeaway right now. Is this is the best Orlando Magic you can get. The way they're playing is the best you can get. That's the best they can give you. But the Detroit Pistons have not lived up to their expectations and what they are, and they haven't played to their full capability.
Yep. Gordon, you got anything?
Yeah, I think the reason why we haven't seen the Detroit Pistons, to kind of add to what Hefe was saying, why we haven't seen them be their best version is because we haven't seen Jalen Duren play in the dominant fashion that he did down the stretch for these Pistons.
Yeah.
When he was, scoring 30 points or 30 points a night. I know I'm not expecting him to get that, especially because Cade was hurt and so he was the number one on this team. But Jalen Duren has to dominate. We can't be you said we're missing these easy layups, easy putbacks. We can't continue to do that.
Yeah.
We got to box out. We got to make sure that our guys are crashing the glass hard. And I think a lot of that starts with JD.
Yep, real quick, let's go to the chat right here. We got Trees the Don in here. Pistons will make the Eastern Conference Finals, so he's still keeping hope alive. Randall Smalls.
Absolutely.
Randall Smalls, shout out to you. Look like shit, down by 2. I'll take it. We got Jack 313 in here. Remember, Pistons have been off for almost a week when they haven't, so good point there, man. And Detroit Gunny second half will tell a different story. But, Chris, do you have anything on the Pistons?
Right now, currently, points off of turnovers, they're basically even at 9 apiece.
Yeah.
The bench, though, Detroit 16 over 10 by the Magic. So
a typical story for the Pistons.
So that's a big thing for us, though.
Yeah.
If our bench can still come back, even though if our star guys are not playing their game, our bench can still come in and take over. Now, the thing, though, is points in the paint, they're kind of even, 20 to 18 right now.
Yeah.
But I want to see more out of the Pistons for points in the paint so they can manufacture fouls.
Ooh.
That's what we need right now.
There we go.
We need to get these guys
There we go. That's a turnover.
There we go. Asar with the steal.
That's you.
Go up. Oh, what is that? So, come on, Asar. Asar went up kind of weak right there. I do not like that.
He's got to figure it out. We saw it last year with Duren. We said just dunk the damn ball.
This is my fear with him, man.
And
a 3 the other way, that's a big point swing right there. 52-47, Orlando Magic. Paolo with the 3 and talking trash.
Yeah, puffing his chest out like he's done something.
Oh, that's a tough sale right there.
I was having a good game though. 17 points, 5 of 8 from the floor.
Yeah.
Cade, I like Cade attacking these post ups. I do think this is a good. I do think this is a good look
here.
Have
no idea who covering him, so Cade, you got to make that. Can't get it to drop against the foul.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, was that Franz? It was looking.
That was Franz. Yeah. Oh, that was clean. But Asar, man, you got to go up more aggressive than that. You could tell he last second decided to shoot that.
It's just like he had the indecision once you get to the basket. It's like, come on, man.
No, man, you can't do that.
If you're going to be indecisive, do it before you go up. Like, you can't do it, like, when you're in the air. Like,
Shout out to Isaiah Stewart just being unnecessary.
Like, what are they going to do with him when he's driving like that? Like, don't drive for it, get the foul, get the 2 points, and then
he had all the momentum in the world, man, coming off the transition, and that's one of the issues with Asar offensively. Defensively, he's a gem, but offensively, when he has his opportunities, he doesn't always make the most of them.
Cade splits the free throws. It is a 4-point game with Orlando having the ball. 2:30 left at the half.
Got to do better at the line,
this
too.
This is set up for a classic finish.
Cade shooting 40% from the field right now, 4 of 10, 2 boards. Here we go. Thank God.
Suggs after those first 2 has been completely cold.
Yeah, thank God I was wide open, too. He didn't make that one. Cade, slow drive up the top of the key. Oh, gives it to B. Stu, and B. Stu is fouled. Going to the line.
Go.
Good job. Yep. I still am okay with Cade just going up with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
I like this team's ability to crash the offensive glass. They have gotten in their 4 matchups against the Orlando Magic this season. They've gotten 50 offensive rebounds, and literally 25 of them come from Asar Thompson and Jalen Duren. So you need that. I trust this team's ability to crash the glass effectively.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, Cade, go up. You're the best at getting the whistle, and you're also probably one of the best finishers on the team, other than like Isaiah Stewart. So I like Cade being aggressive there and letting Isaiah Stewart clean up.
Real quick, I want to acknowledge our super chats. We got $20 in here from XRP Plumbing. Shout out to you. He just says the Wood emoji. Shout out, man. And then we got another one in here from, just lost it, Francis J. Fox. $2 super chat. KG with those little Stevie Wonder vibes, man. I appreciate that, man.
How you seeing this game right now?
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all, actually. It's all black. At least I still got my dreads, man. At least my dreads still intact. So,
that's true.
Man.
That's true.
Here we go. 52-49. Tobias with the drive. Can't get it to fall. Had like 4 guys on him. Not mad at it, but maybe could have got a better shot there.
Yep. Herder on Paolo. Paolo's going to definitely try to take that.
Good shit, Kevin Herder.
Good defense. Cade, that's you. That's you.
Cade, the Euro against the bucket. 1-point ball game.
1-point ball game. 1:20 left in the half. Pistons with that turnover officially are winning now the turnover margin in the lead. And they
9 points off of turnovers.
They need to do that.
Yep, 9 points off of turnovers for the Pistons so far. Here we go. Desmond Bane with the pull-up, mid-range, front
Good
rims
with
it.
that.
Cade with the board, and now we slowing the pace down in the final minute. Cade bringing the ball up, looking for the screen. Stu with the screen, wide open three.
Oh.
Front rims it, man. Just inefficient from Cade right now. Desmond Bane trails back, wide open. Oh, Franz with the three in the corner.
That's a tough swing right there.
Yeah, man.
It's a 5-point swing in a 4-point game.
Eesh.
Very tough.
40 seconds
Franz,
left.
2 of 7 from the floor. Yeesh.
Yeah, not a good
Kevin
night. for him.
Huerter.
Kevin Huerter.
Oh.
Back rim.
Looked good, though.
Yep.
Love that he's shooting with confidence now. He wasn't comfortable when he first got here.
No, but yeah, he's letting it go now for sure. But
And
we gotta see him fall,
Need to.
man.
If they're good looks, you got to.
Yep.
You don't get many of them in this Pistons half-court offense.
Especially in the playoffs.
Yep.
Here we go. Jalen Suggs driving, kick, gets out, and
Stu, great rebound, strong hands
bricks
there.
the three.
Asar running it up. Shot clock is off. Final seconds of the first half. 55-51
there you go,
Orlando.
There you go, Take him,
Tobias
can't get it to fall.
At the buzzer. That is our halftime score, 55-51. Detroit trails the Orlando Magic. Orlando looking like they're having a great half. The Pistons not having their best half. Thank you all for tuning in. We are Woodward Sports. We will be here for every single Pistons game this entire playoff run, so make sure you are tapped in to the best Detroit sports network. I'm Chris Platte, a.k.a. Platte Pods, with my dog, KG.
Yeah.
We got a packed building. We got Gordo. We got Hefe. We got Chris. We got Money Mert. We got Damon. We got a whole team here. We are going to hear from Kool-Aid as well. So, guys, if you could do me a favor and keep an eye on Kool-Aid, give us a thumbs up when he is in, and we will get him on the line in the 3-cam. But before that, or while we wait for that, I should say, what's your first half takeaway, KG?
I mean, it's a little uncomfortable, man. A little more uncomfortable than I wanted it to be. But some of the stuff that I was kind of predicting is, Kool-Aid's on?
Oh, Kool-Aid's on?
Okay, yeah, so let's go to Kool-Aid now. Yep. So Kool-Aid, he is down live at LCA right now. Oh, nope, we lost him. Okay.
All right.
Well, while we wait for my boy Kool-Aid, no, some of the things that I fear coming into this game as to, reasons why the Pistons might have some trouble is kind of starting to play out right now. I talked about the point swings. I talked about the fact that the Orlando Magic just being pesky, doing the little things and getting the turnovers, getting the second chance points. That's something that you didn't want to see for this Pistons team. They're kind of struggling in terms of rebounding and things like that, but I'm going to swing it over to my boy Kool-Aid, who is live in the arena right now. Kool-Aid, give me your first half takeaways for the Pistons and what they need to do better in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of things we talked about. The start, how this team is going to play out the gate, and if they were going to be able to take advantage of the energy in this arena, as well being able to fend off the fact that they're still that team that every other surfer. The Orlando Magic, they're not trying to come in here and act as if, they're anything less than the Pistons. Nobody. And they've been a more scrappy team in this first half. So, I'm hoping that the Detroit Pistons, and I believe J.B. Bickerstaff is going to be a guy that gets his team kind of turned up and gets them that edge back. Because it just seems like Orlando has been a little bit more edgy, controlling the second chance opportunities on both ends of the court. Limiting them for the Pistons while they're able to go out there themselves and do something that we don't see a lot of teams do to the Pistons. And that's control the paint from a rebounding standpoint.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we see more of the Pistons getting back to their identity rather than what it's been with Orlando, kind of controlling that first half, save a few Pistons runs that's kept them in this game.
Kool-Aid, now you're in the building, you're witnessing the atmosphere, you're feeling the atmosphere and watching this team close. How do you feel that this team is performing in terms of the fact of how much of this is them having the week off? How much of this is them with the excitement of wanting to get that first dub here at home for the fans? Do you think that that's kind of playing in at all, or are the Pistons just kind of starting off sluggish and kind of trying to find their rhythm?
It might play into it, but all year we've seen this Detroit Pistons team respond to these types of things, whether it be coming out of All-Star breaks. In this team, they didn't really skip a beat. From the beginning of the season, they seem to already have a little bit of a chemistry and a rhythm. And so this one, I think, is more or less a team that has been game planning for you. A team that's, kind of trying to pick at some of your weaknesses while trying to ramp up the physicality and the edge in this game. I think this is something that the Pistons are more or less built for it. Orlando is going to try it, and they can give a good effort because they have some talent. But ultimately, I think this is something in which we're going to see the Pistons be the team that honestly outlast this. Whereas we see the Orlando Magic start to fizzle out as this game continues on with this physical tone that I don't know if they've been able to match it to start the game, but I believe the Pistons are going to have the upper hand here in the second half.
Yeah, and let's talk about Cade, of course. 18 minutes from him, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 assist from him as well. Not typical Cade basketball, not the most inefficient. He's 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. But he's not being able to, see the field. He's not getting the passes off like he normally does. And he's just, you can tell he's kind of pressing out there. But what do you need to see from Cade in this second half?
Honestly, just tighten up a little bit, and get to your spots. Cade has to remember who he is as an NBA player and as, honestly, one of the league's best. I expect Cade Cunningham in the second half to be a little bit more pointed with the pick and rolls. Not every pick and roll has to be you trying to look for a teammate. Sometimes those pick and rolls can be to spring you into the paint more. There was a couple plays I would have liked to see him finish, but instead at the last minute, he makes that quick shovel pass.
Yes.
And it doesn't always end in a bucket. Now, Cade Cunningham is somebody that you're going to see get the call. Right. He's been getting that call a lot more. And so I want to see Cade be a lot more demonstrative about getting downhill, getting to the rack. Instead of fadeaways and step backs, I'd rather see him stepping into mid-range shots, stepping into going downhill where he can finish over top of the defense or give himself a better chance to get fouled and go to the free throw line. So hitting the free throws in this game, let's see. They missed 5 free throws already, man. So if they're hitting their free throws, we're looking at a different game where the Detroit Pistons are winning this thing right now. So, once you get there, you're going to have to take advantage of it. But I want to see it be like game 2 Cade Cunningham against the Knicks from last year. And he talked about it with KD. He's like, in that first game, I was trying to really get my teammates involved and play them do. But in the second game, I realized there was a little bit more that was needed from me. And so I'm hoping that we see a lot more of that from Cade Cunningham, where he comes out in the second half and realizes, your team needs you to turn it up just that much more of a notch.
Absolutely. I think you nailed it. That pick and roll offense has to be the key for the Pistons between Cade and Duren. That is your 2 superstars. That is the engine that drives your half court offense. So you need that to get going in the second half here. I know Orlando's done a good job, but do you think it's just the Pistons kind of settling, or why is the pick and roll not looking as fluid as it's been this season?
One, it looked better when Javonte Green came into the game because he actually cut off of that action. So what's going on up top with Cade and Duren, a lot of times the team sits, and it's like, well, this is about to be allowed. Sometimes it's not. You're playing a team who's been game planning for what you guys do best. And do things and take that away, and that's what they've been doing. And Javonte Green knows, fill the empty space, run the baseline when the defense, effectively finds themselves playing up a little bit higher when they're trying to shut down that pick and roll action. And so I want to see guys like Asar Thompson and Rod Holland and those wing players be able to create a little bit more action to try and bust up the type of defense that Orlando is trying to run to stop the pick and roll. Like what Orlando is doing is having the effect that it's supposed to. But Javonte seems to be the only guy who's been able to effectively find the weak spots in that type of defense. And like I said with Cade, just be a little bit more decisive. When you're running the pick and roll thinking, okay, I'm trying to set up my players differently. When you run the pick and roll, I'm trying to bust their tail. That's a go off the pick. Looking for your shot. Pick, say, I'm going all the way to the right. You're going to have to send me to the free throw line. And so I'm hoping that they get a little bit more aggressive and decisive with their pick and rolls, while the other players, instead of standing around, mix in some more motion. That's something that Tobias Harris talked about. Actually, I think it was either today or yesterday. Mix in more motion. That's something I want to see them do. You have the players, you have the athleticism, you have the speed. You can get it done. And you can trust Cade Cunningham and Daniel Jenkins to be able to come in and get it done from a facilitation standpoint.
Absolutely. Did you want to?
No, but Hefe got a question for you. So, as Kool-Aid shows off the LCA crowd, they still live, they still in it, man, and it's still a close ball game. But we go over to my boy El Jefe in the TD booth. What's up?
Yeah, Kool-Aid. I want to know what you're seeing from Jalen Duren. Obviously haven't really been able to get going, hasn't really been able to showcase his presence. Is that something that you want to see change in the second half? And what do you think he's struggling with so far?
Did you catch that, Kool-Aid?
I don't think you did, man.
Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid, can you hear us?
Hey, yo.
Do you hear us?
We lost him.
I think we might have lost him. I don't think he hears us.
Yo,
Might have to reset.
Hello?
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, do you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the question about Jalen Duren.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
With Jalen Duren, Orlando's paying a whole lot of attention to him. A whole lot of attention. And they're taking advantage of the fact that the refs are going to let them play a little bit. Now, me personally, I want to see the Pistons trust Jalen Duren in the paint.
Yeah.
He's proven all year that with the usage rate going up to 23.5% that he can do his thing. He's gotten more efficient. He's gotten just that much better as it relates to the footwork in the paint. One allowed him to effectively just put his shoulder into the defense and go. Well, we got to out of it. I would like to see the Pistons be able to let Jalen Duren operate a little bit more in that paint, especially when you're trying to get something going with your half-court offense.
I agree. I got another question for you, and it's the playoff rotation. Kind of surprised by it so far. What are your kind of takeaways with what JB has done with the rotation, how he's dispersed the minutes, when he's kind of pulled the lever? How do you assess JB in terms of handling the coaching rotate or the playoff rotation so far in this first game?
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, overall, when you got guys like Cade, Cunningham, and Jalen Duren in there, I don't think he's doing anything effectively too egregious with the lineups. I would have probably brought in Dennis Jenkins a little bit earlier, and probably would have tried a little bit of Paul Reed because I think you need just that much more of a grit and an edge. But overall, you're rotating between Jalen Duren, Isaiah Stewart, Tobias Harris. And so in the playoffs, that the rotation does shrink down a little bit. But it would be nice to maybe see a little bit of B-ball Paul out there for the Detroit Pistons. Maybe change things up because right now they are losing the rebound battle 29-25. They are losing the offensive rebound battle as well. So it would be nice to be able to see some players that we know contribute aptly to what the Pistons can do on the glass from off the bench.
Yeah, and Kool-Aid,
so largely, I'm okay with him.
No, absolutely. And Cade, Kool-Aid, you talked about the bench, and of course, the bench leading the way in scoring between the two benches. Of course, that's a common thing for the Pistons. We already expect that Pistons bench to be on one. We've gotten some good minutes from Red Velvet, your boy Kevin Huerter. Dennis Jenkins has played a decent role as well. Beef Stew, you know what Beef Stew gonna do defensively. Who do you think will be the most important player off the bench in the second half of this game?
In the second half, man, I'm going to go with Dennis Jenkins. There's some minutes that are going to be very, very necessary for Cade Cunningham to get that rest. We tracked this all season, Platte, on the watch parties, and we kind of almost know the schedule to a T. And I believe in those moments, you're going to need Dennis not just to be able to handle the facilitation, but they look to him to be able to knock down some shots and create in the half-court offense when nothing else is going on. So I'm looking forward to Dennis Jenkins and Ron Holland. You talk about wanting a little bit of that grit turned up. I'm looking forward to those guys off the bench being able to bring energy, being able to bring some stability from different standpoints, defensively and transition-wise. Dennis Jenkins as it relates to facilitation and big-time shots for this team when Cade Cunningham sits.
No, I absolutely agree. We're getting ready to swing it to my boy Carrot Cake Damon in the sound booth, man. He got a question for you. What's up, Damon?
Not much, man. You think the Pistons are trying to match him with threes instead of just going to their strength and shooting inside the arc?
You know what? That is a really good one. You see Cade here, 1 of 4 from behind the arc, and you see the way the Pistons are operating, 5 of 17 as a team from behind the arc. 6 of 21 for the Magic. I would like to see them again try and get some things downhill. You know, I like the fact that they went to Cade back to the basket a couple times as they got closer to the end of that second quarter. But I think that was a little bit too late. You know, ramp up the physicality, control the physicality, get into that paint, get into that area that you say as a team you guys are built to play in, and that's the paint. They say that they dominate that and they own that on both sides of the court, both in points in the paint per game, as well as what they do to limit it on the other side. So, you know, and shout out, man. It's like I think I see freaking Artie Pander down there.
Oh wow! Shout out
on the Orlando Magic bench.
Shout
saw him down in the tunnel. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
out for real. But yeah,
I want to see where they use Asar in the second half here, Kool-Aid, because, you know, he's used to be the guy to, hey, let's just cut the head off the snake. But it's been kind of an even balance. You've had Sugg surges. You've had Paolo. Franz hasn't really gotten going, but you also don't want to get him going or allow him to.
This might be a different game.
If you're looking at if you're looking at it from JB Bickerstaff's perspective here, where are you looking to place Asar in that second half? Like, where are you kind of looking to use him defensively as your ultimate weapon?
I'm still looking to see if we can kind of have him floating around and be able to benefit from the fact that he can play those passing lanes, help side defense, and backside defense as well from a defensive standpoint. Now, if someone goes on a heater, obviously you're looking at Asar on Paolo, Asar on Suggs, Asar on Desmond Bane, depending on who is on absolute heater. Right now, Paolo Banchero's had a decent to really good, you know, first half, 5 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, 5 to 6 free throws, 17 points for Paolo Banchero, but it's not enough to warrant, you know what, we need to put a saw on him right now. I still think you let him kind of float in the wrong and tighten up on whoever might be going on some runs. And then offensively, I just want to see them get Asar Thompson in some motions. Get him in some pick and rolls. Let him be the screener. Allow him to float on the baseline as well when you see the Cade, Duren actions at the top. I want to see them be able to take better advantage of the versatility, the strength, the speed, and athleticism of an Asar Thompson out there on both ends of the court.
All right, as the third quarter gets ready to kick off, last one from me, the biggest adjustment JB Bickerstaff has to make.
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I honestly think overall from a rotation standpoint, he's doing good. But I think from a standpoint of the strategy from this team, I want to see them change up the movement, the motion, and what they're doing when Cade and these guys are going through their pick and roll progressions. Yeah. I want to see more of this team get active in that regard from an offensive standpoint.
Yep, thank you, Kool-Aid. I know you're busy
Maybe
right now.
Maybe go to Duren a little bit more.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Kool-Aid, for your time. Game just started back, so we'll let you go. But much love to you, brother. We will get you in at the end of this thing, hopefully talking about a Piston dub, man. The Pistons hopefully will win again, but we get back started here with the ball game. Orlando Magic come out 57-51, 11-18 left in the third quarter as we get going here. Orlando Magic have the ball again. Passing around, top of the key. Desmond Bane contested deep and doesn't get it. Asar with the board. Asar with the lob to Duren. Duren goes up and gets fouled, man. You wanted to see him dunk it so bad.
Yeah, you wanted to, but Orlando did a good job. They were ready. They were right there to make sure that it was not an easy look for him. So
yeah.
Pistons down 6, 51-57 here. 1 minute into the second half, Jalen Duren stepping to the stripe for 2. Love to see the Pistons coming out aggressive, though. Asar with a good find to Duren. You just wish he could have converted that. But
and the Pistons have to make their free throws here. It's going to be absolutely crucial in the second half for them to clean up at the line.
Jalen Duren makes the first one.
Yep, as we look at our playoff schedule, Game 2 Wednesday, and we will be here in studio with all of your coverage needs. Make sure you're liking this video, subscribing to Woodward Sports, tell a friend, man. We all over it for the playoffs for the Pistons, but they get one free throw there, 57-52, as the Orlando Magic come back up the floor. Jalen Suggs pass to Paolo. Paolo looking for his outlet. Desmond Bane with the screen. Back to Bane. He drives. Mid-range, pull up. Over Duren. Nasty shot, but he gets it to go, man. They are just getting everything right now, man.
Man, look, I think that the Pistons down 7. I think they just got to get in their own rhythm, and it looks like they are. It looks like they are to start. They just gotta lead with the defense and find their own rhythm.
Yes, sir.
Tobias, good look, corner 3.
You gotta make those kind of shots. Tobias had an open look there. That was a good pass.
Absolutely.
But here we go. Low post Paolo turnaround and nasty finish from him.
That was a good one.
Yeah, man.
It is 61-52.
That's why I told you 19 points for Paolo, 6 of 10 from the field. He's shooting 60%, folks.
Shout out Gordo for updating the score there.
Yeah.
Cade in trouble.
Tobias, come on.
Again can't hit. That's
lid on the basket.
That's back-to-back open threes missed.
Yep.
This team has had some good looks from 3. They really have.
Yeah.
They've generated good looks. They just haven't been able to hit them.
Yep. Pistons shooting 26%
Paolo
from
with
the
the
field.
lob.
Yeah,
to Wendell Carter.
Eesh.
Quick timeout for JB just 2 minutes
man.
in. It is an 11-point Orlando lead. And while we thought that the Pistons were going to come out and set the tone, KG, it is actually the Orlando Magic that have done so.
And they are just not efficient right now, man. 3-point percentage has dipped to 20s. I believe it said 29% when they flashed the graphic up there. And you're just not making the most of your opportunities right now, man. You're getting some transition buckets. You know, you're doing some things there, but it's a lid on the basket right now. Your open looks you're not taking advantage of, and it's starting to cost you. And this is what I was kind of fearing with a team, like I said, stat-wise, who don't necessarily shoot from the perimeter well, but you know the type of players that they have on that team, and they are capable of getting hot at any time. Paolo leading the way right now, but he's having a little support, man, from Jalen Suggs, Wendell Carter getting in on the fun right there, and you don't want Franz to wake up in this ball game, because if he does, that can mean trouble for the Pistons already in a deficit.
Yeah, I see the chat crashing out already. We got a lot of crash out in the chat. Look, this Piston team has weathered a lot of storms this year. Yeah. I am not worried about this team yet. Still, I still think that this team is going to find a way to pull this W out. Yeah. It is going to be ugly. Like, I don't think that the Pistons are going to have some, this game is over by mid-fourth quarter and we're celebrating and popping champagne. I think it's going to be a grinded out win. Orlando came out strong in the second half. Credit to them, but the Pistons need to not only match that but exceed that in order to climb out of this deficit. And it starts with those open threes, man. If you are generating those good looks, Cade's making the right passes.
Yeah.
We talk about Cade being aggressive and maybe shooting a couple more shots. Well, when you're triple teamed and you pass it to the open 3, man,
gotta hit.
Yeah, like you did the right thing. It's just unfortunately it's not going the Pistons' way, and I think you need to see that with the Pistons in the second half here. Big
lid on the basket. We're going to go around the room, get everybody's thoughts real quick. We'll start with Gordon. Go ahead.
Yeah, and somebody's got to step up from beyond the arc with this team. Like you said, Cade is making a lot of great passes, but he's got to hit some of these threes as well. That's something that we talked about earlier. It's a little bit of a struggle for Cade, or at least previously it has been for him hitting those clutch threes in the playoffs. So we're gonna have to see him take a step forward. But we also need the guys around him, guys like Tobias Harris and some of these other guys that have had open looks at that 3-pointer. They got to convert.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to Jeff real quick.
Yeah, KG. You know what? We talked about it last night. Remember you talked up. You swish your brick for 35% from 3.
That's why I did it.
And what was my answer? I said,
once you start dipping around 32, you playing with fire.
Once you get under 32, now this is getting to dangerous territory. Like if this team is going to be shooting under 32% from 3,
26,
then they're going to be in trouble.
They're shooting 26%.
It is going to be an absolute war in this series if you cannot shoot above 32%. Like that should be the benchmark. It's 32% from 3.
Yeah, you're not even making them just getting to the paint either, because you're 34% from the field. So you're looking for answers offensively right now, and they're just not coming. Big lid on the basket. Damon, we'll get your thoughts real quick, and then we can pass it over to Murray and Chris if they want to get some thoughts.
It's still the same for me. I think we need to take more shots from inside the key. I just feel like we're trying to play ball that we're not strong at.
Yeah.
And just keep doing what you're doing on the defense. Locking down. I've seen the turnovers they've caused. So, just get into your rhythm and then, things will happen.
Yep. I think
Sar with the bucket to start.
I think the mic was off there, but we did get your background audio from the mic. But all good. 63, 54, 9-14 left in the third. Sar Thompson's stats up there, 6 points, 3 of 7 from the field. But here we go, Orlando Magic passing the ball around. Good ball movement there. Desmond Bane, corner 3. Does not get it. Asar with the board. Cade pushing up the floor. And this is where I want to see the Pistons get aggressive, is in transition. You're already struggling offensively. You got to get the easy buckets. But
there we go.
Pass the what was that?
All right.
Okay.
Good look.
All right.
Duncan
Thank
hit.
God. Thank God, man. Because Tobias passing up an open layup for a better shot, thankfully. From Duncan Robinson there.
Like we were saying, they got to start making these threes, man.
Absolutely. Duncan Robinson, 6 points for him for the game. And I think a big key to that was what Mert spoke about. Him being in foul trouble early kind of hindered this Pistons team from deep, man. But
yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's been watching his fouls a little bit more since he got those 3.
Yep. Tobias for 3.
Tobias! There we go. The lid is off.
There we go. Go ahead, Mert. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Yeah, I was just going to say, he's been watching his fouls a little bit more, so I like to see that. He's been hitting.
Yep.
He just hit that 3. It's good to see him back in the game. One more 3 or a couple more 3s for him. Honestly, I feel like it'll be solid night for him.
Yes, sir. And like I told y'all, it's a game of runs, a game of point swings. Pistons on an 8-0 run in the last minute and a half here. But what we got, a foul call? What happened?
Yeah, it looks like they're calling Tobias. There was some action on the screen there.
Oh yeah, that's a little ticky tack.
Yeah, it's a little ticky tack. You don't like that. Jalen Suggs, man, he is everywhere. And this Piston team has not had strong hands. That's something we need to see too, is strong hands with those rebounds and loose balls.
Absolutely. Good double screen there. Cade with an easy layup on Paolo.
I feel like Cade has been able to get to the rim pretty easily.
There we go. Timeout. Orlando Magic. Pistons on a 10-0 run in the last minute and 36.
This is what we want to see. This is exactly what we want to see from the Pistons as of right now. Play like this the rest of the game and we'll be solid.
And you're seeing the defense create offense. This is why you can't get down on this team even when they get into a double-digit deficit, because the way they can play defense, they can come back at any point. But I want to see them be a little bit more aggressive in the transition, force the issue at the basket, because like I said, if the bucket is dry, that's the easiest way to try to get some points, is to get to that free throw line.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. That's why I need to see them continue to be aggressive, especially Cade with attacking the basket. Kool-Aid brought that up as well at the halftime, that this Piston team is going to be able to generate free throws and good looks in the paint, and that is their identity. They win the points in the paint battle. That's how they win games. And I feel like Cade has been able to kind of get to the rim pretty easily outside of the times he's been absolutely triple teamed. So I think that Cade should be looking to attack the basket more, because they don't really have a rim protector.
They don't.
They don't really have somebody that's going to meet Cade at the summit and block shots. Wendell Carter doesn't do that consistently enough. So I think if you're Cade Cunningham, keep attacking that rim, man. Just get right there. Asar Thompson, too. Jalen Duren, all these boys, I think you just need to hammer the paint. You love to see the lid coming off with the 3-ball between Duncan and Tobias, but it starts with, look, this Piston team wins their battles in the paint. It has to be interior first. You can't rely on the 3, because as we know, this is a very shaky 3-point shooting team.
No, absolutely. Gordon, do you have any thoughts on what we're seeing right now?
Nothing too much. Like you guys were just saying, we kind of popped the top with the 3-pointers, so we got to keep that momentum rolling.
Yeah, I think Duncan being back in this game is huge. He already hit the corner 3 there. Want to see him get some more looks, man. Absolutely. Not saying force the issue, but you want to try and create as much space as you can and let him go to work, man, because you just absolutely need it from deep right now.
Well, I think you just have to play your game. Like, this Piston team is you saw both of those 3s coming off of pick and rolls where they all collapse on Cade, because that is their primary focus.
Right.
That is their primary focus, is the 3-point shot, is the pick and roll game and limiting Cade, but they're giving up the 3-point shot in return. And so I think if you're the Pistons, you have to keep doing what you're doing, because eventually they are going to start respecting Duncan Robinson, respecting Tobias Harris.
Absolutely.
And if that's the case, then there are no more triple teams and there is no rim protector, and Cade and Duren are able to feast in the interior. So I think that they're doing the right things. I just think that they're not getting results. And part of that is on their decision-making, but part of that, too, is just trusting the process. And that's why these games are ugly, is because you do have these dry spells from shooting. You do have these times where you turn the ball over. But the Pistons, time and time again, have showed that they are not going to break their character, and they are going to stay within them, and they are going to win a game because it doesn't matter if you win by 25 or if you win by 1. A win is a win, especially in the playoffs. So I think that the Pistons are set up for an ugly win. I said that when they were down 11 and everybody was crashing out. And look at here we are, 1-point game just like that.
No, real quick, we will go to Chris in a second. Just want to get these couple chats off. Shout out to Jay Hesh. They have been trying to feed Duren. He's playing like ass, keeps getting the ball knocked loose from him. Orlando plays hard and active on defense. They have done a good job defensively. I will give them that. Yep. Mark Royal, Pistons have been in this position down by 1 and could get the lead. And then we got Crisis King in here. Pistons are just rusty. But go ahead, Chris. Your thoughts real quick.
I want to see him work more inside to outside with the ball.
Yeah.
I want to see him get in the paint more, draw fouls, but also, too, if it's not force like the layup or try to force the dunk as much, but just get enough room there, especially for Robinson, to feel comfortable to take a shot.
Yep, and the threes seem to be drying up, even though Desmond Bane gets the cleanup right there. The threes do seem to be drying up a little bit for the Orlando Magic in this quarter.
Also, you don't need 2 people to jump out at a Paolo Banchero 3. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. They
I know he's feeling it right now, but hey.
Yeah. Here we go. Pistons trying to set up the half-court offense. Screen from Asar. Cade, open 3.
Let's go.
Sinks it. Let's go. Tie game. 7 minutes. Baby. 7 minutes left in the third as the Orlando Magic come up. Cade with 19 points, 2 of 5 from three-point range, man. So
see how quickly 1-3 can change those percentages. We were talking about it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
We were talking about it, but those percentages change really fast.
Duren giving Paolo.
Feet.
Yeah, he gave Paolo a little too much space on that, but
good feet.
Yep, absolutely. 2-point ball game again as Cade brings the ball up. They trying to go half-court press here with Anthony Black, but Cade gets the floater, can't get it to fall.
No foul call.
Yep. Magic in transition. Oh, step back 3 from Bane and on target. Oh. That shit looked good when he left his hands.
Yep, it did.
No, I did want to say Detroit can't get too comfortable right now. I see that they're doing good. They got to lock down on Paolo a little bit more because the guy has the best field goal right now in the whole entire game.
No, absolutely.
As far as both teams go.
You might have to start selling out for Paolo. I do agree.
Yeah, you really do. I feel like a double team for him, man. Yeah. That just works.
Yeah, he's got 21 points so far and 25 minutes played.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Duren with only 7 and 5.
Yeah.
You need him to be more active as well. I think he has picked up the activity, but
he has.
That's what I want to see a lot more from Jalen Duren is getting the ball at the top of the key and getting to work.
I would have just left.
All right, Tobias with the board off the missed Desmond Bane 3. Tobias with the drive. There we go. And 1. Just misses the layup, but goes to the line.
Hey, and you know what?
Tobias can't buy a bucket right now.
We're talking about the margins here, and that's a big one. Like, Orlando's gotten multiple and ones. Like, it's just simple things like that. They've gotten these
the little
calls.
Stuff, bro.
Yeah, and you can point to a million different things. That's why the chat, some people are saying, oh, this person needs to play better. This person needs to play better. That's what happens when the margins are so thin.
Exactly.
But it's simple stuff like that. As Suggs picks up his 4th foul, that is a huge momentum swing for the Pistons. I told you foul trouble is going to be a key stat for both teams, and it looks like right now the Pistons are fortunately able to put Orlando as the team in disadvantage there.
And that's their glue piece. Like, that is the guy that does everything that this team needs him to do. I mean, you talk about, being a pest, being a high-energy guy, being the point guard of the team. Like, him, having to leave the game.
Oh, they're still playing him.
Pistons.
Yeah,
they're still playing him with 4 fouls.
Hey, risky business.
Go at him.
Risky business.
Desmond Bane also at 3.
Bane is also at 3 fouls as well, so he needs to watch.
Here we go.
But
Tobias nails the second free throw.
Take it.
Here we go. 2-point ball game. Orlando Magic up.
Tobias, other than the 3-point shots, man, you love the way he's played. 13, 4, and 3.
Yep, and we get into the nitty-gritty now. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Oh, the young
Paolo on Ron. Just size mismatch.
You knew he was going to be able to do that.
Yeah,
That's what 25 versus 20 is.
Right.
You know, like
Chris did just point out we also do have to be careful because Tobias Harris and Duren all have 3 fouls as well.
Yeah, and Duren with the push there, just unnecessary.
Duren just picked one up.
They're not ready. They're not ready for b-ball, Paul. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you
That's
know they
way too
gonna call
obvious.
that, man. They gonna call that every time, Duren.
You're not James Harden, dog. What are you doing?
Yes.
What are you doing with the off arm?
It's all good, Duren, but just be better, man.
That's his third, though. That is his third, just to clarify.
There was a little flop in there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, it was. But you big and strong, bro. They gonna call that every time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's
Dunk, you
nasty.
tried. He tried.
Wendell Carter with the dunk on Dennis and Duncan Robinson.
Mouse in the house.
Yeah, for real, man. Holy shit.
Cade comes out, and instantly this offense loses flow. You need Dennis Jenkins here to bring that back.
Be that spark. Yeah, don't rush it, though. Here we go. Passes to Ron.
Smart by Orlando to put Suggs on Ron.
Yeah, they got Paolo on Dennis. Damn, Tobias cannot buy a bucket right now, man. Misses the easy floater. Jesus, man. Here we go. 74-68, 4:20 left. In the third.
Shout out. That's coming up, right?
Oh, yeah. Monday.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to those that participate.
Wide open 3. What are the Pistons doing rotation-wise? JB
Shout out to Jars. They got those deals coming up. 420. Get out there.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Magic on a 12-3 run in the last 2.5 minutes. JB opting not to call the time out there. They're just going to play on, but another, what's that, turnover?
No, it looks like it's going to be Pistons ball still.
All right, thank God. But, yeah, Pistons,
I feel like the Pistons are getting too comfortable now. You really got to step it up.
It's 1 step forward and 4 steps back for the Pistons
That's
right
what I'm
now,
saying.
bro.
That's what's been this game.
It's not looking good.
Yeah.
Just like that, after a Pistons tie, all of a sudden it is Orlando back up 9. Game of runs for sure.
That's the problem. J. Cole's got to watch his fouls.
Yes, J. Cole.
Man, I'm telling you.
Tobias, the air balls it. Tobias not looking good. He might have to come out the game, man.
I think it's Cade.
Is that not a foul? I mean,
I know, but
I know he needs his rest, but Cade's gonna have to come back into this game.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
The minute he came out, things got to look bad.
That's what it's like. Tobias need to come off the floor, man.
Yeah,
he
man.
is
it's not Tobias's night tonight, man.
It's not. It's looking
really
that
not.
way. Holy shit. All right,
just like
time
that,
out
a
there.
lot of momentum.
Yep, as we get the TV timeout, but yeah, man, this is tough, and the chat losing it. A lot of people going at JB Bicker's staff right now, itching to get fired, which is crazy.
I do think you could have called that timeout a bit earlier, but I don't think that's on him. I think it's as simple as you can't just be that dependent on Cade Cunningham that you lost all of that momentum like that.
Yeah. And you get late in this game, man. You don't want to have to burn your timeouts because the Orlando Magic is on a 12-point run in the third quarter, but you just had to do it right now. You're going to have to get Cade back in this ball game, unfortunately. You wanted to get him a little more rest. Dennis had just came out there, but maybe you see a set with Dennis and Cade. Maybe Cade plays a little more off ball and just tries to go at the, get some buckets, but yeah, they got to figure out something because Tobias not hitting, Jalen Duren not doing enough. I just want to see him do a little more. And the Pistons just not taking advantage of opportunities, and they can't hit anything in the half court right now. It's been tough.
I agree. And the chat's crashing out here. Look, bro, we have the remedy. We have the remedy. You see the Woodward Sports chat poll, 250 likes for a Piston W. We are at 220. We are at 221. So let's get there. Let's get there because that's what's going to get us the dub. Down 11, 3:43 left in the third quarter.
Man.
So plenty of time. You still got a quarter and some change. But
And shout out to everyone in the chat, man.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you guys.
14-3 run in just 2 minutes there. Just under 3 minutes, I should say, actually. Dennis to Herter.
Yeah.
Running a little action there. Need to be able to generate something.
Oh, nice move, but you got to pass to somebody.
If we can get Suggs to commit one more foul,
Cade with the pick and roll,
that would be great.
Oh, that's a nasty pass there, not in a good way. And then Ron with the turnover.
That was just a bad possession.
It was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Ugly possession.
Paolo, ISO, trying to move Cade in the post. Foul called.
No, they called 3.
Oh, okay.
I think they called 3 in the key.
Oh, did they? Okay, yeah. It appears that way, yeah. Yep, 3 seconds. Yep.
Dang, Booth. Just stand.
Not good.
Boy, build a 10 up in there. Dang.
Yeah, man.
They're letting Paolo shoot.
This is tough.
He's not even like that from the free throw
No,
line.
he not, but shit. He did.
Ball don't lie.
Heat check, I guess, but yeah. Fucking 79-68, 3:09 left in the third. Pistons need some kind of life right now.
They absolutely do. I'd like to see them cut this to 5 or 7 before the end of the quarter. They have the chance to even take the lead with how this game has been so run heavy, but
double team on
can't be
Paolo.
down. Oh, Dennis, jump that.
Yeah, almost. There we go. Ryan gets the corral. Ryan to the bucket. Wild. He goes up wild, but gets the foul call. Shout out to Blow Me 6969. I know, right? $2 super chat. Is LCA cursed? Can't win at home in the playoffs. No. Hey, we ain't gonna say that just yet.
Yeah,
man.
no.
We ain't gonna say that just yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say because, man, the way they're playing, this might even go to Game 6, man.
It might be a tough series if they're not going to be able to execute these games. If Orlando's going to be able to stay at this threshold, I don't think they can stay at this threshold.
I don't think so either. Like,
and F all that. Stones and 4.
He's still on that, man.
That was my prediction about, what was it, like an hour, 2 hours ago? Yeah. I'm still standing by it. I still think that the Pistons, they can win 4 games by a combined 13 points. That's just how this team is, man. Sometimes they grit out these ugly wins, and the Pistons look like that's what they're going to have to do if they want to be positive tonight.
But it makes it hard when you're not being more efficient because that makes you one-dimensional. And we all know the Pistons are dominant in the paint. The Orlando Magic know that too. They've done a good job of trying to limit the Pistons when it comes to points in the paint. And from the perimeter, they just have no answers right now. You really want them to go out there and just be better, man. I mean, the name of the game is hitting shots. Just flat out, period. And then the playoffs points are at a premium, and you just need to see the Pistons do better from the perimeter and from the foul line. Just not doing enough right now.
They have not valued the basketball, and I don't necessarily mean that entirely off of turnovers. I just mean that in terms of they have not, like you said, scored enough.
Yeah.
And this Pistons team should be able to do that. They should be able to do that in this game. Orlando is not this good offensively, especially against your Detroit defense. So this is a game where they can turn it around. We've seen how much of a difference Cade Cunningham is, and we've seen how much this game is a game of runs. So I feel good about the Pistons if they are able to survive this next stint without Cade, whatever JB chooses that to be. If they survive that, then I think they're in prime position to win this game. I really do.
Yep. Gordon, did you have some?
Man, Orlando is cheap, bro. Hey, B-Ball Paul, 15-5, book it. He's about to come in and save this game. Go Stones, baby. Come on.
That'd be electric. He come in and get 15-5, bro. That'd be fucking electric.
That'd be.
Oh man, they need something. They need a spark. I don't know who it's from.
One of these cherry wheats.
Hey, pass me the next one too. Oh damn,
Okay,
you clean the house over here. My boy clean the house. That's how you know we stressed out.
Hey, how many more you left? How many more you got left?
Man,
we out behind
I like
here.
you, but I don't know how much.
I just gotta say, shout out Sun Cruiser. I'm already on the 4th one, man. These are good as hell.
Oh,
Sun Cruiser, you already know what Sun Cruiser.
Oh yeah,
they
money right now, man.
Yeah,
they
shout
money
out,
for
man.
me.
That no 4.5s add up, man. So be careful, but
Yo, KG, we need to get Danhausen in the building.
Are the Pistons cursed? 248. Do they have the Danhausen curse? 248.
Here
we go. Cade with the bucket. Where's the foul?
I'm telling you, he can get to that basket damn near every time.
Refs definitely should have called a foul there, but Cade with a good layup. 21 points for him, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's approaching that 25-point mark that somebody spoke about earlier.
I think that was Money Murray. Yeah.
Yep. But he's not doing it on the best efficiency, but here he is.
Good defense by Herter.
Yes, sir. Kevin Herter playing solid, man. Some solid minutes.
Shout out Red Velvet.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I call him potato salad. You guys ever seen
potato salad?
Potato salad. They put a little bit of the orange, the paprika right on top. Hey, that's my guy, potato salad,
Potato salad, man. I be stealing all your stuff, too. Safety vest. I just start calling Will Vest the safety vest because of you. Oh, my God.
That's a good one, too.
Yep, here we go. Oh, Ron almost gets the steal.
Whoa.
Damn.
Hey, and if Vest ever plays bad, then he's Suicide Vest.
That's Suicide Vest.
Oh,
we got a big miss from Orlando. Pistons come down with the board, thank God.
Oh,
Dennis pushing.
Yeah,
they should have pushed.
Turn on the Jets.
Transition, not aggressive enough.
Said turn on the James.
Cade, step back 3. Short rims it. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's a foul. Yep. That's a flagrant, too.
We got a loose ball foul.
Get him out of here.
Orlando
Can't do that.
Magic. Nice job by Ron taking that foul.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 152 left in the third.
Cut this to 5, cut this to 3, and we're rocking and rolling, and we're back where we were.
Fantastic. That's what I wanted to see right there.
Yeah.
Produce a foul. A foul. Shake them up a bit.
Yeah.
Make them play slower.
Here we go. Ron yapping about something. Cade trying to set up the half court. He's going to inbound the ball. I hate when Cade inbounds. I'm not going to hold you. But
yeah, I do too.
I know he's the best passer on the team, but Jesus. All right, Dennis hands the ball off to Cade. Gets the nice screen from Stu.
Oh, go for that.
He doesn't. Yeah, he does. He flags out on the perimeter. Probably should have went inside, but Dennis for 3. Can't get it to go.
Oh,
wide open look.
On the floor. Looks like it's going to be Pistons. Oh, no, they're calling it against the Pistons, it looks like.
Man, tough night, man. Tough crowd.
Yeah, tough crowd. Yeah, they gotta attack that pick and roll, man. It's Gorga.
You're right.
It's Gorga, dog. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Like, that's the step above a 2K player.
No, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I'd say the number one thing we need to work on right now is this 3-point field goal, man. This is terrible. This is absolutely
gotta shoot better
man.
From 3, man.
I think it's the interior.
It's a little bit of both, man.
For sure. Anything can help.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, it's one of them kind of games, though.
Fuck how we win.
You could have got more of a spark in the paint. You could have got more of a spark from the perimeter. So now I agree, it's a lot of things going wrong for the Pistons right now.
I need to see Duren picking up more rebounds. I just need to see a lot more from that guy, man.
Yeah, they have to figure out how to unlock him. I agree. Not even just for this game, but going forward in the series.
But you give the Magic credit being able to shut that pick and roll, combo down, man. And they have not given up a lot of paint points so far in this game. So you give them credit, man.
I need to see us stop losing the ball as much, man. It's just been so many turnovers.
Yep, turnovers even for both teams at 10 right now, but they have 2 more points off of turnovers as it stands. But Pistons with 22 fast break points, it really doesn't feel like that.
Not at all.
But points in the paint, you see the Orlando Magic 34 to the Pistons 26, not good enough.
No, and honestly, the turnover thing, I do feel like for the Pistons, it just seems worse.
It does.
I don't know, just because
you're not hitting. Yeah, you're not hitting shots. So.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, Banchero with 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. The guy's killing it right now.
He's doing Paolo things, man. And Desmond Bane trying to help him out. Wild layup there, but gets the foul.
This is what this team does, man. They draw a lot of fouls. They're one of the only teams in the NBA that draws more fouls than the Pistons. And
this is where you hate games like this because the Pistons aren't down by that much, man.
They're not.
One run and you are right back in this game, maybe even have the lead. It just sucks, man, because they take a couple steps forward that are good, and then they make a lot of mistakes that put them back in the deficit, man. So
That's
very
where I feel
frustrating.
Like Cade comes in the most this fourth quarter, Cade.
Yeah,
I feel like something will happen in the fourth quarter for sure.
And he's gonna need to be because there's a lot of people looking at Cade's performance down the stretch of games, man.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be the talking point for the Piston haters, the Cade haters alike. So, yeah, Cade's got to perform here down the stretch.
17 fouls for the Magic, 15 for the Pistons. So it has been actually Pistons getting the favorable whistle there. I see.
Yeah, the whistle ain't been horrible in this game. Beef Stu goes to the ground. Thank God he didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Dennis brings it back up toward the logo.
This is a lot of time without Cade having the ball.
Yeah, there we go.
And Cade's not doing terrible.
Goes up on the silver, gets the mid-range jumper. That's Cade's game right there. That's what you want to see.
Cade's not doing terrible. He's at 21 points right now, but I just feel like he could have been easily at 30 right now.
Yeah. Cade with the elbow jumper there. That's kind of what you want to see Cade get back to. That's his bread and butter.
Absolutely.
There we go.
81-74, 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Tick, 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 as Spinney would say. Clock is running. Here we go. Desmond Bane kind of gets pushed, but corrals himself, fades away. Nasty shot. Gets the board. Ron Holland pushing the ball up. There you go, Ron. Oh, wait, what is that? Ron turns the ball over on a bad dribble.
This is a lot of time that Cade Cunningham is on the floor and not dominating the ball. It's really
it's crazy.
Interesting. I wonder if that's
it's by design because you have Dennis out there and you want Cade to be off ball, but you got to get him the ball, if you want him to play off ball. Just not a concerted enough effort.
Good defense from Dennis with the block shot, but Anthony Black gets it back. No
get
good.
The board. Thank God. Okay.
Pistons down 7 at the end of the third quarter. Make a good defensive stand there.
They've been down 7 all goddamn game.
I know.
Man.
Now, I know that the Pistons, we've been pretty positive here, that Pistons have been in this situation several times. They always try to find a way, and usually they do. Are you kind of worried that they just haven't gotten the lead at all this game for a substantial amount of time?
Yeah, it does worry me because they haven't been able to necessarily stop anything the Magic want to do offensively, especially from the perimeter, and you're not hitting shots yourself. So I think that it does kind of make you nervous a little bit, but you feel like if they can just stay tried and true to not giving up anything in the paint and making the Orlando Magic shoot shots, maybe the well goes dry and you can make things happen in transition. But that's where you have to be aggressive, is running the floor. I have not seen enough of that tonight. They have done well in terms of points in the paint, but you just gotta do better, man. I just need to see more efficiency from the Pistons, and Cade needs to have the ball in his hands flat out. It's the fourth quarter. He's gonna win or lose this game for you. So I need to see more of Cade.
Yeah, it has to be Cade. Look, you are the guy. You are the best player in this series. That is very, very apparent. And right now, that's kind of being challenged by Paolo. That's kind of being challenged by the way this Orlando Magic team is playing. So for me, I need to see Cade Cunningham close this game out. I talked about how I wasn't worried about this series because I thought Detroit was going to be in positions where they didn't have to tax Cade in the fourth. But it looks like with the way this game has gone that you are going to have to tax Cade Cunningham in the fourth quarter. You are going You are going to have to be aggressive, but he is the best player on the court, and that can win you a quarter, a game, a series. And so I do expect Cade Cunningham to be aggressive. And, although they haven't led all game at all, I still feel confident that they are capable of pulling out this W. Let's see if they can get it done.
Yeah, that kind of brings me back to the point that I was talking about when they couldn't get even, when I said they didn't have a lead by second quarter. The fact that they still don't have a lead in fourth quarter is about to start. It does kind of worry me, like you said. I feel like I said, though, if they can at least pull it off with that fourth quarter Cade, I feel like they'll be all right. As far as Jalen Duren as well, he needs to start picking up some momentum, getting in some buckets, and getting some more rebounds. And, I feel like we'll be all right if we can get that to, work out.
Yeah, just limiting the mistakes and the turnovers as well. But
absolutely,
like you said, it's Cade's game to win or lose, man. And that's just the name of the game in the playoffs. You look to your star players to uplift you. And I think Cade is capable of that. He's had a pretty inefficient night, but I do think he can turn things around in this fourth quarter. Hopefully he can find some things in the mid-range. Want to see him get to the basket a little bit more too. Maybe get some of them foul calls. But when you get to the line, you got to hit your shots, man. But just get the ball in the basket. It's pretty simple.
Even though you want to see Cade, take over in the fourth quarter, somebody else has to step up as well. Because if you look at what Cade is doing, he's the only one giving you true production. No one else on this team is giving you production. Tobias has 13 points, but it's a very horrible, 13 points, shooting 3 of 12.
The first half was solid, but
second
half not so good.
It's this and the missed free throws that are right now coming back to bite the Pistons, because if they hit the majority of their free throws, this is maybe a 1-point game. If not, if they hit all of them, they could be leading by 3.
No, that's a fact. Game resumes here. Pistons with the ball. Cade with the drive. Gets to the bucket. Doesn't get the foul. He was looking for the foul. Can't get it. Dan is keeping up with Desmond Bane, but Desmond Bane sinks it. Wow. Eesh, man. 83-74 as we start the fourth quarter. Here we go.
This is the quarter now where we have to show out that we're better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cade to the bucket again, heavily contested. Doesn't get it. Finally gets a fucking. You got to get murdered to get a foul around here, man. Holy shit. I mean, good defense by Dennis, but Desmond Bane just throws up a prayer and gets it.
Eesh. And that's just strength, too. That's just strength and size carrying that one.
Yeah.
Pistons down 9. Chance to cut it to 7. Anthony Black picks up his 4th foul there.
And once again, the Pistons been in a single-digit deficit most of the game, and they just cannot get that run sustained to get them back in the ball game.
They've gotten that run to get there, but
to
not
get
quite.
tie it, but then they fall right back.
Exactly.
So.
lost 10 consecutive home playoff games, longest streak in NBA history.
Thanks, ESPN or Peacock.
Last home win, 2008.
Thanks, Cock. Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, you guys want to feel old?
Yeah.
The last home win, I was like 3 years old.
Stop it.
I was born in 2004 after they won the chip.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Wow. Goddamn youngins, man.
Look at Rip and Ben. They're like, man. They're like
12 when 2004 happened, bro.
I graduated high school.
Like, man, this wouldn't be happening when we was back in our day.
Right, right. Back in our day. If it ain't rough, it ain't right.
Back in my day, foul was when the guy got a bloody nose.
I can hear Sean tomorrow too. If it ain't rough, it ain't right. Oh man, Pistons, please pull this game. I can hear Sean already. Cade wasn't aggressive enough. I know, Sean. I know.
Tobias, bucket there.
We need to put in Ben
Great
Wallace
ball
at this point,
movement.
man. We need some
Oh,
aggression
man.
in here, man.
Great ball movement. I would like to see Paul Reed in next game. I would like to see that as an adjustment.
What is going on?
I
man?
don't know.
Crazy.
Defensively, they not looking the best in these rotations. They're a little off in these
They're
rotations.
just looking very sloppy right now. This is kind of
Oh, good defense. Tobias with the poke. Cade, bad pass, and they just don't have a rhythm offensively. Here we go. Dennis loses the ball trying to go up. They looking for an answer offensively. Can Duncan give it to him? Yes!
Let's fucking go.
God damn, you need the white
4-point
boy.
game.
Where is
10
the
minutes
white
left.
people? Call in the whites. God damn.
Coleslaw, potato salad. Come on.
Right. God, man. 4-point game. Somehow, some way, this is only a 4-point ball game.
Mayonnaise.
It takes,
White rice. White rice is hilarious.
It takes a team. We're just happy to do our part.
As a representative
Suggs. Suggs back to hitting threes. God damn.
You know he's timely with that.
Yeah, man. 88-81. God damn. Pistons just, if they find a rhythm offensively, I promise they'll win this game. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There we
Good
go.
shovel pass.
Ball movement a little better this drive.
There we go.
Yeah.
They're
Tobias
finding
gets
the holes.
floater.
They're finding the holes defensively against Orlando. I like the way they've executed offense these last couple possessions. But now, look, your defense has carried you all season. You need that to be what steps up right now.
Yeah, that was a really good possession for the Pistons right there. But giving up too much on the pick. Franz with an easy layup.
Why is Duren that far up?
Yeah, you playing that. Come
Duren
on,
should not be that far up. He's got to be there for the help side.
Absolutely. Tobias with the ball now. Gives it to Cade. Looking for that Duren pick. Duren gets the pick. Rolls to the basket. Cade for three, though.
Hey!
There we go. 4-point game again. 90-86.
The 3-point ball is keeping them alive. Who would have thought?
Cade
I do not like that, though, going forward.
Yeah, 28 points for Cade. 3 of 7 from the field. So,
Man, defensively, they got to lock in. They got to get stops.
Absolutely. They're not getting any stops. 6-point game. Pistons have the ball. 8 minutes left. You know, in a couple minutes, Cade is going to usually come out for his rest. So you got to be ready.
All right, Tobias working the post again and a turnover. Tobias
This is that fourth quarter Cade I was just talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about with that fourth quarter stuff.
Yeah, but Tobias don't got it tonight, and that's another bucket for the Orlando Magic. Sheesh, man. Oh, my God. 8-point deficit for the Pistons. Franz with 14 points.
Where's the defense?
Big second half from Franz Wagner here.
The defense is not there for the Pistons. Right?
They don't have any answers for anything Orlando Magic want to do offensively. They have no answers. And I worried about the Pistons if they got into a track meet with some of these other teams. Man, they are not built for track meets.
It's time to bring Asar back in.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
All right, cut the bullshit. Get him back in.
Yep.
You need him right now because there's nobody else that is truly making a mark on defense.
Yeah.
So you need him to come back in and
guard everybody.
Yeah.
1 through 5.
You're gonna guard everyone.
It's crazy, man.
I feel like Asar is a great defensive adjustment because at the end of the day, this Piston team is not going to win games shooting the 3-ball. I mean, not often.
I mean,
not
look,
often.
It's as simple as this. You just take Dennis out. Just put Dennis on the bench.
Yep.
Bring Asar in.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You can leave Duncan in. You can leave Tobias in, but you gotta do that.
And I hate to take Cade off the floor.
No,
but
you're not taking Cade off the floor. At all.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Cade has to play the rest of the
They
game.
are gonna. I
He's
promise
got
you,
to.
they're taking him out at 5 minutes or 6 minutes.
Because I mean,
They're ready for like 30 seconds.
They normally
it's
do.
Be for
it's
like 2-3 minutes.
It's gonna be interesting because I mean, with the Pistons being in this kind of hole, I don't know if you want to risk it though. I mean, it is a playoff situation. Maybe desperate times call for desperate measures because you don't want to lose game 1 at home.
I agree.
If he comes out for 2-3 minutes, this is going to be a loss.
Yeah.
Listen, I need Forest Hills Drive Tobias to come start working.
Forest Hill Drive.
Not KOD Tobias.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, he's looked good so far in the fourth, honestly. I think the offensive execution has been there. It's just, again, the defense is your identity, and you are getting carved up. They are getting easy looks consistently against you. Yeah. And that, to me, is the difference right now because Orlando's 6 for 6 from the floor to start this fourth quarter. They are perfect from the field. If they are what the Pistons normally are defensively, Orlando's 2 for 6, and we're looking at a Piston lead right now. That's the difference. Like, when we talk about the margins, it's stuff like that. And this team is not built on their three-point shooting. No. It's built on their defense, flat out. Their defense is what carries them. It's what makes their offense easier. It's what makes them the team that they are, is their historically good defense. And right now, you are letting a team shoot perfect from the floor in the fourth quarter.
Yep. Chris, did you have something?
Who needs to step up right now?
Everybody.
Literally.
I know the easy answer.
The whole team.
Who is that one person that's got to be that X factor?
Asar.
Duren.
It's Asar. Defensively, Asar.
We all say it different names. I think it's Cade. Like,
it's Cade,
it's everybody just shouting.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, right.
Listen, your offense.
It's everybody though.
Your offense is not the issue right now. You're getting good looks offensively. You're knocking down shots. But the one thing you're not doing is you're not playing any defense. You're not getting any stops. You can score as many points as you want to in this fourth quarter, but if you don't get stops, this is going to be a loss.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to drop game 1 at home, man. And the Pistons, like I said, very much still in this ball game somehow, some way. But it just seems like a battle, man. It seems like they down 20 when they really not.
And you don't want to lose with, like you said, that win streak or that losing streak, I should say, at home. I think that's a situation where but that's a situation where, we have 3 days off, not 2 days off for the next game. We have 3 days before the next game. The next game is on Wednesday. That is a long time to sit with that loss, and that is not a good thing.
Not
for
at
the
all.
Pistons.
Here we go. Duncan. I can't get it to go, but Tobias with a good board. Good board for Tobias there.
Cade, attack this.
Here we go. Cade trying to work his way down the paint. Turns the ball over but gets fouled. Thankfully, yeah.
That was great defense from Suggs.
Yeah.
And that's probably if that's Suggs, that's his fifth. Yeah, I thought that was clean too. Let's see.
Yeah, he grabbed the arm. They called him for the arm.
Yep. Yeah, right there. Oh, so that is fifth for Suggs. That is huge.
That is huge. We shall see how it plays out going down the stretch here.
I expect they'll adjust by putting Suggs on Asar so that he can kind of roam and not be in positions for foul.
Cade long too. Here we go. Elbow jumper for Cade. That is in his range, man. That's in his ballpark. That's what you want to see. 7:40 left. 94-88. Cade with the 30 ball, man. So he's doing his part.
11 of 21. Not the cleanest game. So to me, it's on the defense.
Yeah.
Like, look at that.
Damn. Yeah, Franz to the bucket.
Unacceptable.
Easy dunk for Franz right there.
Defensively, if they don't get stops,
and you're not used to the Pistons just giving up the paint like this.
Seriously.
Yep.
Cade looks for Asar in the corner.
Good pass.
Duncan back to Asar, but Asar gets fouled, thankfully. But, yeah, that's not how I want to see him go up.
You still also don't love that because, Asar's not the greatest free throw shooter.
Yeah, shit. I'd much rather take that. But
yeah. You got to take what you can get.
No, for sure.
It's gotta
I just wish he would dunk on people. That's just dunk on them.
He should. He is by far.
Jump over him.
You're athletic as hell,
yeah,
bro.
He's by far the best athlete in the gym right now.
If I had his bunnies, bro, I'd be dunking on every fucking body, bro. I'd be like the second incarnation of Blake, bro. Like, I'm telling you, man.
Tobias is really.
Franz comes out.
Yeah, Tobias struggling, bro.
Perhaps
it's
break
offensively,
for the Pistons.
it's defensively.
Yeah, thankfully he got that board, man. That kind of saved his possession. But yeah, he is not doing too hot. Not a good night for Unc, man. I know JB gonna be on one tomorrow. Shout out JB Smooth, man. He hates Tobias Harris for some reason. I don't know why, but
could be times like this.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. He hasn't had a lot of times like this. I will say that. So
Franz going to the bench a bit of a break here.
Oh, Franz from 3. Thank God he didn't make it.
Tristan De Silva.
Oh, so De Silva, yep. All right,
Cade,
thank God he didn't
ahead.
make it. Cade to the basket, contested, gets the foul.
Wait, is that on Suggs?
And Cade is pissed off. That's what you want to see. Cade,
Is that on Suggs?
No. Oh, wait.
Because Suggs was the one that met him at the rim, so I don't know where they called the foul.
I think they called it before he got to him. Let's
Probably.
see. Let's see.
that's a good
Yeah, it's on
they
Paolo.
called it Paolo, yep.
It's on Paolo.
It's going to be a Paolo foul. Low-key
I think it's on
Suggs was
Desmond Bain. I don't know. Real
Yeah.
Sports says it's on Bain,
clean. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
which
If it
would
is.
mean that he has
He
4
fouled.
fouls.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought he fouled up, but yeah, 4 foul for Desmond Bain. And
Yep.
Cade starting to get a little frustrated, man. Starting to get pissed.
Very close. I like
Good. He should be pissed.
Yeah, he should be. Absolutely. I want to see him play with that
We're
fire
within
and that
5.
intensity.
It might be within 4. We have to, take a stranglehold of this game, and it's got to be Cade doing it.
Yep.
So that was on Bain 100%. That's what they said.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
4 foul for him.
that's good. We like to see it.
96-92, 6:48 left in this game. Pistons got to make something happen here.
Yep.
Oh, Jalen Suggs, nice pass. Wendell Carter gets it off. And who was that, De Silva?
Yep.
De Silva with the fucking 3, man. Oh, my God.
Big time.
Pistons have no answer on the perimeter. 99-92. But here we go. Cade with the ball. Tries to answer with a 3. Can't get it to go.
Oh, looks like great defense. Great hustle from Asar. That's got to be a foul.
Yeah, what they calling here?
I think that's got to be on.
It kind of looked like he touched it out of bounds, but that's
No. I can tell by the Pistons being upset that it is not in their favor.
see. It kind of looked like he touched it with his foot.
He definitely
out.
pulled his arm there first.
Like, the arm
Yeah.
pull. Yeah,
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that's another foul. Come
Pistons
on,
got to
man.
get a stop, man. Stop the bleeding.
Come on, dude.
Too easy. Wendell Carter to the basket. Easy too.
Easy to Pistons down 9, 6 minutes left.
The
that's
paint
not good.
defense has not been there for the Pistons tonight. Tried and
That's a good way to sit
true.
out.
One of the best paint defending teams in the league, just not there for the Pistons in game 1.
Yep.
Here we go.
Would you guys consider this over or not yet?
No.
Not yet, but
6 minutes
they
left.
can't afford too many more blows like this.
Absolutely.
It's
this
still
gets
6
to a-
minutes left, but we still haven't gotten a lead.
If this gets to a 15-point deficit, then you might as well call it good night. But yeah, they hanging in there, man.
Like I get we still have 6 minutes, but it's like the fact that we still haven't gotten a lead is kind of scary.
Yeah, you haven't been able to put together 2 good possessions offensively.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I had asked because I don't know,
nasty.
man. I'm starting to lose hope.
It's really though offensively. It is defensively. when
No,
this team
absolutely.
just Continues and continue. Like the one thing they hang their hat on, they can't get right today.
Yep.
Just across the board, you can point at so many different things for this Pistons team,
Yeah.
and we will delve into it in the post game. Make sure y'all
Absolutely.
stay tapped in. We'll have Kool-Aid for the post game too as well,
Yes.
right? Yeah, so
At
Kool-Aid
some
will
point
be.
He's gonna tap in. I don't know if he's gonna.
Yeah, not right away, but yeah. So we will have Kool-Aid live for the post game. Make sure y'all tapped in. Make sure y'all hitting that like for the boys, man. We working hard in here. We appreciate everybody
Absolutely.
that tapped in and contributed money to this watch party.
It's another missed free throw, but how the hell is Jalen Duren on the line right now?
Duren this
Yeah,
is
I
so
don't know.
bad.
Was
man.
that foul not
this
on
is
Duncan
terrible.
Robinson? He had the ball.
That's what I thought, but shit.
Just like Chris called at the 5th minute, Cade has stepped out.
Yeah. That's normally the game plan.
JB does what he does, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't break
That
habit.
is true.
Bye.
It's normally the game plan, but he ain't gonna be sitting too long if this gets ugly. So
It's already ugly.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
already
this is
ugly.
already
But
terrible, man.
You
5
There we
rebounds
go.
and 8 points is absolutely terrible for
you
Duren.
need a spark while Cade is
Terrible.
on the bench right now. Bad turnover there.
Bad
Asar with a
turnover.
bad pass.
And that's what happens when Cade's not in there. Is you just don't have.
You lose direction a little bit.
You lose that offensive direction.
Yeah, this
And
game's
you need-
not it, man.
You need all of that.
Yeah, man. And they called a foul.
No,
On
that was
Asar.
a terrible pass from Azar.
Blocking foul on Asar.
Wow.
Eesh, man.
Chat looking
you
frustrated.
already
Chat
know what the
looking
chat
frustrated.
doing. I ain't even looked down because
Yeah.
you know what they doing right now. Shout out to the chat, man. We love y'all, but
Yeah, shout out to the chat.
and it's only the first game. You know, if they hold on to have that, it's only the first game. But
Exactly. It's a best of 7. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
get
a
it.
series,
I'm
bro.
starting to think
No,
LCA is
KG,
cursed,
no,
man.
no, don't do
No.
that. We not going there.
This team.
Listen, man, I'm
needs
just saying.
I hear you. I'm not going there,
It's a fucking building, bro. It has nothing to do with the play on the court.
Listen, you're not the number 1 seed. You come in and you lose in your building.
Magic, another bucket, back to 10 points. Desmond Bain starting to kill you.
I mean, even
Cade back in.
11-22 field goal. That's just
and Desmond,
that's just terrible.
Desmond,
look at that. He's able to just get to the rim so much. I don't understand why they're not doing that. They're not doing that more.
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna tire him out if nobody else can hit shots either.
Exactly.
Like he can't just take it every single possession. This half, I mean. Not Paolo, but Franz has woken up. Desmond Bain has woken up.
Tobias with the block.
Yeah, and it's presenting problems for the Pistons.
Paolo deep
for
three.
Thank God he missed it.
Yep.
Kevin Huerter with the board. 4 minutes left, or 4:15, should I say, in the fourth quarter. Pistons not down by much, but they got to make something happen offensively. Cade to the basket. Floater. In and out.
Oh, Tobias
Tobias fighting for the board.
That's
That's not on the Magic?
I challenge that.
Dog, I would look at that. Maybe
I didn't
we
see
got the bad angle.
What happened? I didn't even see.
It looked like it was off the Magic, but I guess it's off the Pistons. Tobias's.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
off
he
Tobias.
kicked it. Yep, he kicked
I thought it was off
yeah.
Bain's arm at the end.
That
but
right foot definitely hit it.
sheesh, man. Pistons cannot get anything there.
Damn.
Wasted possession.
Fucked up, man. Fucked up.
Stu
game.
with the block.
Good block,
There we go.
Stu.
You're getting the defense now.
Push,
you gotta
Dennis.
turn
Push,
it to
push,
offense.
push.
Yep, definitely off that right foot.
There you go. I don't care. Yeah, if it's wild,
go.
just get to the basket, bro. There
Yes.
you go. Good one by
His
Dennis.
team draws fouls.
God, man. If they could put together 2 offensive possessions, boy, I promise you.
I know.
Oh, my God. Good block there by Beef Stew.
Look at good take by Dennis too, man. You need that. You need that speed. You need that burst.
Yeah, Stu's been putting in work this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Stu has been awesome.
He's been putting in work.
Yeah, man. If you
Pistons
could have had him
down
last
8.
year, it would have made a difference for sure. But, man.
That vertical reach is insane on him, man. I don't know how you can jump that high.
I see my Orlando Magic and the fans talking they-ish, man. Take this L, buddy. Ah, man, it's going in right now. It's not over yet.
Ain't worried, man.
It's not over yet.
Orlando fans, just chill out, man. Y'all got Disney World and stuff. Just chill.
Oh, yeah, it's Orlando versus everybody, man.
Look, listen, man. You got Disney World. You got Universal. You got that Harry Potter stuff.
Is this a diss or are you glazing them?
Right. I can't tell the difference.
Wait. And then we got out here, we got Michigan Adventures. Just chill out, guys. Okay?
Michigan Adventures.
Hey, now Cedar Point is ours. We claim that motherfucker.
You're right. It really is
That's
ours.
Michigan's,
We
bro.
do.
Yeah,
we
for
do
real.
run that.
Michigan just needs to invade Ohio and just turn it into Southern Michigan. There
Yeah.
you go.
Man, I don't want a dusty ass Ohio. I'd rather take Wisconsin than Ohio.
Hey man, shout out the Orlando Magic fans in the chat. Glad you're spending
Going
time
crazy.
here instead of your sports network. Oh,
Oh, wait.
sorry.
Yeah, because Orlando sports networks are probably buns.
Got him.
No, we glad you're here, though.
No, we do
glad you're here.
enjoy the shit talking. We're Detroiters, man. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
talk shit.
This is what we do, baby.
I expect to see you here.
Y'all
too.
busting our ass
Every
right
game,
now.
then.
Y'all
Every
busting
game.
our ass. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, they can talk. They can talk what they can talk.
They
but-
came to play.
This has
they
become
came
a-
to prove everybody wrong.
Yeah, this has become an interesting matchup, man, and we don't know how the series will play out just from this one game, but you get a Magic credit. I said they would get one game in this series. They're trending towards that way, but you are interested to see how these other games will shake out if they do hold on and get this dub.
I'll tell you what, man. I look at this situation as the Pistons are, going to have to find a rhythm quickly because they also don't play again the next night, and I think that is a disservice to them.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that this is some tactical thing that Detroit's just not making the right adjustments. There are adjustments to be made in this series, but I think it's more so about the execution. And I think that, after having a week off, I do think that's part of it. I'm not trying to shoot the team bail. Credit to Orlando coming in and playing well. But Detroit, I do think it does make it a disservice that their next game isn't till Wednesday. It's going to be hard for them to kind of catch a rhythm, but they have to, because if they don't find a way to pull this one out, they have to find rhythm between now and Wednesday, because otherwise you definitely can't go down 0-2.
No, for sure.
I think the Pistons are fine. I'm not worried about it, but Gordo, where you at?
Listen, guys, it's really simple. Your best players need to be your best players. Cade, having a hell of a night. He started a little bit cold, but heated up as things went on. Your second best guy, Jalen Duren, has not been on tonight. Only 8 points. He's got 6 boards, only 1 assist, and he doesn't really have anything else. He's a minus 17 on the plus minus and 29 minutes played. JD has to be better, and we've watched Orlando get into the paint. They draw a lot of these fouls, which we know they were gonna come in and do. But Jalen Duren has to be better, so I think that's a big reason why. And if we get a great game, game 2 from Jalen Duren, I don't think it looks anywhere like this game.
No, and we'll go to Damon in just a second. But the biggest thing for an away team to do is to steal a game on the road in the playoffs, man, especially that first one. So now you're in a position in which if the Orlando Magic hold on to win this game, the Pistons have to protect their home court advantage because you can lose that very, very quickly, giving up the first game or even, dare I say, 2 at home. But I hate to be that guy. And, we talked about Cade still delivering even though, he kind of started out sluggish. Harold Williams said it earlier in the chat, that not having that secondary scorer, man, is something that I wonder, if it would bite the Pistons in the playoffs. And we are seeing that kind of play out in real time, at least in terms of this game. Damon, go ahead real quick. Get your thoughts.
Yeah, we got to execute on the free throw line. We missed a lot of free throws. Cade's just got to get to his spots, keep doing what you're doing. We're shooting 42% from the field goal range. Three's not looking good, but, we're just trying to play outside ourselves, and that's not us.
Yes, sir. 103-96, 3:40 left in the ball game, fourth quarter. Here we go. Jalen Suggs passes down low to Franz. Cade on Franz. There you go, Cade. Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing, Cade. Ah, man. Franz just wins the battle with his length.
Yep. That was a good take by Franz.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, to me, this is not the game plan of how the Pistons should play. The game plan for them to win is you got Cade right now with 34 or 35, I believe. I believe it's 34. Yeah. 34 and 5. The Pistons win when Cade is 25, 26, and 11.
Yes,
12.
That's a fact.
It's and to me, it shows that, you need guys like Duren. You need guys like Duncan Robinson. All of these guys to step up and do their thing offensively and help the Detroit Pistons and Cade Cunningham. Yeah. And, look, Cade, it's going to be tough for you to win games if Cade is scoring, which he's capable of. But if he doesn't have the help, it's going to be very tough.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. So. Franz Wagner going to the line here. He had 8 points in the first 3 quarters and 10 in the fourth quarter.
Well, everybody defensively for this team is just easy. They just easy right now.
Yeah, man.
KG, I got to get something off my chest.
Go ahead.
Franz Wagner, as a fellow Michigan fan, I have nothing but painful ass memories when I think of Franz Wagner. Not only him busting our ass playing for Orlando, but that choke job, him and Xavier Simpson against UCLA, that shit, I still have PTSD. I finally got over that PTSD from that natty we just got. Yeah. But that was disgusting work.
I understand.
I don't like Franz as much as I like Mo.
Yes. Understandable, though.
Go green.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, go green.
We're back. Cade attacking Franz. And just
and
that, he's getting to the last level of the defense every time and converting pretty well. He didn't convert there, but this is now in a position where they're down 10, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. You basically need to play flawless in order to get this one, in order to keep this game going.
Yeah, like you said, it's turned into the Cade show because nobody else is really helping you right now.
And it starts with the defensive stop. Cade attacking the basket.
Come on, Dennis. Come on, Dennis. Come on, Dennis.
Dennis cannot get it. Oh, and Orlando is now pushing. They have numbers. Stu, wasn't going to win that one. It was a 3-on-1.
Looking like it's being put to bed.
Orlando looking like they are going to shock the world. A team that the NBA media wrote off just days ago is looking to go 1-0 and steal home court advantage against the 60-win Detroit Pistons.
Tough night.
Great performance from Orlando. The Pistons, we're obviously going to be tapping into all of their problems and going through them. We're going to be checking in with Kool-Aid, who is live in the building. So stay with us because we'll be on after the game. There's a technical foul on Franz, which means Cade gets a free throw and he sinks it. So 2:13 left. It is an 11-point game. Again, you kind of have to play pretty much flawless from here on out if you're the Pistons if you want to win this.
Absolutely. Not a lot of time left. Chat going crazy right now. And one Hoops Talk trade Cade. Aligna, I can't watch anymore. Shout out Aligna, man. Big fan of hers. This is over from Levi Harper. Mark Royal frauds. God from Mike. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Embarrassing. So here we go. Cade, top of the key. Gets Tobias. Can't hit a bucket. It's been a rough night for Unc.
If you're Cade, you walk in the locker room and go, what the hell was that?
It's just, man.
Like,
just,
nobody decided to
I ain't trying to get on my second scorer horse, man. I'm not.
Yeah, no, guys.
I'm not trying to do that. But
we don't have to do that right now because,
of course
like,
not.
you know, this isn't season defining. Not yet. This is
No,
only
of
one.
course
It's a
not.
best
Of course
of 7.
Cade with the drive. Finally gets. Oh no, it's just out of bounds.
Yep, just out of bounds.
Oh yeah, JB is not happy about this one at all. I know he's not.
They're not happy.
No, of course, but this is tough, man. Tough night, man. And they almost there because it wasn't like it was the most.
Not a foul?
It wasn't the most terrible performance in the world. It's just they so close, but yet so far in this game.
Yep.
I will say,
goodness.
Out of all the performances we've had, man,
Yeah.
this is not looking good. It looks like there's
Pistons down big here, 97 to 108. They need kind of a miracle at this point.
Looks like the time they let the Wizards beat our ass.
Yeah, man. Somebody calling Cade Cunningham in here. That's hilarious.
Look, this one.
Yeah.
This one, I can't really put this one on Cade.
Absolutely
he shot pretty damn efficient from the floor. It was a lack of help around
You pass
him.
the ball, they can't score the ball.
Yep.
What else can you do if they cannot make the shots?
Ham, no burger, peanut butter, no jelly.
They won.
Kool-Aid, no sugar.
I'm telling you, man. It's one of them kind of nights, though. Go ahead.
No, they won the 3-point battle. Like, the issue is just that this team was not able to execute the way that they normally do, which is in the paint interior. You got out-physicaled, and that is something that the Pistons cannot do, and their defense was not there. This is not the best. This is not the best defense in the NBA. 108 is what this team averages defensively.
Yeah.
And we still have time to go. So it looks like Orlando is going to probably break the Pistons' defensive average, and that is not. That's not good. Because Orlando's not a good fucking offense.
No, they're not, man.
They're not.
But that's why I told you can't always look at the numbers, man. I know what some of those players are capable of on a given night.
Absolutely.
And shout out to the boss man, Chad Johnson, in the chat. He says, Coach did not have the team ready to play. And Chad, I mean, it's hard to argue against that. I'm sure JB will have a lot to say after this game. But, yeah, man, just – the team all around, they just not a good night, man. And it started from the top of the game, and it just played out throughout the whole course of it.
And look, there's been a lot of talk about JB in the playoffs. So as much as this is an evaluation for this Piston roster, not to overreact, but it's got to be an evaluation for JB as well, because this is a guy that his knock has been the playoffs. That has been his knock. And as a 1 seed, it is absolutely unacceptable as a 60-win team to lose in the first round. Now, we are a long ways away from that.
Yeah.
But I'm just setting the table for the conversations that need to be had in the coming days here.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham to the line, 1:43 left.
Jalen Suggs fouled out, but I don't think it's going to matter much down the stretch. Who knows, though? Still 10 points. I mean, if you get a good
Miracles
run.
can happen.
Yeah, you get a good run, you could still be in this ball game, but you got to make something happen. Cade, 36, 5, and 4 assists. The assist numbers. But the assist numbers just down for Cade tonight. You're not used to seeing that from him.
It's not his fault.
No, not at all. Not at all.
He passed the ball. You can't hit an open shot.
Yeah, you got to hit your shots,
What
man.
the hell is he going to do?
That's a fact.
The man almost has 40 points.
It's a fact.
Franz got going when Paolo turned it off. 0 points this quarter for Paolo, but Franz has been the one getting going.
Everybody else has picked up their play around him.
Would love to see that here on our side.
Yeah.
Cade brings it up. They got to do something.
Got to score a basket here. Here we go. Cade with the layup.
Bucket.
There you go.
All right, 7-point game. 7-point game.
1 minute left, even in the fourth.
You need defensive stops.
Cade on the precipice of a 40-burger in the game 1 of the playoffs.
No Asar in.
Turnover would be huge here. That's why
Yeah,
I'd like to see
absolutely
Asar in.
huge.
I get why because of the offense, but yeah, Asar's turnover ability, you would love to see that here. That could be very helpful. Tobias, man.
Wendell Carter, the bucket over Jalen Duren.
And Tobias,
yeah.
Tobias is too old,
Dennis,
man.
I know he's going to try and rush a shot. Yeah, you don't got to do that. Get the ball to Cade. And
they lose it, and Orlando is going to do it. They are going to shock the world. This is going to be the biggest conversation in the NBA, so make sure you are tapped in right here at Woodward Sports, breaking it down. We will be here post-game. We are staying through the game, and also we will be here every single game of this playoff series as Desmond Bane is dribbling it out, and the Piston fans are stunned. I can't wait to get Kool-Aid's thoughts in the building here. 112-101. Orlando upsets Detroit and steals home court advantage after game one.
I'm telling you, if you're Cade Cunningham, you walk in that locker room and go, what the hell were y'all doing? Did you come to play basketball today? Because it looked like I was the only one doing it.
Hey, cue the RDC World skit of him just coming in the locker room and losing it on everybody.
I'm telling you,
Duren, where were you?
Crash out. This is the time to crash out.
RDC, if you're listening, it's gold. Just make it. I swear.
Yeah, it's just I just look at this game in one word. Ouch. It's
what it is. It's embarrassing because,
ouch. Sure.
You know, if you're the Detroit Pistons, you obviously you go through spurts of offensively where you can't buy a bucket, but defensively you have hung your hat on being able to stop other teams. And this game, you just absolutely looked embarrassing on the defensive side of the court.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yes. I think it was a multitude of things throughout the game. It started off offensively, you not being able to deliver, which got you down to big deficit. And then defensively in the second half, you kind of just gave up the paint, something we're not accustomed to the Pistons doing. Paolo had a really big first half, but then his supporting cast kind of stepped up in that second half. Franz had a big second half. You saw Jalen Suggs continue to be a pest and a problem. Desmond Bane picked up his level of play. So the guys that you were worried about for the Orlando Magic did get off, and that is a problem, man. The Pistons have to find answers on the perimeter and in turn in the paint, man, because you cannot give up the paint. That's your bread and butter all season, and it's a non-negotiable. You cannot allow the Orlando Magic, a team that's not that good in terms of paint presence, to come in here and punk you like that.
That's absolutely true. You did not play Piston basketball tonight, and that is why you lost. You were the 60-win team, and you adjusted to the team that was the 8th seed. That is completely unacceptable by the Detroit Pistons on your home floor in game one with a week off. Look, I know you can call it rust and shaking off, whatever, but we have to have real conversations now, because I was the guy that said 3 hours ago on this very microphone that this was a sweep, that I felt like the Pistons had what it took.
A lot of people say
a
sweep here.
Yeah.
Even Kool-Aid said sweep. You know that's real.
Yeah, and so we have to have real conversations, because right now this Piston team is looking the exact same as they did last playoffs, a team that is struggling, a team that cannot play their own style of basketball. But the difference is, you're the 1 seed, and this is the 8th seed.
Yeah.
This is not you're the 6th seed playing the 3 seed. This is not game one on the road in New York, happy to be here. This is you are a finals contender, supposed to be. And to lose this game, you are going to be the talk of every single basketball discussion for the next 72 hours. It is going to be on you to respond if you are the Detroit Pistons, and you have to. You have to make the coaching adjustments. You have to step up with the players. I don't think it is all on JB or all on the players. It is on every single person in that locker room, because it takes everyone in this team to win, and it takes everyone in this team to fail. And that's what you saw tonight here. You saw a team-wide failure.
Yeah, you got to use it as motivation going forward. The series is far from over. You still have the home court advantage, but now you're in a position in which you're protecting home court. And we'll see how the rest of this playoffs will play out. We're going to go around the room, get everybody's thoughts.
First, we got some super chats.
Absolutely.
We got Jason Martin here. Refs and Suggs killed us, and Franz.
I don't think the refs were that bad.
No, I don't want to blame this on the refs at all.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
Yeah, I don't think this was the refs.
It was a pretty fair balance in terms of calls,
Yeah,
but you didn't take advantage at the free throw line, and that was a problem for the Pistons.
You had double their free throw attempts. This was not on the refs.
Yeah, not
you
at
had
all.
38, they had 19. You had double their free throw attempts. This is not on the refs. This is on the Pistons entirely. We got one more super chat, and then we'll get around the room here. We got it from Charles Bosnock with the $5 super chat. Can't wait to hear the "we like being the underdog" Bane mantra of Detroit sports. Need to stop this playing from behind mentality. That's very, very true. That's very, very true. The Pistons have always operated on a very thin line this entire year. They've won a lot of close games, but that's just who they are. They haven't really shown us the ability to go in and blow out a lot of teams, but that's what they need to do because they cannot get caught playing with their food. And I think that comes down to less about them playing with their food and more about them just not playing their brand of basketball. I think they need to choose to do that. Let's go around the room here. Gordo, what's up? How you feeling after this loss?
Yeah, I think I'm very disappointed in the bench. The bench really didn't provide a whole lot. Yeah, listen, when Cade was not on the floor, we looked terrible. Our defense looked like a sieve. We couldn't offensively couldn't really get anything going. We weren't getting clean sets. So I need to see a lot more from guys like Dennis Jenkins, even Kevin Herter, Beef Stew. I need to see a lot more from these guys coming off the bench. Ron Holland, I know he didn't have the most minutes tonight, but didn't do a whole lot in those minutes. So all of those guys combined need to put out a better effort to support guys like Cade and all those guys.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right, Chris, you got anything? It's tough, man.
I'm a very disappointed person right now with their performance, period, all around. They didn't come to play. They didn't take this seriously. They were kind of just living in the moment, and that's not how you're going to win a series.
Yep.
Period.
Absolutely.
End of story.
Flat out. Hefe.
Yeah, man. I mean, this was embarrassing. Defensively, this team looked absolutely lost. They don't look like the Detroit Pistons that we've watched all season. They didn't look like that. And offensively, when Cade is literally giving you half of the team's buckets, that's a horrible performance by everyone else on this team. Just could not get it going. And I'm looking at Tobias as a vet, dude, you got to wake up. And Jalen Duren, you especially have to wake up. I can't see another performance like this from Jalen Duren. That money that we were supposed to give you, I can't see me giving to you.
He'll probably still get it, but I get your point. I definitely get your point.
You're losing a couple mil. Okay?
Yeah, you're right. You might lose a little off the bonus, but he's going to get that contract. And I do think he's earned that.
You got to wake up, though.
I give the Magic credit. I mean, they did have the pick and roll kind of figured out, man. And the Pistons, once it got challenged, they didn't necessarily go back to it a whole lot throughout this ball game. And that's something maybe J.B. Bickerstaff needs to look at is more dynamic ways to, get that pick and roll to work because you just didn't see it in this game, man. And when that's not working, that's an element of this Pistons offense, especially in the half court. If you can't get that to work, then that slows everything else down because then it's like, okay, Cade's playing iso ball, everybody else just standing around. You're not getting the ball movement that you normally would like to see either. So, yeah, it's just a tough night, man. I don't think the Pistons were that far off. I know some people in here saying, they had a horrible performance. They managed to keep it a single-digit deficit for most of the game. It felt like they were down a lot more, but the fact that you didn't play your best and you were able to keep this game this close for this long, I think that does show that you're on to something, but you just have to clean up the execution in certain areas. That's all. But
I agree.
Yep.
I agree. We got Uncuffed Sports Podcast with Super Chat saying Pistons are regular season merchants. Ouch.
Get out of here.
That hurts.
Get out.
It's game one.
Those are the conversations that are going to be had if the Pistons come up short in this playoffs.
That's a fact.
That's absolutely a fact. So right now, look, it's that until it's not. You have to prove that you're this team. You have to prove that you actually are the 60-win team. This is a time that it's validated. So I thought it hurts, but it's fair right now. And then we got blow me 69-69.
I love his name.
We missed a lot of meaningful shots. Can't be missing free throws as well. Defense was almost non-existent. Orlando took every opportunity we gave them. I agree. I think that's an astute observation of this game. I think it's all the defense.
Don't read that next one, bro. That's just a cousin. Me and KG do not claim that guy. Absolute cousin in the chat.
Oh, okay. you talk about? Let me see.
You'll know who I'm talking about, KG.
I'm not reading that one.
Man, bro, get the hell out of here.
Nah, we ain't rocking with that.
Gotta read it. It's a super chat though. So,
all right. Michigan go blue 123 $2 super chat. Embarrassment to the city. Least we got Michigan. So shout out to super chat.
Poop take.
Yeah, I know. Right? Poop take.
But yeah, I think that this Piston team is. I'm still not worried about the series overall, if you ask me. But I do think that this is something to look at when you talk about this team potentially making a finals run, potentially making a conference finals run. Like. This is a team that you should be able to beat by 20 points. I know that you said, KG, you're not far off, and you can be encouraged by that despite not playing your best game. I understand that to an extent, but no. You're the 60-win team versus the 8th seed, the team that was just 3 to 4 days ago talking about firing their coach regardless of what happened in the play-in.
That's a fact.
That was literally the reporting coming out. This team was dejected. They were broken. And then all of a sudden, they made a rally. They got in, and they played with momentum, and they played harder than you and won this game. So that is absolutely on coaching. That is on the players. That is on the entire organization. So, I'm not going to overreact to this in terms of the series.
No.
But right now, that is the case until it's not. You do not get the benefit of the doubt, not in the playoffs, especially after losing the first game at home. You do not get the benefit of the doubt. Right now, you have to prove that you are not all of these conversations, all of these super chats, all of these comments that we're getting about this team. You have to prove that you're not. You have to prove that you are the elite team.
Like Jalen Duren said at one point, you played like some shit, bro. You played like some shit tonight, flat out. Murr, we gonna go to you for your comments.
Yeah, no, I agree with all the guys so far. I mean, very disappointed, man. And you would think as like a first place team, I just expected a lot more from them. Mm-hmm. Duren wasn't playing his best. Tobias Harris was losing the ball. Holland was losing the ball. I feel like Cade was really the only one playing real Detroit Pistons basketball tonight, and he's most likely upset with the rest of the team. I mean, and then Bickerstaff getting mad. Like, of course you're going to be getting mad, but it's like you're the person coaching these guys. You need to, start stepping up a little bit more with that. I don't know, man. Just very disappointed overall today. Like, did not play like a first place team at all.
Yeah,
very disappointed.
Got to shout out Woodward Wings in the chat. I don't know if that's Spinny or Justin that's running that.
That's Justin, bro.
Yeah, shout out, man. Fire JB, trade during the run-of-the-mill comments that we normally get.
Free eye.
Yeah, free
eye.
That
might be Spinny.
It might be Spinny. I think it's Spinny.
Yeah.
But either way, shout out Woodward Wings, man.
Shout out.
Hey, go check them out.
For sure, Justin. All right, it is Spenny.
Yeah, it's Spenny for sure. Shout out Spenny, man. God damn.
Spenny is too handsome. Yeah.
Hey, and shout out to the inside of the San Antonio Stadium. Kind of looks like the inside of a ice cream, the rainbow sherbet. Yeah. I mean, no, I love when they do all the different shirts, but that's an interesting color choice.
They had a LGBTQ arena, but
Hey, that's some confidence. That's some confidence. The Pistons didn't even have the balls to pull up with the special arena. So
no, that's a fact. We will go to Damon to get some comments from him. We still no Kool-Aid as of right now?
No Kool-Aid as of now.
I know he's busy right now.
I'm keeping an eye on my phone.
Y'all to scare Kool-Aid off. That's how you know it's bad, man. Yeah. Kool-Aid had a sweep, bro. He literally teased that he had a sweep last night.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him, man. But we all expected a different type of performance from this Pistons team, and for your calling card to be defense all year long, this was not a good way to start this series, man. And I do think that they'll improve from this.
Yes.
You got some days to sit on it. I know you said that don't necessarily play into their favor, but I do know that this team keeps receipts. I know that this team, they get fired up from shit like this. So I do expect them to have some fire and some passion coming into this next game, because I felt like in a lot of ways they were lacking this in this game, and that from the start of this game,
and that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
like that right there, KG. Like, is just, it's flat out unacceptable. You have to have urgency every single playoff game.
Got to.
That is not something, I don't care what the difference is in seeding. I don't care what the storylines are heading into the game. It is professional basketball players going against professional basketball players. You have to be ready every single moment and have that urgency. And the Pistons, I think they had it at times, but I also think that, again, they allowed Orlando to say, we are playing Orlando Magic basketball, Pistons keep up. And that's a frustrating part about it. David, we didn't get a chance to get to your post-game thoughts. Where are you at with it in terms of this team?
I think of a lot of things. I think being off for a week doesn't certainly help. Magic played 2 days ago, so they're going to be more in sync.
Yeah.
I just think we started off the game flat. We really couldn't get going. I know Cade had 40 points, but, I expect a bounce-back game. I don't really feel like this is something to be discouraged by. I just think it means that, they come to play, and what else do you expect? It's the playoffs.
No, I definitely agree with you there. I know that for a lot of us Pistons fans, we are going to use that as a buffer for game one. Like, hey, they sat for a week, but it's really no excuse. You got to come in ready, bro. You got to come in ready. It's the playoffs. You're the number 1 seed in the East, 60-plus wins. Teams are going to, or the NBA landscape, period, is going to look for you to come in and not lay an egg like you did at home in LCA.
Especially when you're the team in question all season.
Yeah.
All season, everybody did was just say, I don't think these Pistons are for real. I think this is just a nice story. And look what you fucking did.
Yeah.
You laid an egg at home, game one. That's just completely unacceptable by every single standard. This Piston team needs to be better, and they need to be vastly better in game two. I know you talk about being just a couple things away from a win, and while that's true, this Piston team needs to make a statement to not only Orlando Magic, but to themselves and the rest of the NBA that they are not this fraudulent team, that they are not a regular season merchant.
I think the boos from the Red Wings game that just happened have carried over to this team.
Spinney literally said the same thing in the chat. Woodward Wings, they played like the Red Wings. He also said Jalen Duren was a -21 on the day. So that just kind of shows you the type of night.
I'm expecting Jalen Duren to have the biggest bounce back game of his whole entire life. Like, no one needs one more desperately than Jalen Duren.
And I like how, during the game where we was looking at, who needs to step up, everybody said a different name.
Yeah.
And that just kind of go to show you the type of night that we had, because you brought up Jalen Duren. He wasn't effective. I think a lot of that was because of the lack of pick and roll, but he didn't have an efficient night, or didn't have a good night, should I say. Tobias Harris, man, and listen, JB Smooth gonna have a field day with me tomorrow morning on the morning show, because he hates Tobias. Man. And Tobias, I know you're not the Tobias of old, but the performance that you had in that second half, unacceptable. You absolutely cannot have that if you're gonna be that power forward in the starting unit.
You got to be solid for us. Yes. You're the vet. You gotta be the one that shoots efficient from the field and gives this team a tough defense, give other teams tough defensive, matchups. He absolutely got dog walked today.
Yeah.
Like, it was both sides. Like, he couldn't get anything going offensively, and defensively he was absolutely getting dog walked. Like, this is not the Tobias that we seen last year in the playoffs. Last year in the playoffs, he came alive. It looked like the Tobias of old.
Yeah.
Like, we thought, okay, he's back. But
Tobias,
you got to wake up, Tobias.
Yeah, Tobias has been up and down all season, though. So, again, that's where it's like,
he's been more good than bad, though.
Yeah, this is the playoffs. For sure. You want to see him, beat a veteran on this team. That's why you're here. You're here, Unk. That's what you're here for.
I'm not absolving him. I'm just, I'm looking again. I'm gonna keep looking more at Jalen Duren, because you are the second best player. You are the guy that's not supposed to be a role player.
But is he the second best scorer on this team? And that's
it doesn't. No, he's not. But I get your difference. But that doesn't matter, because he needs to be. If he was just even the second best player, then I think this Piston team wins it. If he was able to protect the rim and get rebounds and maybe finish a few more baskets. He didn't need to be the second leading scorer tonight.
Chris,
he just needed to be better than what he was, and I think the Pistons are walking away with a dub.
No, I feel
he gives you 15 and 10, you win this game.
Yeah.
And that's very much possible. And not to go against your point, like I agree with you. And it doesn't have to be just Duren, but you need that secondary scoring from somewhere, and not to beat that drum, but I was somebody that was kind of worried about that going into the playoffs, because I know how defenses can play in the playoffs. Even a team like the Orlando Magic were able to shrink the floor and make things very, very difficult for the Pistons. But that's where you do kind of put onus on Tobias, because in terms of scoring options, there's not a lot in your starting lineup. Duncan Robinson gets in foul trouble early in this game, so you didn't have that presence from the perimeter. And you do look to somebody like Tobias, who was on the floor the majority of the game. You look to him to make the easy baskets, and there were a lot of points in this game where he had open looks, nice drives to the bucket, and he just could not pay it off with a score. And that sucks, but you got to find ways to score in the playoffs, man, just flat out. So I do look at people like Tobias when your lack of secondary scoring is not there, and you have to spread it to a lot of different people in your lineup.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, it was a playoff top to bottom collapse. Like it took the coaching staff not making the right adjustments.
We'll go into the team stats in a minute as well.
Yeah, I thought that there were some mistakes in terms of the rotation. I thought that there was also just some players just not playing well again, and I think that when you add those two things together, it's a tough recipe for the Pistons to win, because this Piston team all season has won on the margins. Their style of play, there's a reason why there's not 15 teams doing what the Pistons do. Yeah. Because it's very hard to do. It is. And the margin for error is very, very thin. And But you've seen it tonight.
You don't see those prototype of teams win a whole lot. And I know us
true.
Historically with the Pistons, we have won with that.
Yes.
But it's rare that you see NBA teams built the way the Pistons are built be able to go and withstand the playoffs, because at some point you got to hit shots, man. I mean, that's the name of the game. And tonight the Pistons just could not hit enough of those shots to contend with an Orlando Magic team. Like I said, on paper, they don't look the most efficient, offensive team. But you look at the individual guys on that team, like a Franz, like a Desmond Bane, and you know what some of these guys are very, very capable of. Paolo as well, being playoff Paolo Banchero. He killed you the whole game. And, yeah, it just sucks, man. But you need some answers, and you need some people to step up pretty quick. Go ahead, Joe.
I was just saying we got some super chats to
shout out.
Let's clean up some super chats. We got I say that saying they've never been the man, which is true. Young team has never been favored. On the other hand, Orlando was written off. This series will be decided by coaching, in my opinion.
Maybe, yeah. That's not a bad point.
Yeah, that's not a bad point. But again, that's a perfect thing to look at J.B. Bickerstaff for, because that is exactly why he was eligible to be hired as a coach for the Detroit Pistons, is because the Cavs thought that he was the problem, not the roster. Now, that's another discussion for another day, but it's something to evaluate. Let me see. Did we miss any other super chats in here?
Not super chats, I don't think.
Did we get the...
Yeah, you can check, but I don't think we did.
Did we get which one?
Did we get one from...
If you
Way
see it,
Too
go ahead and
Mellow?
shout it. I didn't see one.
Nah, go ahead, read it.
So at Way Too Mellow with the $2 super chat, what kind of fans leave the arena with 2 minutes? I would say fans that are fed up.
Yeah, especially Detroit fans.
Losing at home.
Yeah.
Yep. Fans that don't tolerate, that don't accept the bullshit product that you put out there today.
Yeah. Flat out. I'm not mad at the fans, because I know LCA was electric to start
this game. The fans
are
not the reason you lost this game.
Yeah.
The fans were dying to give you. They were trying their best to give you something.
They could never get in it.
You didn't.
How can they get in it? Because like I said,
they were down all game.
You couldn't put 2 to 3 good offensive possessions together in a row. So how is the fans going to get in this game and affect the game if they have nothing to really cheer for? Go ahead, Gordon.
Yeah, you got Mitten Made 313 in the chat. I'd start Stu in place of Tobias.
I mean, that's a risky play. I get it. I get why you would say that.
So we saw
in the series.
Yeah, we saw Banchero come out of the gates, blazing hot. I'm sure that a Stu and Duren front court could, slow him down.
Yeah. I mean, I still
think about it.
It's Tobias. I think Asar needs to help more, and maybe I just didn't see it enough tonight. But I think Asar, he needs to absolutely be chipping in whenever Tobias has that one-on-one with Paolo or with Franz. I think it's unfortunate, but he's going to have to play multiple roles. He ain't going to be able to just lock in on one guy. But, I mean, maybe it's something you consider, but I feel like you're losing some offensive firepower, putting Beef Stew in the starting lineup, and maybe defensively it could work out for you. I just don't know if I would make that decision. I'm not mad at the comment, though.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. Asar Thompson, and I did not like what I saw from him tonight.
That's another one.
He's got to be better.
Yeah, he was too hesitant. And like you said, KG, I thought he could have been more aggressive going to the rim.
That's my big thing with him, bro.
A lot of wide open shots.
All season, man.
Absolutely. We got more super chats to clean up. Blood of DePanta with the $5 super chat. Teams that win game one win the series 75% of the time, according to the NBA website. This is over. Pistons are not the exception, just another statistic.
Blood or DePanta.
I think it's way too soon to be talking that way. But
sorry, I could.
You know, there is some prevalence in stats. So I think that it's way too soon to be talking that way. But, you know, stats are stats for a reason. Joshua Black with the $5 super chat as well.
Out.
If Duren doesn't get a double-double, we lose every time going back to last year against the Knicks.
That's kind of a fact. I ain't going to lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, look, Duren, flat out, you're just remove part of that statement and just reword it and say you lose a lot of games when your second-best player doesn't show up.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw tonight was we saw Jalen Duren, for lack of a better term, show up. Like, I think he needs to step up.
No, he does, but once again, he isn't someone that can just create his own offense every single time. So to me, the lack of pick and roll in this game, like I said, it really dismantled the Pistons. It's almost like they didn't have another game plan outside of that. It's like, okay, y'all stop the pick and roll. What else we got? Cade, go to the bucket 40 times. Like they didn't really have many other answers besides that, man. It's not good enough in the playoffs.
And you're not going to win that way because the Pistons win off of their way. They're very specific in how they win games, and they did not follow that blueprint today because they played Orlando basketball, not Detroit basketball, and that's kind of the issue. But where I talk about Duren, it's not just about the scoring. I know that that's the biggest thing that we talk about when it comes to these teams, but at the end of the day, it was Duren stepping up too much on the three, just being a step behind on the pick and roll, and then not being able to contest that shot at the rim, not being in position to get rebounds, allowing second chance looks for the Orlando Magic. It was a lot of those little things. Like if Duren was super impactful defensively tonight and had about the same amount of output on offense, maybe slightly better, the Pistons, I do think, win this game. It's close, but I think they win this game. Like, I'm not asking the world of Duren. I'm not asking for the 30 and 10 when Cade was down. I'm asking for Duren to be the second best player on the Pistons, and I think if he is not, it is very troublesome for the Detroit Pistons.
No, and I think that's a very, very fair point. He has to be better. I think the team all around has to be better for sure. But Duren, like you said, he's the second best player for a reason. So, and with the season that you gave us and the scoring jump that you gave us as well, going from what you were before to 19 and 11 damn near, you got to have better performances from him as well. But the team all around, just like I said, the energy from the start of this game, it just was not there, and it makes it hard for the fans to get into a game like that when offensively you ain't got shit popping off and defensively you getting cooked.
Yep.
You got cooked flat out.
Yeah, I know we want to run through them team stats.
Yes,
we want to get to all of that. What's up?
That's what I was going to bring up is the team stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to that here because the field goal battle, Orlando definitely won the field goal percentage.
They took 90 shots. Bro.
Yeah, they took 90 shots to 77. They converted at 49% versus the Pistons 40. Pistons barely, narrowly win the 3-point margin, 31% to 29%. But that's what this series is going to be. It's going to be abysmal 3-point shooting. That's just the rock fight that you're going to have. Free throw battles, you had double the attempts. 29 of 38 for the Pistons versus 14 of 19 from the Magic. So the Pistons shot the better percentage technically and got double the attempts. Again, that's a very tough pill to swallow. Yeah. Rebounds, 45-39, Orlando edged them out. That makes sense due to the lack of shooting.
Look at the number: offensive rebounds, 11 for the Magic, 6 for the Pistons. That's where you got. That's where you got killed.
Yep, that's absolutely where you got killed there. And then assists: Orlando generated more assists than you, 26-19. Steals. Let's do the stocks. Stocks was 17 for the Orlando Magic, 15 for the Pistons. Pistons #1 in stocks, but not tonight.
Not tonight.
They lose that. They lose the turnover battle as well. 14 turnovers to 12 turnovers. And points conceded off turnovers, basically a wash. 18 for Orlando, 17 for Detroit.
A lot of these stats are close to even, man.
They're close. They're close, and it all adds up to an 11-point win because you got a win here, a win here, a win here, a win here, a loss there. It all kind of adds up that way.
But we run into the big one.
Yes, we're running into the big one.
The big
Fast breaks, 23 for Orlando, 25 for Detroit. Detroit edged them out there, but points in the paint.
Jesus.
This is the embarrassing one.
Jesus.
54 points for the Orlando Magic to only 34 for the Detroit Pistons.
Shy gonna be doing
that. That is where you lost your game. That right there is where you lost your game. We don't need to get into the technical fouls or largest leads because we know the Pistons did win that. But that right there, we saved kind of the best for last because, KG, that tells a story, doesn't it?
Points in the paint for a team that has been #1 in terms of defending the paint. Like I said, it's a non-negotiable, bro. And I said this last night on the live stream as one of my keys to the game. Hefe, you was there. You can't give up the paint, bro. It was supposed to be something that you absolutely was not going to give up, especially to an Orlando Magic team that doesn't have a big paint presence. They don't have a big dominant center or power forward that plays well down there. They do have guys on the perimeter, but I expected Jalen Duren to come in here and have a field day. I'm not going to lie to you. I expected Asar Thompson to have easy lanes to the bucket and for him to finish efficiently. I expected Tobias to be able to hit shots in the low post, and you just did not get that, man. Cade was able to make things happen, but that's because our backs were against the wall and you had no choice. So it's one of them things, man. Game 2, and I know JB Bickerstaff, this is going to be the big stat that he points out. You got punked. You got punked down low.
Absolutely.
For a team that traditionally is not good down low, you got punked by them. And that needs to be the #1 thing that you have to address in Game 2 and going forward the rest of the series.
Absolutely. That's it right there. That's where you win. You normally win that by 18, 20 points.
Man, what?
Losing that by 20 points is straight up unacceptable. That's absolutely unacceptable if you're the Pistons. That speaks to the lack of interior defense, and it shows a bad offensive game plan in terms of your execution because like Damon kept saying, which was an astute point throughout this whole broadcast, was that you got to play your game inside out. That is who the Pistons are. The Pistons, you're not expecting them to win the 3-point margin. They can against this Orlando team.
Right.
But
but can they?
But you can't.
They won today. But.
Yeah, but you can't count on that to win. As you can see, look what happened. You did technically win that battle, and you still lost by double digits at home. So to me, it's about playing your identity, playing your brand of basketball. They did not do that offensively and defensively.
Agreed.
And that's what they lost.
Chris, you got something?
So just looking over just the individual stats with the Magic, their starting 5 had double-digit points. Mm-hmm. Every single guy. Bane had 17. Stuggs had 16. Wagner had 19. I don't know how to say that name, but Banchero.
Banchero.
Paolo.
Okay, Banchero 23, and Carter Jr. was 17. And then you compare
How
that
Dale
to
get 17 points?
I swear I saw him score 6.
Wait, what?
I swear I saw him score 6. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Chris, try to pronounce this guy's name.
Which guy?
This right here, up top.
Oh, God.
Dude, man, come on, man. You know my dyslexia, bro. You can't be pulling that crap on me.
It's Batazed.
Goga Batadze.
Yeah,
Batadze.
Shout out to him.
Now back to this. All right, Cunningham, 39 points.
Hell of a game.
Robinson, 9. Thompson, 8. Harris with 17. And Duren
17.
with 8. You're not gonna win.
Yep.
If you don't have every one of those guys at least hitting double digits, you're not gonna do it.
Mitch Nuka said, "Is it just me or is KG looking like Carmelo tonight?"
It must be the glasses,
No,
man.
man, you look like Trick Williams, bro. Looking like Trick Williams.
He's looking like Trick. Whoop that trick, man. I hope he whooped that trick in Sammy too, man. Not to take it to WrestleMania, but
quick WrestleMania minute. Brock Lesnar retired.
Whoa! Come on, you don't spoil it, man.
What the?
Yeah, that's
get out of here.
Party foul.
Yeah, man,
here.
it's crazy, man. We gonna hold the thoughts on WrestleMania or night 2 anyway. We gonna hold the thoughts.
We got Woodward ringside. We bringing that back.
We working on it, man. Once
It's
things kind of
ringside
get
here
settled.
if you keep doing that.
Right, for real.
Shit.
Nah, for real, man. But what was you gonna say, Chris? My bad.
Is that what it's gonna be?
I'm just still baffled by 20 points in the
that's
paint.
insane,
That is embarrassing. Bro. That is where you win
That's
by
your
20
calling
points.
card.
Let me bring this back for you guys, all right? Because it's very interesting because, maybe, a certain somebody in Trajan Landon could have seen this coming, maybe? Because
we can't do that now. It's too early. It's too early to be what we should have done at the deadline.
No, but what was his point of not doing anything? Because he wanted to see what this team looked like and what this team, would be in the playoffs to address, in the offseason, what big move do they really need to make in order to put themselves over the top?
Hey,
all right,
that's a fair point.
I'll say it like this. I'm trying to think how I should phrase this question. Do you think that this is the final form of the Pistons?
Hell no.
No.
I hope not.
Okay, and of course, we all expect the Pistons to get better from this point. And I'm somebody that was kind of agreeing with you, Jeff. Like, I was a little bit critical of Trajan because, and not to take it to this topic, but because, we realized what the Jaden Ivey deal was. That was to get that $30 million off of the books. And you saw how that kind of turned out. All prayers up to the guy. Hope he's okay, but it was not working here, and it wasn't gonna work here. So you got that deal off, but you did bring somebody in here in Kevin Huerter, who they identified as, okay, this is a veteran that can help us later in the season and in the playoffs. And to Kevin Huerter's credit, at first it was a little bit shaky, but toward the end of the regular season, you did see him start to pick up. Of course, it was by necessity because Cade went down, but you did see him get more in a rhythm. And today, in today's game, I thought he played some good minutes.
Yes.
Maybe you do need a little bit more from him going forward, but I would say that trade was a good trade. Now, could you have added something, more to the Pistons to help them win this year? I've been all over Trajan for that.
KG something.
But at the same time, I think that you are still in a position in which the Pistons are playing with free money.
Yeah, they still are. But to make it like this, remember when I told you last night, I said, damn, man, CJ McCollum was out there busting the Knicks.
I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of options you could have had.
Damn, he would have been nice. But they're looking. This team is still going to be looking like you can tell that that's the biggest need for the Pistons is someone else that can carry a scoring load.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. But to me, look, I don't want to do the Trajan thing because he already said what it is. He said he's going to evaluate. All right, motherfucker, evaluate.
Right.
Evaluate and come to a decision because I wanted to make that move at the deadline. We all did. But
just a little more.
He chose not to. All right. Well, now the entire scope gets magnified in the offseason, but we are far from the offseason. Gordo, what did you want to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to say we were talking about the Pistons right now not being the final form of the team that we think can win a championship. I got a little bit of a hot take. One of the three will not be on this team when they do win that championship between Ausar Thompson, I would say Ron Holland, and Jalen Duren. One of those three will not be on this team when they win a championship.
Well, Duren will be here, so
Ausar
and I think Duren's going to be
He should be. He should be. But we know that, in the NBA and free agency and stuff, a lot of these guys, they're not just leaving their teams for nothing.
No.
It takes these, big trades to swing guys, from team to team. So
I would
just
take
a little bit of a hot
Booker
take
right now. Devin Booker.
I'd love to start the Devin Booker rumors.
Yeah.
Man, right.
Listen.
Start them. They've been going on. They've been going on for 5 years now.
Right.
You can't do nothing to convince me that Devin Booker wouldn't be alongside Cade Cunningham be the most absolute dynamic duo in terms of a backcourt.
I mean,
he Splash Bros like
he would, but he pump faking, bro. He don't want it. If he wanted to be here, he'd be here by now.
Like, listen, here's the thing though. It takes two to dance. And I tell you right now, the Suns have no intentions of letting Devin Booker walk out that building.
Devin Booker has no intention of leaving.
He doesn't. Superman. He's okay making that money. He's okay making that money.
He's Bradley Beal.
I'm over the
Booker
rumors, bro.
But that's the same thing with Jalen Duren, though, is Jalen Duren is not just going to leave the Pistons due to financial reasons, because there is no other team that can offer him more money coming off of a rookie contract. Like, you get the max being with the Pistons.
Of course, he's going to be a Piston. I'm not really worried about that. And listen, Devin Booker can wear all the Detroit shit he want to wear. If you really want to come home, come the fuck home, man.
Exactly.
I'm done with that bullshit.
Yep.
I'm so over that.
I'm done with it too.
He really is from the west side of Michigan. He's not even
right.
Really
like,
I
man,
wouldn't give a damn if he was from the northern part.
Right.
We got some. All right,
he not coming home.
We're getting lost in the weeds here with the offseason. Let's get to some super chats here.
Thank you, Chris.
We got
cleaning us up.
We got Chief IT Hips with the super chat. The old school Piston teams never lost games at home ever. I mean, you're kind of right. The last home win was 2008. Damn.
Yeah, I honestly think that
before
it's just
stock crash.
Right, for real.
Listen,
housing market.
Yeah,
before the recession.
God damn.
Before the recession.
If there's one thing you wanted to see today, you wanted to see the Pistons take care of business at home and get that first playoff win at home since 2008. Like, that seriously was something that last year we were dying for. Like, it was so close.
Yeah.
And now you come out here and you get absolutely embarrassed by the Magic at home, game one. You're the number 1 seed against the number 8. Like, it's embarrassing.
No, I agree with you, man. And I wanted to bring this point up from Troy 6679. I seen you post this a couple times. Dennis shot 14% tonight. I don't know. I'm gonna confirm that, but how do y'all guys feel about Dennis's performance tonight?
I liked the aggressiveness. It just wasn't the right decisions a lot of times. But I won't even say a lot of times, just a few times. But the problem with being a bench player is that you only get a few times.
Yeah.
And that swings your stat line drastically. You look at Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter shot 1 of 2 from 3. If he hit that other one, we're saying that guy shot 100% from 3. Like, it's those are the type of margins that you get as a bench. So I posed the question on heavyweights the last couple weeks consistently about Dennis Jenkins. Is he a guy that needs to have a high volume in order to have a solid efficiency? And, this is a game where it looked like it. Like maybe if he had a 35-minute stat line, the outcome, I'm not saying the outcome's different for sure. But maybe his percentages are better because we saw him have that slump, then surge when Cade went out, and now we're seeing him kind of regress. But also this is his first playoff basketball game, so you have to shoot him some bail there. So, but overall, that's the kind of question because there are just those players – they need that volume in order to match that efficiency. They have to have time to get their rhythm.
Yeah.
And if you're a bench player, you kind of don't have that time to get that rhythm.
I'm not going to blame this on Danny. This is on the guys that have been here before and should have known what to expect. Like, Jalen Duren should have known what to expect. And you still got to come out here and perform. Like, you can't just lay a goose egg just because, they're playing you tough. Like you got to be more physical than them. At some point, you had to make your presence known, whether that was going to be on the offensive, side of the court or the defensive side of the court. You didn't do neither. And I know you got to get the touches on the offensive side of the court to, achieve that. But defensively, there's no excuse for just letting up easy buckets. There's no excuse.
Yeah, just a tad bit of pushback because I don't think you're making a bad point. But Dennis Jenkins, he played the most minutes of anyone on the bench at 22. He had 6 points. My man was right. 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. So not a good night for Dennis. It didn't necessarily seem like that in real time, but the numbers don't lie. And I do understand, yes, you expect more from people that have been more experienced in this situation. But at the same time, Dennis Jenkins is in a very important spot.
You need production
for this Pistons team. I mean, they paid the man, for crying out loud. You went from G League to being paid paid and being a very, very key role off the bench for this Pistons team. So you got to have it, bro, and they need the scoring punch from him. Like, I know that's not all his game is dictated on, but you coming in providing energy and a little bit of relief for Cade, you got to provide a little bit more of a scoring punch, and you got to be able to distribute the ball a little bit better, albeit your guys around you got to hit shots.
Real quick, because I want to get to Gordo and Chris in a second here.
Absolutely.
But we do have a super chat from. Oh, we got Kool-Aid on?
No.
Okay.
Check your message.
Oh, okay, got you. Joshua Black super chat. Get me Dylan Brooks right now this instant.
Oh God damn, is that bad?
Hey,
Nah,
listen, you know what?
that's another cousin in the chat.
We're not gonna talk about that, but listen, I do.
I
will say I do.
Bro,
like
get
Dylan
out of
Brooks
here.
did this
KG,
season.
don't even start.
Bro.
Don't even start. I don't want to hear it.
On this team,
Nah.
he would be a good Piston. I hate him, but that's his role. Like, unless he's on your team, you absolutely hate the man. But he wouldn't be a bad Piston.
He's one of those players.
Bro,
He wouldn't be a bad Piston.
I'm just
That's all
saying.
I'm
And he shoot that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, he's
he
not
has
even
his
like
moments.
that from the
He has his
shooting.
moments, but yeah, he
He
ain't
would
all
be a
that.
good Red Wing though if he was a hockey player.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
he
fact.
would play physical. God damn. Yeah,
and stare at the other bench for no reason at all. Like,
yeah,
just,
like corny bullshit.
yeah, he does a lot of cornball with
But
him.
like real quick though with Dennis Jenkins, the one thing I wanted to say, man, the secondary score when you're that secondary ball handler, you got to slow it down, man. I know what Dennis he loves to get downhill, but that's kind of what we saw with the Pistons all night. They looked rushed. They didn't they couldn't get into their offensive sets. Dennis needs to slow down. Let Orlando show the what they're gonna do, get some gaps in their offense and try to convert some points. But yeah, he's got to slow down.
I agree.
I agree. Game 2. I know we talked a lot about people that need to step up and Jalen Duren and all, but where are you at right now, KG, in terms of this team? How are you feeling about this team heading into Game 2 Wednesday, which we will be here breaking down?
I mean, it sucks right now because as a Piston fan, you were just so excited for the playoffs to start, and you really thought you were going to get a better performance from a team, in the 8th-seeded Orlando Magic that you thought were the weaker product. But I think we found out this is a team that you absolutely cannot sleep on. I do think the Pistons still have that advantage. I do still think their defense is the best defense in the league. You didn't prove it tonight, but you have a lot more games in this series to go out there and show, everyone that. So I'm not worried about it at all. Cade was able to come around, and kind of round his game toward the end there. He almost had a 40-burger for crying out loud. Efficient or not, that's a great night. And, man, you just got to have the people around you step up and make plays. You got to limit the silly mistakes, the turnovers, man, allowing the Orlando Magic to clean you on the offensive glass and get points off of turnovers. That shit has to stop because, like I said earlier, the point swings are going to be everything in this series. And you saw it tonight, man, a couple point swings. And, yeah, the Pistons weren't down by much the whole game, but they kept providing, enough fits of offense to put the Pistons in a bind, and they didn't really have an answer for it. So get tougher in the paint. That's a non-negotiable. I expect that paint to be locked down, and I expect the Pistons to just outright play better. If I'm a betting man, I'm going on, what's our sponsor? Caesar Sportsbook right now, and I'm taking the Pistons money line, guaranteed, because they're going to come out with their hair on fire that next game. They're going to be pissed off, and I expect a way better performance than what we got tonight.
To quote Rasheed Wallace, bottom line, we will win Game 2. Put in
flat
the front
out.
page, the back
Flat
page,
out.
whatever.
I'm taking it. Shit, real shit. I might put my money where my mouth is.
So what we're going,
I'm going to smash
do,
that, man.
Just to let chat know, we are going to have a second stream coming here in a few moments. We're going to rock these final minutes till 10 p.m. We're going to go kind of around the room, wrap this up, but we will be right back with Kool-Aid live from the arena. So make sure you guys are all tapped in. We are setting everything up as we speak. But gentlemen, I'll go to you. Oh, real quick super chat. This is from DeVry? DeViro.
That sounds like a
What's
villain.
good,
DeViro.
fellas? This game irritated the shit out of me.
Man,
watching the lesser team outplay us. They have to make a statement in Game 2. I agree. And this doesn't just have to be a win. This has to be a statement win.
Yeah.
So I love that. I agree wholeheartedly with that. And we got Charles in the chat here saying I guarantee Magic will be knocked out in 5. I still think the Pistons are capable of winning in 5. I did not think they were going to lose game 1, but I thought they were going to sweep, but I still think they are capable of winning in 5. I think they are the better team. They just did not play so tonight, which is why I wasn't really entertaining the offseason discussions. But real quick before we wrap up here, let's go around the room. Jeff, I'll start with you. Game 2, heading to that. What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm looking for Jalen Duren to absolutely make his presence felt. Because if you have another game like you had this game, then yes, it is over. It's going to be over for the Pistons. Because you can't, you need him to have production. You need him to give you at least 15 and 10 in this series. That's not too much to ask for. I'm not asking for a lot, just 15 and 10. That should be easy for a guy of his caliber and how he's been playing lately, at all pro level, all NBA level. Like this, I want to see better from him, and then I need to see Unk step up as well. Like, you can't have that bad of a shooting performance as the veteran on this team, because it just ended up throwing off, the Pistons offense. Yeah. And Cade had to give you everything he, possibly could tonight to even keep you close in this game.
Absolutely. Where you guys at? Where you guys at there?
Chris, you good? Nothing?
Yeah, no, you need better performance out of your secondary players. You cannot rely on just 2 guys to score the majority of your points.
Yeah.
And you cannot allow your opponent to play. They essentially played the Pistons game with that points in the paint. Mm-hmm. End of story. You cannot allow them to take your identity away from you.
Shit was crazy.
And basically throw it in your face. Like, oh, you're going to play this way? Okay, well, we can do it too.
I agree. Gordo?
Yeah, man, we got to see more out of Tobias Harris. I said it at the beginning of this episode.
Yes.
Tobias Harris was going to be a crucial player for this team going down the stretch. We got 76ers, Toby, this time, bro.
Kind of did.
A little bit, yeah.
That was tragic. Brick after brick, bro, was, building a house out there. It looked really bad from Tobias Harris, and he's one of those vets that you lean on in those clutch moments. So, yeah, he's got to be better. And then I think Ausar Thompson, too. We gotta see more out of Ausar.
I just saw Kool-Aid's text from earlier. No Q passes, man. No Q passes. But, we will go over to Damon. Yeah. Damon, what you got?
Sir. I think it starts with the small stuff. You gotta, when you get to the free throw line, you gotta capitalize on that. You gotta take advantage of that. Yeah, and it starts with your first 5. Like, they've got to step up. Robertson's got to step up his 3-point shooting. That's we paid him to do that, so he's got to do that. Cade's got to start taking care of the ball. I feel like he goes into autopilot a lot. But yeah, it just starts with the 5, and then just doing the little stuff.
Yep. I mean, this game is indicative of the Pistons. When they do not play well on the margins, then they lose, and they lose by double digits. But when they play well and they win those margins, that is when they win the game. It's just the Pistons. I've said it time and time again. They play a very specific style of basketball, and in order for that to produce wins, they need to execute it perfectly, and they did not come close to executing it perfectly. Not offensively, with the lack of Cade and Duren's pick and roll being the center of it, not being able to generate points in the paint. They got to the free throw line a lot, but they were not able to generate those points in the paint. 30% from 3, you kind of got to take that if you're the Pistons. Like, that's just what this team is, unfortunately, from 3. So you had to win this battle in the interior. You did it. Defensively, you did not have what you needed. You did not have your game plan, your strategies, your adjustments in line. You were far too often out of position. You were allowing second chance points. You were allowing a lot of easy free-flowing ball movement, which led to easy quality shots for the Orlando Magic. Yeah. This Pistons defense is at its best when they are forcing you into isolation, making you work for your buckets. But Orlando's size was a problem for the Pistons, but the Pistons have the ability to match that size. They just didn't play with that same toughness, and that's why they lost this game.
Agreed.
So
sorry, I'm munching on chicken over here.
You're good. That chicken's good, right?
Good as hell, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we will wrap it up there because I know Kool-Aid is going to be live from the arena, breaking it all down.
Yeah.
Breaking it all down. So make sure you are tapped in with that. That stream is starting, so make sure you are tapped in for those here in studio. I'm Chris Platte, a.k.a. Platte Pods, with my guy, KG.
Yes, sir.
Then we got Damon in the sound booth. We got Gordo and Jeff splitting the TD booth as well as Chris.
Guys,
Shout out
man.
to Money Murr. That was
proud of my kids,
well.
man.
Hey,
My
Stones
kids,
and 5, baby. Stones and 5.
That's still how I'm feeling.
Fuck what they talking about,
That's
bro.
still how I'm feeling. We'll let you guys know. We'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere because we got Kool-Aid live from the arena, breaking it all down.
Yes,
Check
sir.
it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.